play and call it work.
Hey everybody, Matthew here.
Keep it.
From MiniWarGaming.com.
You wanted
Sorry, inside joke. Everybody was trying to make me laugh right before we started. And welcome to the next episode of Heroes of Harinburg, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. Thank you to all our guests for showing up today. Except for Kenny, who will be here. He's just missing today. Apparently, he made a big hoo-ha about not being able to be part of this, and then he made a bigger hoo-ha about being able to be part of it, and then he just doesn't show up. What's up with that, Kenny? But seriously, though, he has some family obligations, and I think he's a little sick, too. And so he's not able to make it today. But he shall hopefully return next week. But we're going to play without him, and the way we're going to play without him, there's two ways you can do it. You can have somebody kind of play his character, or you can just kind of have them, or three ways actually. You can have somebody play his character, you can have a reason why that character's not there, or you can just have him blink out of existence like in a computer game, and then have him come back in. I like number 3. Number 2 I like too, if I can do it, but because of where we're going, it doesn't make sense for him to coincidentally run into you as you go into the Catacombs. That would just be too much of a coincidence. If you're like heading to another city and he happened to meet up with you there, that's different. I don't like one of you guys playing him because really that's only to help the encounter strength, and I can balance the encounters, which is 4, because you're not going to do any role playing with him. So he's just going to blink out of existence as if he was never there, and then he'll come back next week and he'll just join the party. So that has its cons too, obviously.
It'll work.
But I like that the best. So anyways, so this is game number 6, episode number 6.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, we're getting in there. It's only, I know it's 6. We're just basically getting started. But this campaign does have a set number of episodes. And I don't know what that number is, but we're on the, let's just put it this way, we're nearing the latter end of the campaign. So a few announcements before we get started. Of course, a big thank you to a lot of the companies that help us out. For example, today you will be seeing, well, it depends what happens, but you often see the mats by Mars, because those are the vinyl ones that have the grid lines printed on them, so they're very useful that way. You will also probably see some Table War mats today, cut up and repurposed. Yeah, right? Is that really bad that we cut them up?
Did you cut them up?
Yeah, so they would fit. Because they were a big 4x4 mat, and we needed to cut it up to smaller pieces.
I could have took those home.
No, you can't, because they're not yours.
You just
Jeez, man. I could just take it home. Like, what are you thinking, man?
We just wasted
It could have been Lucas. It could have been Lucas, right? We could use it for the show, or it could have been Lucas. Right? What's going on? Of course, Games Workshop, thank you so much for the terrain that you send us and stuff that you send us. Relief Terrain for all the stuff that you've made. Tabletop World, I don't know if you'll see their stuff today, but they have given us a lot of stuff, so a big shout out to them. Audio-wise, you're going to be hearing most likely from tabletopaudio.com, Sirenscape, the Bandcamp username Windswept. It's like windswept, but V's instead of W's.
Sounds better.
Windswept.
I know it sounds like
Close cousin to Bullfruitigal.
Bullfruitigal, how he says Windswept.
Windswept.
And the big graphic of Harinburg itself is made by Renflower Grap X, whatever that's supposed to mean. That was the username of the person, the girl who did it for us. And of course, the biggest, hugest thank you goes to our Vault members and our Twitch subscribers for supporting us on this. The other big announcement is that this coming Thursday, we're having a big giveaway. I've put up a video about this on YouTube and on Facebook, so you can go check that out for all of the details. But essentially the way it works is on Thursday, it would be normally my turn to do my live sit and talk from 2 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to extend that time from 1 to 3, not later because I have to leave. Otherwise, I would have done 2 to 4. So it's from 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 3 p.m., and we're going to be doing a bunch of giveaways on there for people who are watching live, and you'll enter it. But if you're not able to attend live, I still wanted people to be able to enter. So you can enter a few different ways. You can become a Twitch subscriber. So if you have a Twitch Prime account that you weren't sure what to do with it, now's the time to use it. And make sure that if you did one before that you renew it, because they don't renew automatically. We're going to be doing, basically we're going to be giving away a bunch of start collecting box sets, Warhammer 40k or Age of Sigmar. You'll get, the winner gets to choose which one they get. So I'm not going to be like, then the Dark Eldar one goes to, no, it's like, no, you win one. So pick one, that way you get exactly what you want.
Cool.
And also a bunch of, on the actual stream, we're going to be giving away a bunch of random models that we've pulled from Lee's Fungin that we don't really need anymore. So we got lots of them down there. And but also, we're going to draw 2 random Twitch subscribers, whether they're on the stream or not, doesn't matter. So you don't have to actually be on the live stream if you're a Twitch subscriber. There's 2 chances to win. 1 random Bronze Vault member and 2 random Silver Vault members as well. So if you wanted the maximum number of ways to win, be a silver member, Twitch subscriber, and be on there live. Now, that's asking a lot. For those of you that do that, of course, that is fantastic. But silver vault members get what the Twitch subscribers get. So, we don't expect people to get anything, really, but you don't really need to get that unless you're just looking to support us more. But yeah, if you don't want to buy any of those, just be there live, and you can enter the contest that way too. So make sure you follow our Twitch channel so that you're notified when we do go live for that. But that'll be this coming Thursday, so 2 days from now, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 3 p.m. We'll be doing giveaways throughout, so it's not going to be like one time. It'll be throughout the whole show. Okay, all right, okay. Are you ready to go? Enough announcements, all that out of the way? And of course, if you're watching this on Twitch, welcome live members, or live streamers. We will be joining you for some chatting at the breaks. And if you're not, and you're watching this on YouTube on Friday, then you can always join us live on Tuesdays from 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you can. It would be awesome. Let us commence.
Where are we?
Good question. Where are we? Let's do a bit of a recap for what happened last time.
I don't recall.
Well, we were
Where did
inside of the. We were exit. We found the one member of the Temple of Kalina. I can't remember what his rank was.
Sentinel.
He was a sentinel. That's right. We found him in the catacombs. He was doing his duties.
That was at the end of the episode before that you found him.
Yeah. So we found him, and then the episode kind of continued after that, where we followed him back up to the main surface level of the city of Harinburg, where we were following him back to the temple, and then there were shouts and screams, and we came across an individual in a tree. That was Mia over here, new character for Ben.
Zumia, a monk lady.
And then from there was more shouts and screams, and there was open combat going on just right beside the tree in the actual Temple of Kalina, where we dealt with a rather, macabre scenario.
Man, there were skeletons everywhere. It was like, what do we fight? Like 30 skeletons, something like that?
Yeah, like an endless
They were coming out of
As you cast the spells drained to the central pillar of magic, and that kept raising more
I think
dead.
everybody is really hurt this time.
I'm at
Didn't we?
41 health.
40.
Yeah, we got a full
You had a long
rest.
rest.
Oh.
After we did that, we explored around and talked to we went to that dealer, gnome.
No?
Didn't we? Dwarf? Yeah, dwarf.
Yep.
Dwarf woman.
Wilson.
Because we needed to get the coins
Yes.
inspected, which
Yes.
took an exorbitant amount of time.
Not appropriate amount of time.
An appropriate amount.
Appropriate amount.
Yeah.
The exact amount of time that it should.
Yeah.
And
For Field of Gold is staring at his magic pick still.
yes.
Yes.
2 bags of candy. 3 raspy berries.
Yeah, 2 now.
Because Matthew can't pronounce rasp.
It's it's
Raspberry.
raspberry.
You don't pronounce the P.
No, but it's spelt that way. It's not spelt proper.
I know, but okay, I'm not.
I think we've already been through this.
I bought the rest
There's
of
a
them.
Y.
How many,
I
how many
gave
do
her
you
some
have?
roots. I got 7.
You have 7?
We have some healing roots that I believe Lars is currently holding. Lars has our healing roots. I also pickpocket.
Yeah, we got
There you go. He's looking off.
Okay, something's causing mad static.
Uh-oh.
I'm having static.
I don't know whose it is.
Mad.
Oh, mass static. I thought you said something's causing mass static.
Test.
Is it because you're using the Orc Studio one and you don't want to be?
I think it's on my
no,
chest
but
hair
I'm
causing
using that
friction.
one. I don't
We're having some audio issues, so we're going to try to figure that out.
know nobody's moving, so I can't tell.
Well, don't everybody move at once.
I'm gonna keep moving.
Me.
Hey, Colin, I think it was me, and I think I just fixed it.
What was it? Your cord?
I had this open, and then this was folded. Is that it?
I don't know. Like it wasn't a scratching sound. It was like sound
Like a crackling again?
Sound more like mad feedback than like I don't know, but it's not
Okay.
coming through right now.
Well, how is it now?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, so just while we are not on the chat, Colin is constantly watching the chat. So if you have any audio or video issues, you just post it in the chat and Colin will take a look. So we'll continue. Keep going, guys.
After visiting the dwarf, I'm pretty sure it was after visiting the dwarf, we came across my lion. I believe his name is
Wait, we're
Malaya.
missing important information.
Goliath, yeah.
But before that, we actually got names of the family.
Actually, I do have that written down, yeah.
The Black Arms.
The Black Arm coat of arms,
name
Orbel
was
Black
Orbel.
Arm in
Yep.
particular. He tried to, I wrote down he tried to conquer the city, but he tried to overthrow the current governing body of the city, I assume, is what he tried to do back then. And that was back 4 levels down below with the current city to the old city
1,005 years ago.
to investigate
We have to take
more.
that information back to the Sentinel dude,
Yeah.
who will, in his library, give us more information and guide us to which part of the catacombs to go.
Well, yeah,
think
didn't
that's
he,
where we
didn't he
left off.
already? We were like just about to go. We grabbed
Did
all
we
sorts of
already-
equipment and
pointed out the spot?
yeah. I
Okay.
think
Oh,
he
yeah,
was,
right. He
like,
gave us more healing potions and
And that's
more
right.
scrolls.
Yeah. So
And,
those
yeah,
were
he
those were
gave us a
given
bunch
out.
of
Each
stuff.
of our melee people should have a potion of
I have
healing.
one potion of healing, and I remember, Rowan is going to let us use the forbidden entrance to the catacombs
Nice.
that
And
the
I
Sentinels
have
use.
2 scrolls of protection from evil undead, potion of
He
clairvoyance.
gave a third one.
Kenny has the third.
You can assume his equipment.
I'm
That's
taking it back.
That's important. Any important equipment that he had, but make sure you make a note that you've taken it from him, so when he comes back next week,
I've got a note.
that we take it off.
And potion of clairvoyance and an elixir of health.
I grabbed some ball bearings and a lock too, just in case.
I love that they sell ball bearings.
Yeah.
I know there are uses for them. It's just hilarious.
Yeah, it's great.
Hallway.
Right?
Home Alone.
Make you get away.
Home Alone.
Yeah, good luck trying to walk across ball bearings.
Maybe some paint cans too then.
Yeah.
Working on micro machines.
Meccano.
I don't know why, but that made me hungry.
What?
You just all of a sudden feel hungry.
Oh, I did.
Thinking about Home Alone.
I just pizza. Let's see, he orders pizza
He also watches a movie. Are you watching a movie right now?
Yeah.
always.
Keep the change, you filthy.
All right. That's okay.
I could
Yeah,
go
What a
I'll watch
horrible, dumb classic. It's great though. I loved it.
Did you see his video? Anyways, Macaulay Culkin made a video.
like the modern
Google.
Home
Yeah,
Alone.
With
recently.
Google.
With
Yeah.
Google Assistant or something like that.
It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that kid's funny. Even now. He's not a kid. He looks exactly the same as he did as a kid. That's hilarious. All right. He does. He just looks like he just took it and just blew it up. Not like grew up, like just
Yeah.
enlarged.
A little pixelated.
Okay, I'm having a
picture
problem
here,
loading my Sirenscape. Oh, no, of course. As soon as I closed it, it loads. Just want to make sure we have our sounds and stuff ready to go.
Oh, it's yours now.
Not that one. Nope.
Loading. So I think we got everything.
Was the
Yeah.
static gone away?
Sounds
Yeah,
about everything.
Chat is like at least 80%.
There we go.
Weird. So don't look down, Luca.
Oh.
No, it doesn't.
We'll
the
look down
beard.
and move your head around and see if that does anything. No, he's not hitting his.
I can't even hit it.
You'd have to go really far.
I have to go
That's
like
far.
that.
That's not nice.
I'm sorry, but I mean, my head's never like that as I'm talking.
So I definitely think it was.
Are you okay?
I think it was some sort of feedback. But
But I know what's with all the beards, anyways, right?
Facial hair is
Shave
the way.
most of mine off.
Not the beard.
That's true. It's a goatee right now. It's so funny because it's such a shadow, anyways, that I look at it and I see a beard.
I shaved this morning.
I don't see. Yeah, it's the 1 o'clock shadow for you.
Have you seen-
equivalent to everybody else's next day shadows?
I know.
I did. I
Have
really
you,
shaved this morning.
it's John Krasinski, right? That's his name?
I don't know
from,
which guy you're talking
Office?
about.
Yeah, the office
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, he just did Quiet Place. He looks so much better with a beard.
Oh, he didn't. We should not talk about movies right now. What was the other one? I just did.
I don't know. I think he's only done the Quiet Place. Oh no, he's
but it
doing
was,
yeah.
Well, with the beard, he did some other like war movie.
That's the one I'm thinking of. That was a
Yeah.
great movie.
That's pretty good.
Okay, we ready to get started?
I guess.
This could be it. We could do another show where we just talk about stuff.
We just talk
Sit,
about.
paint,
I think we do
and
that.
Talk
Well,
about
what would be
stuff.
really cool is if we actually.
Things and
It's
such?
hard, but if we got here so early enough that we could actually have like a 45-minute
Only if we
pre-show.
call the show Things and Such.
Things and such.
Yeah.
No, that's not what. Etc. Things, etc.
etc. Yeah.
Things and Such.
Okay, so one thing I had told you guys
Buffalo.
last time was that you were welcome to buy anything from the player's handbook.
Right.
That we're just assuming that you can reasonably find that kind of stuff. Is there any other preparations that you wanted to do before you headed down?
Well, no, I feel like we have to. Being asked.
We're not prepared. He's what is he?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
I did have a thought, but it actually completely. I lost it.
I got my shield, my new pick. I did get the time to do the short rest to study the pick, right? I recall.
Yeah, you
that.
did that.
Yeah. That's why I have the info. Cool.
And you don't have to attune to it.
Right.
Anybody can use it now.
I don't have money, but if people are willing to share with this new character, I would have really liked to silver my bow staff. Put like a little nub on the end or something.
Press 100 gold pieces to silver it.
I know.
Oh,
How
wow.
much?
100.
The problem with that is that it would take some time too.
Yeah, it
So
would
you're
take,
welcome
like,
to,
an
you
overnight
guys,
thing.
you're welcome to roleplay that. Go ahead. But I will tell you as a DM that I'm not just gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, you did.
I don't
that.
even know if
Yeah.
we have 100 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might take like a day or two to get it
it
silver.
would, it would
There's
be
0 gold.
time. Oh, okay, if we don't have gold for that, then no.
I threw my sack of gold at the dwarf lady to get the fancy pick. She gave me the pick. I was happy.
We actually don't have 100 gold.
Actually?
Yeah.
But you have a whole lot of silver.
How much silver do you have?
We'd rather not talk about it.
7?
So that's all I got.
15,000.
7,000.
You have 7,000 silver?
No, I don't. I have like 20.
1,000?
Why would I get 20? No, I don't have any silver.
You know how much 20,000
That's
silver
fine.
coins would weigh?
Wait, how long does it take?
It would have been
Who are
like
you
an
again?
overnight. It would have been like, yeah. I'm just a stalwart young monk woman who you met in a tree.
Yeah,
Should we
I
give her all our
wouldn't.
gold?
I wouldn't
No.
give any money to that.
That's a solid argument, but
Is this the witch you're looking for?
no.
Okay, you're sure.
You can't be sure.
I mean, I can't
actually.
be
Actually,
Sure.
you can't. You haven't rolled to see.
No, I don't get that vibe.
Do an insight check.
Okay, that is, she's not, Ruth Mull, the
said
Hag
no.
Queen.
She's a witch.
She could be.
All right, well, so I got a 5 from the insight. Maybe it is the Hag Queen.
No,
No, there's no-
you're sure that she's fine.
We
Oh,
could,
okay.
We could weigh Maya against a duck.
She's
Yeah.
she's
That's
totally
true.
on the up and up.
We could throw her into lava and see if she burns up.
Can you just throw her in the lake and see if she drowns?
Yeah.
If she drowns, she's not a witch, and
Yeah.
if she floats, she is a witch, and you gotta
Yeah.
kill
Oh,
her.
God.
Drop her off a cliff, see if she
Safe
flies
for
She
the
away.
weighs as much as a duck, then she's made of wood and therefore not a witch.
That's right.
Built a bridge out of her.
Churches.
Our bridge is also built out of rocks.
Actually, just watch that.
Okay, we go into the depths.
Oh man, yeah, we're good. We're going.
No, there was. Okay,
we can
go.
do.
There's something I was thinking that
Monty
we should
Python
do.
on the D&D campaign.
We can just quote all day, or we can. Yeah.
We've already had the shrubberies.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
What was the stupid knight who was the brave and they kept saying how he's going to be
Robin.
deformed?
Brave.
Yeah,
Sir,
Brave
brave Sir Robin. He's
And you
going
have
Robin
minstrels
ran
following
away.
behind.
to be dismembered and maimed. And
He's not afraid.
Yeah,
All right, that's enough now.
I've never seen it.
wow.
you would love it.
Never seen.
So,
like
is there any other prep that you
Brave.
want to do before you go to the depths of the catacombs, the scariest place in Harinburg?
Well, we don't know it's the scariest.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, we
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Brother Rin at
been
least
made pretty
knows, and I think
clear.
he's told you a few times now.
What about the garbage pile? This thing seems pretty awful, too.
There's nothing in market we need.
I think I was
You
going
walk around the market.
Are we 100% sure there's nothing we need from the market?
No, okay.
I'm certain.
Is that Matthew?
Nothing.
We passed by the market. No, we didn't. Oh, we did.
We don't.
From the
We
dwarf
don't.
district.
We don't go there.
Okay.
Did we? What? How did we? How did we get to the dwarf district?
Yeah.
Did we ferry over there?
We had to walk past the market to the dwarf district.
Right.
But today, we're just going into
You're
the
already in
dungeon.
the temple. You are in the temple right now. You don't have
Should
to.
we
go to
not
the
stop over at the marshes, though, and knock on every door?
No.
Okay.
market. To find Zotical?
Just putting it out there, reminding everybody, it's an important part of our mission.
Find Zotical.
I have that note. Where is the biggest note? Where is Zotenko?
Right?
Where is he?
Keep your eyes out for a goblin with a red tunic. He's our
I think I
friend.
may have seen someone. Like
Where is he? Where is he?
I can't remember.
Here's 100 gold in London. Well, it's 99 gold and some silver.
I have this condition.
Yeah.
I want that
I
goblin.
want to go back to that inn. I really like that inn.
We have all long
The Sunken
rested,
Hope.
right?
You have already long
Yeah.
rested, yeah.
We can go to that.
I think we're basically like just going in.
We're just
so.
going to keep on going.
We can go anytime.
Yeah.
The inn makes me feel so comfortable.
We can stop at the inn.
No, afterwards.
Get you some dinner?
Afterwards.
Okay.
Get me some.
It's
dinner.
morning now.
I've already eaten all my desserts. Oh, jeez, desserts.
You want to get more before you go?
No.
I'll bet you there's desserts down in that cabin.
No, I'm good to go. Like
yeah.
I'm good to go. Everything's great.
It's very common for people to bury their dead with desserts.
Wow,
Like-
I'm making a note of that. That's fantastic.
I like to live vicariously through Bulford. The
No one goes. No one goes to the afterlife without a brownie
Oh, we need all the.
It's like here you go, buddy.
or a tiny tart.
The god of diabetes.
I think I know what my dinner is tonight.
Wilford Brimley.
What?
I don't know. I'm not gonna eat Wilford.
Yeah, it's just an ethereal Wilford Brimley.
How's he doing?
You know what? You guys lead. You let me know when you're ready to go.
I'm good to go.
I've been ready.
We're ready to go.
I've been ready for some time.
I need everybody to press ready.
I've hit ready
Yeah, I'm
several
good.
times.
Steve, you still haven't pressed ready.
My button's not working.
Jeremy has left the game. Oh, crap. Everybody wait. I got a re-invite.
Let's all go, okay?
Okay, so Rowan takes you to the back of the temple, to an area that's not itself restricted, but it's not so much as restricted as it is an area that is you don't go unless you're a temple sentinel.
Ah, we're all sentinels now.
We could be.
We are.
One day.
Go ahead, sir.
And he brings you to a back area where there's essentially this one big door with lots of locks on it. And he goes and he pulls out his keys and he unlocks about 5 different locks.
Jeez.
And he opens it up and you can see that it descends immediately. There's a staircase descending down, and it's well lit. There's torches all the way down, so you can see that it's maintained. And you know that this is the temple's entrance to the catacombs. There's actually a lot of entrances. If you look on the map, if you look outside the temple, you see all sorts of those like cave-looking things. Those all go into the various burial grounds and crypts. And if you go into any of those, you'll find entrances into the catacombs. But the thing is, you want to go the ways that are... You've received a map. You in your possession. I'm going to assume Brother Rin has it,
Nice.
unless you say otherwise.
No,
You have a...
I've got it.
You've been given a map that's been written out by the scribes that will only really be useful to you as you go the direction you're supposed to. It's not a full map of the catacombs. That would be ridiculous and would require more a book than a singular map. But using this map, you should be able to go down the 4 levels without getting lost. Once you're down there, unfortunately, it becomes a little more vague.
Fair enough.
It gives you general directions, but because they have the general idea of where the crypt, of where that family crypt would be, but because it's not part of the currently maintained area,
Yeah.
that you can't assume that when you see the pathways, you can't assume all those pathways will work. So if you look at the map, you can see the pathways all the way to the crypt, but they're based off of really, really old maps, and they haven't been followed up with for decades, maybe centuries, possibly. Nobody really knows how long it's been since they've been down that deep. So basically you're safe for the first little while, theoretically, and once you get beyond that, you're on your own. Okay. I assume you all
See.
descend.
I do.
Yeah.
It's a very Diablo one.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, you're just gonna like run down the stairs and then
Yeah.
you find the next entrance and run down the stairs.
Yeah.
Unless you want to explore every level.
25 levels of...
Please no.
Going straight down. And so you descend, leaving the safety of the temple behind you, into the Catacombs of Harinburg, which, calling them the Catacombs of Harinburg really isn't an accurate statement because it's, as you've already seen, a mishmash of all sorts of things. Being as old a city as it is, and the reason that, if you actually look at the map, you can see that Harinburg, the lower temple and the upper temple area are all up on a cliff. A lot of that is because the city's been built on top of itself several times. It was much lower than that before. And over the hundreds, if not thousands of years, they've actually just, instead of trying to repair parts of the city, they'll just kind of build structures. There's an older civilization that had the know-how to actually turn the old city into a foundation for the new city, so they could use like the old roads as sewer systems and stuff. That would explain one of the levels, and then below that, they would dig catacombs as well to bury their dead, but also just to live down there as well. And then beyond that, there's lots of natural caves and caverns, as you guys have already experienced, but you've only seen a tiny, tiny fraction.
What's the elevation of the that central island there, the upper level?
The upper level?
Yeah.
You're good 100 feet.
All right.
150. Actually, at the very highest, probably a couple 100 feet above the sea level.
Jeez Louise.
Like when you're sailing into Harinburg, you see it up on cliffs, and you're coming in.
Cool.
And the docks are actually along the cliffside, the entry docks. Once you go further down, the docks that are way downstream, those ones are right at ground level. Right. But even the temple or even the library district is up 50 feet off of out of the water at most parts. Like it's not like there's just one elevation. It's not just one flat plateau. There's hills and there's different things like that. But yeah, when you're sailing into Harinburg, you see it looks like a fortress. And in fact, the one castle, the main government body, actually, and right outside of it, there's this huge tower that is known to be able to keep pirate ships and other enemy ships at bay through what is supposed to be, nobody really knows, but they think that there's a very powerful wizard that just lives up there, hurls fireballs down at bad ships.
He's the siege
If
wizard.
if you come too close to the pirate ship, all of a sudden a big fireball will come out of that tower and just smash into you.
It's like a fort.
Yeah,
Old
but
classic.
and so everybody assumes that they employ some powerful wizard there. But
That'd be cool.
that is not for today's adventure.
That's
That's a little history of Harinburg, just to paint the picture a bit more. Maybe one day we'll delve into the mystery that is the Tower of Harinburg.
Is that
So-
the one at the very end there?
Yes, that little island.
Noise.
Yeah, there's a lot to this city. There's a lot more stuff, and you're not even going to be touching it right now. You're going down. You're going deep, deep down.
Go down, not up.
And as you go down, you see everything I've been describing. You come into areas, and at first you're passing other temple guard like every half hour, every hour, no problem. You travel for hours, by the way. You know, in fact, that the journey down to the 4th level will probably take you the day. And like it'll take you a full day to wind your way down there. It might even take longer than that, depending on how well the maps actually are mapped out. So you descend down to the 1st level. What is known as the 1st level? Like, it's not like there's these 4 perfect levels.
Right.
It's an assortment of conglomerate, but what they call the 1st level. And you still come across sentinels who give you weird looks, but with just a quick brandishing of the holy symbol and also showing the map and the charter that you have from Rowan, they leave you quick alone. And they don't seem to be too bothered because they always seem to be in a rush when we're moving to defend the next area. In fact, you even come across one part where you can hear the battle going on, and but they seem to have that one under control. They're dealing with uprisings of undead. You could spend a long time just going and helping everybody, but that would defeat the entire purpose of your mission right now, which is to take advantage of the fact that they are all occupying the current uprising of undead and cultists, and that you need to then use this to get past down there. You go down to the 2nd level. You hit some natural caverns at one point. One point you actually come to an area where it's all dark. If you're not carrying torches or lighting the way with a light spell, or if there don't happen to be torches on the walls, then it's pitch black. There's no natural light coming down. You're so deep that the sun doesn't come anywhere down here. Every once in a while you'll come across some luminescent mushrooms, but they'll just cast a bit of dim light not too far. And as you go to the 2nd level, you enter at one point this long cavern, and you can see that it just has there's a bit of a river running through it, and there's pathways, thankfully, and they're still somewhat maintained. Every once in a while you come across pathways leading out, and you can see some of them are carved out, and some of them are even lit, but that's not the way you're going, and you recognize them as still sentineled areas. You're still only at the 2nd level here. Several hours has passed by this point. You probably would have to break at some point here just to sit down and eat some of your rations, but not for very long. There's a kind of a sense of foreboding as you're descending deeper. Any conversation that you might have, it kind of prompts you to talk more in whispers. Except for Beaufort the Gold, he doesn't really get it. But you kind of feel that. You feel that weighing down on you as you descend. It's also the air. The air is at every level you descend, the air gets heavier. It's not like it's sure it stinks, but that's not even like the proper way to give you the full depiction of it. It's more just like you feel like there's just less air, but yet it's heavier at the same time. You're finding yourself straining a bit more to breathe, and there's humidity, a dankness to it. You can smell the rot, or just a natural cave kind of smell as well. But and every once in a while it'll open up into caverns, and that'll at least give you a bit of a reprieve from that kind of feeling, because the air is a little lighter there. As if you hear the rushing water going by, that tends to make things a little fresher. You finally find your way to the part that is mapped out to go down to the 3rd level of the catacomb. And this one is a shaft, a very, very wide open shaft, good 75 feet across. Well, you can only guess it used to be some sort of mine. And as you're looking at it, you can see the rotting wooden structures that were all at the levels where whoever was mining there at the time would have been using that to mine. You can see all those. You can see all sorts of pulleys and rope systems. And this is where you come to the elevator, marked on your map as the elevator. And it's a large elevator. You can tell as soon as you see it, it's sitting there right now. It's probably a good 20 feet by 20 feet. It's got these enormous thick chains holding it up, and as you look up, you can see a big pulley system, and the pulley system goes on into the elevator. Like there's some holes in it where the chains go through it, so you can see that they're meant that once you get on it, you can there's a lever that you can pull that it'll slowly lower you down. But to raise it back up requires all the manpower to put that energy back into bringing it back up. You can see that when you're looking around, you can probably guess from the structure of it that it's normally operated by half a dozen people, but maybe you'd be able to operate it to get it back up. But as you look at it, you wonder if it is a one-way trip for a small group of 5 people to be able to pull back up. But after looking at it, maybe you think you'll be okay. But it is kind of creaky. As you go on, you can see the cobwebs that hasn't been used recently. So at this point, what would you like to do? As you look down in the depths, you can't see how far down it goes, but your map says that it drops.
Can we see like how much chain is up here to sort of get an idea of how far this elevator is going to drop?
Well, between looking at that and the reference on your map, you're probably dropping another 100 feet. So it goes pretty darn deep. But this is their known way to get down to the 3rd level. But the 3rd level is where you stop getting sentinels. But they've been there more recently. Now you can see that the elevator is maintained, even though it is rotting a bit and it doesn't look too great.
I'm already on the elevator.
So you just jump on the elevator. As you get on it, it kind of moves a little bit, but you can feel it feels solid, and your weight is not enough to really upset it.
I'm trying.
You're trying. You just like run back and forth on it.
I'm gonna
It has no like railing or anything. It's just like a plank.
I'm not trying.
You're not trying.
I'm hanging on to the train.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop the torch that I was carrying down the shaft to see if I can see like where it lands and maybe if I hear anything down there before we take the elevator.
Sure. So you look over the edge, you have your lit torch, and you hold it out, and you let go, and you have that typical like descending and lighting things as it goes along. And I'm assuming you're close to the elevator, and so and I guess how long would that take? It feels about the 100 feet that you would guess as it smacks in the bottom. You look down, you can see it, but it's
Really
far
away.
Like you'd die if you fell that far.
Yeah.
Without any problem.
Well, I'm going to cast light on sort of the top chain link on the elevator,
Okay.
so that we're lit.
So kind of like a light. It'll light so the one that's going to stay with the chain, like
Yeah.
the one that's attached.
Is there a sign by this elevator, like with a weight limit?
Nope.
Okay, let's give it a try, everybody.
See,
I'm gonna
It's
gingerly
20 feet by
step in
20
with
feet.
you.
The general look of it is that it was probably originally designed to bring up the ore and stuff, whatever they were carrying. Whether it can
Certainly
still
not
support that weight.
comfortable. We're certainly not comfortable with it, but this appears to be.
I don't know, how many
like
silver
only
pieces do you
way.
have?
What?
he's doing calculations.
I don't know. I lost.
Okay, I'll assume 100,000 then, unless it's less than that.
Oh,
275.
Silver pieces? It's not that
now the
bad.
truth
I think it's
comes
a
out.
pound of 50 coins or something.
I was just trying to find out.
I know.
I couldn't remember.
Well, once everybody's on, we.
Does everybody get on?
Yeah.
No.
And as you
Yes,
get, anybody here afraid of heights?
I'm laying down flat.
That
I'm not
won't help
afraid
you.
of heights, but I'm kind of afraid of lowering down into the
You do see the
bowels
level.
of the city like this.
Yeah.
So
There is a sense of finality to this elevator. Like you're looking at it, you're like, you think you could figure out how to raise it back up, but it looks big and heavy. So
You're very strong, though.
Big and strong.
I'm not.
really
And I'm
trying
not.
this
And this is not
support.
me as a dungeon master saying that you're not going to be able to get back up. I'm saying your characters look at it
It looks
and
like
they look at it like, man, how are we going to pull this thing back
I
up?
know, we'll fight our way up.
Well, we found our way up before. I'm sure we can do it again. But
just climb the chain.
this elevator, I could probably, yeah. Am I athletic enough to climb 100 feet on a single dangling chain?
Yeah, why not?
I almost promise you that I'm not.
All that armor. Yeah.
If you shed all of your weight, it's only a few athletics checks.
Yeah.
Right. I got +6.
Once everyone's on the elevator, I'll pull.
You just kind of grab the lever. Yeah,
cast
so
light on that ring,
Yep.
and then I'm like, let's
Yeah.
do this.
So you go to grab the lever. Give me a strength check.
Oh boy,
It's rusty.
it's very rusty.
No.
5. I'm like,
So you go to put, and you assume, because there's a mechanism to, there's like the thing that you have to hold
Yeah,
it,
pull.
close it, and then pull. So some sort of, I don't know if that's a safety or there's something to
Yep.
activate it. And you go to do that, and it's just like, you'd assume it's going to go easy. And it's just, your first reaction is it's actually really hard. And so you put both your hands on it, maybe ask for some help, and you're able to wrench it open. But it's ka-gunk. Like it's pretty hard. And the moment you do that, you feel the whole thing shudder, and you jump back. It just drops.
Oh, like it drops a little bit?
No, it drops 4 feet.
Okay.
And so it just drops and then stops. And everybody give me a acrobatics check.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
Yeah.
Not one. Yes.
That one?
I got an 11.
Yeah, 12.
12? 11?
24.
24.
Nice.
And what is your total?
3.
Okay. So as you do that, it just drops the 4 feet, and everybody is kicked except for you. You find your center like immediately. The two of you are wobbled to the side a bit, but you're fine.
Lay
Yeah,
down
I
flat.
go up to the corner. I'm like,
Oh, you're laying down flat?
Yeah.
Okay, well then you're fine.
Okay.
But either way, you rolled high enough to be fine. But Brother Rin, on the other hand, it kind of took him by surprise, and he falls to the side. Great, you grab on to the lever thing that you were holding on to, but you're now hanging over the side. So you see Brother Rin fall over the side, and he's now dangling.
I'll go run. I'll try and run over and grasp
you
onto
run over
some
and grab-
clothing
Okay.
or something.
So you just try to hold on to him.
I'll
so
help
just-
you.
I'll grab onto
Yeah.
whatever I can get.
And Mia comes over and helps too. So give me a strength check with advantage.
I got 21.
Okay, so you managed to grab him and just yank him up and pull him back up for a second. But for a moment, you were 96 feet.
Kalina's blessings to you, Brother God.
We're doing this every 4 feet.
Just, I dust him off. I give him a pat on the shoulder.
After that, you hear kind of a groaning sound, like, and then it goes, and it starts
Okay.
So I
to slowly
I'll
lower.
peek over the edge. That would have been anticlimactic.
Actually, wait a second. Yeah, what if we
There's
just
the-
failed that? What if he just failed with the advantage? He just falls and he just dies.
96 feet of bludgeoning damage.
No, he's gonna hang on for 96 feet.
Yeah, I got this. I got this.
Lower, faster.
Your strength wanes. You die.
All right, yeah. So you pull him back up onto the elevator. You're feeling a little shaken now, a little bit, as you realize what just happened there. The two of you had lost your footing as well. Well,
Right.
you were
Mine's
mostly
out.
fine.
Don't look so foolish now, do I?
And now it's just slowly lowering itself down. It's probably dropping.
I get a very firm grip on a chain or something, but like
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
I'm kind of like tucked in the corner.
It feels like it's dropping
On
about
the
a
edge?
foot every couple seconds.
No.
So you
Wait, is there like railings?
In the center corner.
there's no
There's no
rails.
railing.
Oh, never mind. I'm in the center. Never mind. I thought there was like a little bit of something.
Yeah, no.
Oh, jeez.
There's the ropes you could hold on to.
I parked my keister on the
And
ground.
there's the lever that was on it that released it. It basically released it from the.
Can you see the platform lowering and there's all the adventurers sitting with their cross-legged? Did we make it?
So it's basically going like this speed. It's like. Tick, 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 tick.
Why is there no railings? Why wouldn't they put railings on it?
We just stay here, gather some wood, build a railing for this thing.
Yes, that sounds responsible.
Yes.
How did nobody do this?
I have.
How do you load the stuff on if there's railings in your way?
Safety
look at
codes.
Gabe.
Safety
Not have
codes.
really.
A gate?
Look at gate. Like maybe the part where you walk in
Yeah,
doesn't
you
have a
look for a
railing.
hinge.
Hey, I'm just
Yeah.
You need to
basing.
get some
I'm just
nails.
basing like the structure of this off of every movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Stop watching National Treasure.
No, every movie I've
Star
ever
Wars.
seen. Every movie I've
Whoever
ever
designed
seen.
the Death Star designed this.
They call it Death Star for a reason, man. They don't destroy stars.
Terrible design.
No handrails in that.
Nope.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Yeah, it was rough. Terrifying. Why
so
is everything so hot?
it takes about 3 minutes, and as it gets closer to the bottom, you're starting to feel a little better. It's like 20 feet above the ground, 15 feet above the ground, 13 feet above the ground.
12.
So we maybe.
Anyway,
Do we think we need to use like the handbrake to slow down the descent?
it's not
or-
fast.
Okay.
And, it basically gets to the bottom and whether you made your dexterity checks or not, it does throw you off balance a little bit.
When it stops, I'm off it.
You just immediately get off.
I calmly get up and walk off the elevator.
Oh.
It was a little disconcerting, but it was a little spooky.
Should I send it back up?
You don't. You can't. You have to get on and then manually pull it back up.
Oh, it's terrible.
That's what he
But
said.
Or the
Yeah.
people at the
That's
top.
not like-
You saw mechanisms at the top for people to pull it up as well. But there's also mechanisms on the actual thing that there's the cord
I'm
pushing
gonna-
down. That
Oh, we
In
should have
fact-
just left Lars up there with the mechanism.
Now that we're
That's
a
where
good
Lars
idea.
is.
it could be one person, but it would take a long time with just
now
one person.
now that we're off the elevator, I'm gonna go back on the elevator. I'm gonna try and pull and see if I can actually make any. I'm just on my own with the elevator.
Just see if you can make any headway.
Just like I'm gonna just wait a second. I'm curious.
Give me a strength check.
Work out smart.
Oh, 7.
Doesn't budge.
Jeez. All right. Well,
Ooh.
You basically go to it. And you're just like.
I can't imagine how much harder it would be with 3 other individuals on here. So
Oh, 4 by the time you get back.
If we have to, I can cast Enhance ability on you when we return.
Okay.
If we have time to rest here, of course.
Nah, we'll just
because
find
I don't have
another
it
way out.
memorized.
So there should be a torch on the ground, and then you've got light on the elevator. What do we see?
Basically, it's more of the same. You've come to the bottom. You can tell that you're at the bottom of this big, long mine shaft. As you came down, you could see it definitely showed signs of being a mine shaft. You can see there was tunnels leading out all over along the way. There was platforms. Some of them have broken away. There was stairways. Some of them rotted. Some of them still intact. At the bottom, you can retrieve your torch. Obviously, it's a little damaged, having dropped 100 feet. But now that you're at the bottom, you can see it goes in several different directions. And in fact, you can even see some rails.
Does the map sort of indicate a direction we should be going?
Yes, yeah, and not the way of the rails, unfortunately.
Of course not.
Naturally.
Yeah, but you can see a rail system going off in one direction and more just some natural caverns in the other ones. So yeah, it's pretty obvious where you're supposed to go at this point. You're now at the 3rd level of the catacombs.
How long have we been traveling now?
It's probably mid-afternoon by this point.
Okay.
You're probably going to get to the 4th level if you're lucky by evening, because now you have to travel probably a couple miles in all sorts of zigzag directions before you can get to the next part where you're supposed to go down. You know what? We should have done this already. Give me a marching order as well. It's important for me to know who's keeping a lookout,
I've got the light.
who's the one that falls in all the pit traps,
I'll go.
who's the one that gets eaten by the gelatinous ooze that falls from the ceiling.
Nibs is leading the way?
Your light's right behind me, so I'm assuming it goes over my head.
Yes.
I'll go in the back, I guess.
Okay.
Just to watch.
I'm the leader now.
Are you going in the front? Nibs in the front?
Where's the gold?
Do we got? Is this?
What kind of ore is down here?
Do you have a good
Is that good
perception?
color?
You couldn't tell.
What's your passive perception?
Oh, he's out.
Oh, okay. So
Where's
it's good to have you
the
in the
camera
front.
for this?
You both good.
Just doing a marching order.
Don't worry. As
Yeah?
long as you put them straight.
As long as they're here. Okay, cool.
Cool. Anyways, oh, sorry. Now that we're down here,
Put on an angle so when he's looking at it that way, you can actually see the order.
Now that we're down here, I'll pull out my shield and my pick just to be ready. A little uneasy, but
Well, that makes me nervous. I'm gonna pull a couple of blades.
sure.
Well, we're in unpatrolled areas, right?
Yeah.
So be on your guard.
Just
You're
just
at
be
the
on
point
guard.
now
Oh,
where
I am.
sentinels come, but they don't have any regular stations. So the chance of you running into any down here is next to nothing. It's not likely. It's not impossible, but it's not likely.
Right, so with Brother Rin guiding the way. Let's keep on walking.
Okay. Sorry, give me a second.
I could also walk over front with my danger sense.
Well, that's what I was thinking too.
You're Spider-Man?
Well, I get advantage on saving throws against things that I would normally perceive, sort of thing.
Like traps, you mean?
Yeah. I can't. I mean, I'm sure if they were hidden well
I
enough,
see.
then maybe not. But
No, when the
That's
trap
what it's
triggers, if you can see it,
oh, see it happening like a split nanosecond. Like, whoo, that's what it's supposed to be. Okay. The ground
Yeah,
starts
I
shaking.
had both my iPads
giving
connected
away
to it.
but if
So
you were
it's
blinded
anytime I
or
did
it was
something on here, it
dark
would
and you
trip it
couldn't
up.
see it trigger,
Right,
then
but I got the dark vision at least. I hear a
I'll dodge
snap.
all the traps.
Yeah, you've got dark vision, so you can kind of keep a look at in the back. You're carrying a torch.
I am, yeah.
You have light on your mace or
Mace.
shield.
Mace.
On your mace.
I'm ready to attack the darkness.
So you don't have any torches or anything. So you can see it probably about, was it the light do? Is it 40 feet or 60 feet?
40.
40, and then you can see a little beyond that with your dark vision. And beyond and behind you, of course. Yeah, so you continue along your way. Are you all right over there, Colin?
Hungry.
He's in his cambos.
So you continue on your way. You're kind of in this mine-like area at this point. You can see the telltale signs of that. You can see like the wooden structures holding up what was chiseled out as it goes through all different directions. Your map doesn't tell you exactly where to go, so you have to kind of take your best guess, which means I need you to take a survival check.
Could I help him with this at all?
Not really, no.
Okay.
He's following the map.
Mm.
I'll take the map into consideration, don't worry.
16.
Okay.
Nice.
You're pretty confident that you think that you know the direction. Sometimes you come to dead ends where there shouldn't be a dead end. Whether it's a cave-in or just the map's incorrect. You're not quite sure which one it might be. but you still have a general sense of direction that you're going.
Okay.
You feel like, in fact, you've been going. You've been going all sorts of directions, but
Is there a landmark that we're sort of looking for that says like the fourth level? Level?
there's no landmark there's no like thing that says this is the fourth level.
But like we were looking for the obviously
the elevator to go down.
before. So is there some sort of barrier between us and the fourth level that we're looking for? Like it doesn't.
There's no
list a gate
official
or...
point where the third level becomes the fourth.
Okay.
But on the map, they delineate it as there's basically a set of old crypts that the temple is interested in because they want to protect those, but unfortunately their manpower is not strong enough.
Fair enough.
And so once you enter that crypt area, and you'll know because you have it goes down into it. You'll be overlooking it. The map shows a point where you kind of come out into an open cavern, which is actually one giant burial site.
Okay.
And as you lower yourself into that last area, that's technically where they delineate the fourth level.
Okay. So it should be. We think it should be.
Should be obvious
once we find it.
Assuming
Yeah,
that's
okay.
what it still looks
Fair
like,
enough.
right? Basically you're looking for that you're going to be going through some natural tunnels. You're going to come out on the edge of a large cavern that was repurposed into a mass burial ground.
Okay.
Both in, I'm not just talking like they just dumped a bunch of bodies in there. I mean like
No.
it should be lined with crypts and tombs and outcroppings. It's almost like the Temple of Kalina, but down underground kind of thing, like their own version of that.
All right.
If it's all, like I said, the way it was before.
Yep.
And so you continue traveling for a while. And
That's a good smile.
you like that smile?
There was no evil laugh to accompany it.
No.
As you come through these, you are in natural caverns now. You've left the area that looks like mines. You can definitely see that this doesn't look like it's been carved out. And it narrows down to a very small, at most 10 feet wide, at some points even 5 feet wide. And as you approach the next area, Nibs and Brother Rin, you start to notice. You all right? Okay. You start to hear sounds from up ahead, and you start to as you look around, you're starting to notice some dead bodies lying around. They look like they've been dead for a while in most cases. A couple of them are a little fresher, but they look if you stop to inspect them, they look like they have been killed. Like they're not humans necessarily. They're different various animals, and they look like they've been killed and partially devoured, like almost like scavengers have picked them apart.
They're all animals?
There's a humanoid here or there, but nothing
What's
left.
in their pockets?
There's no pockets left.
Gross.
Like what you find is sometimes half a skeleton, as you inspect them closer, you can see bite marks. You're not quite sure if anybody wants to.
I know
inspect
exactly what to do.
Something's been eating.
So you slink back to the back.
Makes you uneasy.
I'm like,
Where are you going, Dibs? So you just start to see more of these animal carcasses and bodies as you're approaching this next area of the cavern, of this underground area.
Also, I think this is the wrong
and
way.
we can hear noises like.
You're not quite sure what the noises are. It sounds like clicking.
Okay.
Coming up probably another 50 feet ahead of you. There's no light. You don't see any light coming from there, though.
Oh,
This is the wrong way.
I'll be on guard, but I'll move forward.
This is the wrong way.
Okay, you start as you move forward. You come across more and more piles of these bodies. Once again, just looking at them, you can see parts of them missing and pieces are.
Is there still like meat on them?
A little bit, not much. You can hear flies buzzing around some of them.
So are we
Some of
like
them
if
are
it's
crawling
animals
maggots.
like
Like rats,
okay
things that would live down here.
okay
You're looking at rats. You're looking at
bats.
bats. You actually see a kobold body amongst one of them. You see there's a human at one point, but it's hard to tell what it was at any point.
More
It's-
variety.
People get lost. in
This
it
thing
all the
doesn't
time.
discriminate.
Yeah, this thing. Yeah, nice. And the clicking sound is getting a little louder. And as you approach, you realize that you're not hearing one clicking sound, but you're hearing a lot of clicking sounds.
Does anybody know what makes that sound?
I'm just gonna look back over my shoulder quickly, like we're all here.
Yeah. We're all
As
here,
you look
right?
back, you notice Nibs is very short.
And not very brave.
No. No.
It's hard to see him behind Belford the Gold. So for a moment you think he's not there, but then you see him.
We're getting. I'm quiet. We're getting close to whatever it is.
Should someone scout
Good.
ahead?
Have you guys heard anything yet? Have they heard anything yet?
You can hear some of the clicking now.
Yeah.
Be my guest.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Behind you.
I'll try and
Can
get
you see
down.
in the dark?
You can see the dark.
I'll attempt a stealth.
You want to stealth forward?
I'll get a little low.
Okay, so you crouch.
That's my version of stealth. Crouch.
And we'll hold our position
You're
so
gonna
that
hold your
the
position?
light doesn't give him away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move nice and slow.
All right, give me one stealth check.
I got a 6
6 total.
total.
Is he trying to be quiet?
You see Belford the Gold.
I'm still
crouched down.
I'm still
And as he's walking, his boots are kind of like because of the way he's holding himself. His boots are actually louder than when he was normally walking.
Right.
It's just like clunk, clunk,
I've got this.
clunk, clunk,
He does not have that.
clunk. And he disappears.
Let's see what happens.
He disappears out of your light.
Oh crap.
Now, what you see is not far out of their light, the pathway that you're going opens up, and
To
you
a
can hear this. You can hear this clicking. Yeah, into not large, but a larger room-like area. And as you're coming closer, you start to see movement ahead. Just kind of
Can I?
what I
decipher
would
it is?
describe as skittering. If you continue to get closer, continue to go closer. You can't quite make out what it is from here. You're probably about just within its range.
Can we still hear him because he's not being particularly?
Yeah, he's probably about 50 feet ahead of you, but you're starting to.
50.
We should keep up-ish. Like, not too close.
Yeah,
But you got light on, so if you move up, then
we're
you light him
still
up.
going to move up a little bit. We've got 40 feet of light. We're not going to move up so far.
So you're just going to keep him just out of your light.
We're hoping that we're not like going to
Give him
suddenly
away.
light him up and give him away. But
Slow, steady.
Well, he disappears out of your vision.
I think Nibs is right. We don't want too big of a gap to get created here. So
Okay. Are you continuing?
All right.
We're following
You can
the
kind of
sounds
see
and
motion
stuff.
ahead. You're not quite sure what it is. Just you see something like dart across whatever entrance to whatever you're going into is, and something dart past.
Crap. I'm trying to figure out if this would
What
be
will
good
Belford
enough.
the Gold do?
Yeah, no. I want to go back, but
But is Belford the Gold?
I don't know. He's gonna go back.
All right.
He's gonna.
So as you guys are
back.
approaching, all of a sudden you hear getting louder,
we hold our ground then.
and then you see him come back into the light.
Yeah,
Well,
a lot of movement. It opens up, but I couldn't figure out what it was without getting even closer.
I don't think he scouted very well.
I love it. Such a good scout.
He came back with no information whatsoever.
I don't
No,
wanna-
many things.
He hits very hard. Don't criticize him.
That's fair, that's fair, that's fair.
Many things. Many.
There's many.
Many.
Things.
What are they like? Are they behind rocks? What are they behind?
Pretty dark.
Yeah, but don't you see in the dark?
Yeah, but
Maybe
where they were, I can only see so
you
far,
need,
right?
You need to go back and check again.
I think we all go. I think we all go.
I think maybe that's a good idea.
I think we should all go. You know.
Let's.
Are we going to attempt to approach stealthily? The problem is you all have light.
I can't see anything.
Yeah.
And I assume I
don't-
keep my stealth roll.
We're not. I don't think I don't think we're like. We're coming, but
We're
like
not the stealthy type, though.
we have light, so you're right. We can
It would
only
be hard
so
to
stealthy.
stealth.
Exactly. But we'll move up.
Okay.
Do you want to stay at the front?
Yeah, sure. I'll stay at the front.
Since Nibs is.
I'll show the way to this opening at least.
Nibs is covering the rear.
I can't see anything behind us.
It's only it's only about
I'm
like 20
gonna
to 30
walk
feet.
back.
If something
stab
gets
in
the
the
jump
dark.
on us from behind, we're blaming you.
As you get closer, and now you're at front, so you get to the point where you were before, so you can see beyond where the light is, and you can see some motion up ahead. And then you approach even further. You get about 40 feet out.
Are we in a cave?
You're in a tunnel right now.
Oh, it hasn't opened up yet.
Not yet. No, he saw it open up ahead,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
but he didn't go close enough to find out any more information than that.
Fair enough. Okay.
And as you get closer, about 30 or 40 feet out, you see the motion a lot clearer. And the way that they move like insects of some sort. And once you're 30 feet away, you see one of them stop at the entrance and turn and look at you. And roll initiative. It looks like a giant ant.
Giant ant.
Everybody roll your initiative.
I don't want it.
I don't want to roll my initiative.
Nice.
Well, it could be worse. It could be better.
And then make room.
You know, we really tried to be stealthy, but
You can only be so stealthy when you're carrying around torches, right?
right.
So the two of you,
This die is gonna
Ben,
go.
Lucas,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to look this way, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got you.
Avert your gaze. And you, Steve,
You said them two.
I figured you wouldn't be able to see whatever I open up to. Will you stop? Avert your gaze. You'll ruin your own surprises.
I saw 7 dragons
I do like surprises.
If you like surprises, don't look
I
this
don't
way.
like surprises.
and a pizza. That's
Have a combo.
Pizza.
Okay, surprise pizza is good.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's a loud bag, isn't it?
All right, you can look.
Ooh, fancy.
Look familiar, Jeremy?
I've seen it a few times.
Jeremy's lent us all his Dwarven Forge stuff,
There
so
you
that's
go.
what this stuff is right
Thank you for
here.
the one combo.
What the heck? Where's my save sound pad?
Huh.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys close that? And when you...
It was
Oh, no,
Steve. It was Steve.
No, never mind. It was
No,
no,
no, bad.
No, sorry, that was Josh.
no, it was the other iPad. Oh,
That
no.
was the blue one, yeah.
Where's my sounds? How did it get deleted?
Josh took Matt's iPad, started deleting tabs, all the D&D
All right,
tabs.
I can find them really fast.
And I'm like, you probably shouldn't do that. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop here.
Wow, are you really ratting him out on camera?
100%. Because he then proceeded to say, he came back in the room after he
So
left.
this is the pre-painted stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
this
said,
is,
I
this is the
just
new,
told Matt
this
that
is
you did it
the
all.
newer
Yes, I see.
Dwarvenite
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
What? What a guy.
Okay, so line up. You're coming in right there. See that one right
cool.
there?
Oh.
So line up behind it.
Yep.
This was Cavern Kickstarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old is this?
Couple years.
Oh, it's not. It doesn't have the felt. Yeah, it's not the.
It's the newer like
Oh, all right.
the other stuff we used
The
before. Is
challenge
the
for
old
me is
stuff.
to,
That stuff. I
Good
like that.
enemies
That was
and
cool.
stuff.
you're
I'll
actually
move
you're
again.
actually further back. It's like go like 30 feet, like 20 feet back.
We're
So
we're
that
20
way,
feet back.
like 4 squares back.
Um,
So as you look
We'll
in, this is
account
what
for
you can
that.
see.
That's a big ant.
A big frickin' ant.
Keep it alive and make it a mount. I'm gonna break it.
Ants like
I mean, ant night.
shush bug, shush.
All right, I got to roll on
They're gonna
initiative.
carry me away.
They're coming to take me away.
Haha.
Maybe we should wait right where we are and make them come to us.
We'll step
Just
on the door.
hold
There's all this epic cave here, and we don't go in it. We stay right here on the mat.
You do what you think would be best for you.
No, come on, we won't be that.
Okay, have you set up your
We're all
initiative?
No, anybody 0 to 5?
I got a 9.
6 to 10? 9?
you
Anybody?
got?
Anybody lower
Yeah,
than
10.
9?
What do you got?
15.
All right, so I'm
Okay,
on the bottom.
yeah. Way
I got
to
a
go,
10.
Nibs.
You two are.
You're far more efficient. I'm on 12, so
Me than you.
9, 10, 12, 15.
I rolled a 2.
you're very efficient at what you just did there. Maybe you should work the
I'll
tower.
work the tower.
Ah.
As long as Luca's gonna work the tower.
I'll never get that opportunity. Apparently,
Colin's just sitting in the corner. Why don't you work the tower?
Why is Colin-
he's got enough to do.
Yeah.
He's just sitting in the corner doing nothing.
This is supposed to speed things up.
What is he, control?
You need to grow another arm.
So what were the highest 2 initiatives?
15 and then 12.
15, 12.
Pathetic.
You rolled lower than that.
Sorry. Doesn't matter what I rolled.
Look at his goals.
Put this on top.
Does that say ants?
Ants.
All right, answer up.
Answer up. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it rolled higher. So that ant is just going to move 1 square closer,
Come at me, ant. Boop.
and when it comes closer, it spits out.
Oh, of course
this
it does.
Oh, yeah. So we can't wait here.
Did he have
Right away. There's our strategy out the window.
They just make it up now. I'm like, oh, they're going to camp, eh? Now they're all range fire ants. Yeah, you see, now that, I don't know if there's a light hitting it yet. The light's hitting it. It's actually the color that you see here, where it's like this orangish red. And the glob that it spits out is kind of this reddish orange goop.
Is it lava?
It's not white.
Lava ants.
I'll tell you in a
Fire
second.
ants.
Nothing could be more old school D&D than lava ants.
12.
That's a miss.
Lava
All right, so
anything.
you see the thing you go past you and it smacks into the wall and you hear the rock sizzle. Like immediately some of the rock turns to sludge.
Is this acid?
That's like instant death
Yeah,
for
right?
people.
Yeah.
I'll have you know that
Ants in real life
Hey,
have
I'm
acid.
people.
I'm actually at 18 AC right now.
And when you look at as
pull
soon
up my giant
as you do
magnifying
that, the two of you notice that a lot of the cavern walls look like what that
Oh, that's so
portion
cool.
looks like.
Oh, we're I told you this is the wrong way.
They spit on the walls to form
There's
their
no way
cave.
the map goes into the ant hive.
Maybe they just.
Are you
licked the
telling me
walls.
we like walked down a cave that looked something like aliens and we didn't notice? The ribbing and everything?
That's not ribbing. It looks. Now that you look at it, you can see that the way that the rock was formed is that it was burned out
Oh.
by the ant goop. The ants spit.
Don't go any further. Let me check the map.
The other ants don't seem.
I'm sure there's no queen though. We're fine.
The
no,
other
they're-
ants don't seem to respond, so we're gonna just go on beyond that.
There's no-
Oh, I get
Your
it.
tunnel is actually a little more than 5 feet wide, so you're able to get past each other without counting it as difficult terrain.
Perfect.
So Mia,
Game over,
Yeah.
man.
Oh,
Game
man.
over.
Best line ever.
I think I'm gonna move.
you should be at this point. Because what did you start 20 feet away? We said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you should be
can
like
move
25,
40.
30 feet away. So you should be able to get to that first ant. if
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
wanted
move up 5 feet away from the door, so that I can see the ant. So I guess there. I'm gonna throw one of my darts at it.
to. Oh no, another dart.
They should be throwing stars. You're like
With
a ninja.
a 18,
Yeah, that's a hit.
Am I right?
which
happy that's a hit.
does
Oh, a handful of them.
this, and then what was the thing that I could do also? I don't remember what it was, so I'll figure it out next time.
What's your path?
Which is 4 damage
4 damage total.
from the dart. Yep,
Does it explode?
It doesn't.
Ah.
Oh wait, actually, what kind of damage is it?
it's piercing.
Does it have acid for blood?
Okay, so when you toss the
This
dart.
is one of those crossbow moments.
Yep.
When you toss a dart, it embeds itself into the big ant. It doesn't go down though. It does squeal, and it looks like it tore off a good chunk of it.
Oh, this is what it was. I could add an extra 1d4 to that as a bonus action. So another 1 damage.
One
so
more
5.
damage. No,
Whatever.
one more damage.
This close.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your move action, bonus action. So you're done.
Yep.
Ren, you're up.
I'm on that ant.
Rushing through.
Okay, as you
Mace
enter.
Uh-oh.
With my light.
Yep.
Ants
How far
everywhere!
can you see? Is 40 feet?
40 feet, so,
So
8 squares.
So really, I showed you two. Yeah, throw this
Come
one
down
in.
there.
That's okay. I can see
So
them now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so put this swarm of
Oh,
ants
there's a swarm.
at that
Oh,
entrance
so now
over
you
there.
can see them.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
little ants.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
yeah. You can just kind of make out this motion along the floor,
So how are we down here?
and then there's one of these right here, just with like 8 squares of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good.
This is
One
gonna
right
be bad. Okay, well I'm gonna mace that one on the ground.
there. You mace it.
A walloping. Squish.
17.
That's a hit.
I'll say D6. 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh crap.
They do have acid for blood.
So you come down with the bludgeoning, and you smash into it.
You rolled a 40. That's 4.
What's your total?
6.
All right.
6 on a dexterity saving throw. I mean,
Pretty good.
pretty not good.
Okay, so you as your mace comes down and you squish into it, it just all the inside just splat out, and you try to get out of the way of them, but one of them smashes into you and does 7 acid damage.
Oh.
Rough.
Why do I never get hit like, hey, it does 3 damage? It's always like 29 points of damage.
It's just the dice, man.
I might-
Them's the dice.
I might be
There's
exaggerating.
those.
Do you have any bonus actions?
Anything else you can do?
Well, I hop up and down and
All right.
Ow, ow, ow,
You're
ow.
up. Fully rolled.
Okay.
Oh, remove the ant instead.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay, good.
And the ground is sizzling where it was, but it doesn't look too dangerous to step over.
How much damage did you do again?
6.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All I'm really gonna do on my turn is I'm gonna run up to the wall in front of the entrance, like right beside Mia. And go over one more to the right if I can,
You killed me.
and then just kind of like go up against the wall, and like if anything comes down, I'm gonna give it the pick.
What is it? You're dead.
Poor Ren. Always left alone.
I can't do anything. I can't get to anything. Everything's so far away. Okay, how about this? Actually, no. I'm gonna stand beside Ren. This is actually a better idea. I'm gonna stand beside Ren. Now that I think about it, and I already have my pick out already. So anything that gets near me, I'm gonna try and
So you're ready in
Ready
action.
and action.
ready in action to
There you
That
attack
you're
my
going to attack
pick
with your pick.
if it gets in my threat zone.
If an ant gets within your threat zone, or
Anything,
anything
any hostile enemy that looks like it's about to
that you
attack
think
us.
is hostile.
Yes.
Okay, noted.
I'm pretty hostile.
I know. I'm like, this is pretty hostile. Okay.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to take a dash. Give one of them long-range dagger throws.
Throw it through the legs of Brother Rin.
Yeah.
Whew.
14.
It's a hit.
No, nice.
Noise.
So
I can find a D4. 4. 5.
I hate D4 so much.
Every D4 today has rolled a 1.
Not mine.
You got a 4.
Yeah,
Yours
well,
rolled
I-
a 7
I
somehow.
want to draw my other dagger.
There may
Yeah.
have been 2 of them. That's right. You got a 7 damage on a 2d4.
That's it for me.
Sorry, I had to give that mechanic away just so he knows how bad that was.
Ants.
Okay, ants.
Ants. Okay. Move me. No, the one that's closest up to Rin.
Or further gold gets you.
May I be able to?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What today?
So as it gets nearby, I'll give it a poking.
Give it a 1-2.
Picks.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice! The critical.
half or critical too.
It's going to splash us both now.
So that's that's 2d8 damage. Oh, it'll be 3d8, so I'll reroll one of these. So we got 8 plus, so 11 plus 5 for 16 damage.
Yep.
That's that. What
16.
kind of, is that piercing?
That's piercing.
Okay.
damage. 60. Right in the head of it. Ugh. It's still stuck on the pick.
Well, that
So
would be
you,
better than the
so
bludgeon
you bring,
that
you bring
splatters
the
everything.
war pick down, and it just pierces right through it. The whole thing's, and then it just kind of, you just wiggle it and it stops. And you pull it out, and the edge of your pick, you can see a little bit of sizzling on it. It's not damaging it, thankfully.
It's magical.
Whoa.
Leave my really well forged pick
But
alone.
they're, yeah, these aren't ants that destroy your armor and your weapons. But you do see, like, there's leftover stuff on the edge of the pick.
Ah!
But it doesn't splatter all over you.
Puny bug. It's okay. I got. Now, would danger sense work against the dexterity save against the acid? Nice. Cool.
Is that?
So I get advantage on dexterity saving throw against effects that I can see.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I have to be able to. If I'm blinded, I can't.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Are you done?
I'm done. That's fine. Well, that's your turn.
It's still your
It's your
turn.
turn.
Oh, right. I was thrown off by somebody destroying the ants on their own turn. Okay, this ant is just going to move up 2 squares, and it spits at Wilfried the Gold.
Ah! Shield up.
17.
That's a miss because of the raspy berry.
Yeah.
I get
Oh, nice.
AC from my con.
Yes.
Yeah.
Raspberry saved you.
the raspy berry.
Yeah.
Go Goliath.
Raspberry.
It's a raspy berry. If you ate a regular raspberry, it would not help your constitution. The other
debatable.
one's going to move up. Just hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, get it 5 squares away from Rin.
He's not shooting at me anymore.
And it spits at Rin. 15.
It's okay. You got a million AC.
All right, then we
shield.
got that swarm.
I wish I did have that.
No, actually, we don't have
matter.
that swarm.
Wouldn't matter.
The swarm is a different initiative. I forgot to roll it.
Million and one.
What's the lowest? Nibs, what was your initiative?
9.
All right, this is going underneath that.
Okay.
I won't go back and do their turn. I'll just leave the swarm there.
Well, if they're going
Mia,
after.
you're up.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
they would have gone already, but it's
Yeah,
fine. It's really not a big deal.
Mia, you're up.
Not
I
yet,
am-
actually.
No, it's just swarm.
Not yet. Something else coming in too.
Yeah, another ant comes in just into your 8 feet of viewing.
More
Moves up, and then it dashes 3 more squares forward. And that's all you see so far.
Okay.
You
cool.
you can audibly hear skittering coming from all directions. You don't think it's just these 3.
We stay in the doorway. We can just farm for a bit.
You mean if
Yeah.
we stand in the doorway?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay. I'm moving up. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna throw a pick or a dart. Sorry, at
The new boy?
the one that's out of range from spitting at us.
What's your short range?
Which is
for
a
those?
10.
Point.
Oh, that would be at disadvantage
Yeah, I was going to
anyway.
say, you need to get within 4 squares if you don't
So
want
I would need,
disadvantage.
it would be
you want to
60
move up to
without
get within 4
disadvantage.
squares?
No, I'm gonna get.
One
I'm
more
gonna
square, you're within 4
no,
squares.
I'm gonna stay here.
You can get closer.
Okay, so same 10 still.
10 is a miss.
Okay.
Anything else you want to
Dodges
do?
away.
Nope. Rin.
No, I can.
Okay, what's the plan here? Are we holding our ground, or are we? Before I run off into the room.
I'm gonna keep going forward.
We don't get any bonuses from
Lining up.
lining up
No, you're not
anymore.
Lars.
So
So
I just thought it'd be good to.
You intend to run forward, right?
Yeah.
Always gotta keep the momentum going.
Is anybody proficient in nature?
I am not.
Nope.
Thought I was.
Do we
I'm
have to
wrong.
find like the anthill?
I don't know anything. You're not proficient in nature. You know nothing about giant ants.
Yeah, no.
You know.
I'm
Bugs
gonna
to
bring
go.
the hammer down.
Bring the hammer down.
Well, the mace.
Hey.
No, I don't.
Hey, it definitely steps out of the way as you try to hit it with the mace.
Well, yeah, but no.
Fair gold.
Screaming terror.
All right. So I'm gonna run up beside Ren and show him how it's done.
Yes,
I'm
please.
I'm gonna go up to that ant that he attempted to attack, I don't want to recklessly attack it. It's kind of like
So you're not raged yet, right?
No, I'm not raged yet. Not yet.
You don't seem angry enough yet. There's-
Can you reckless when you're not raged?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm pretty sure I can. We'll see. Starting at second level, when you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Cool.
It's not an angry thing. It's more just like throwing your defense.
And just kind of like winding up my right arm with the pick. I'm trying to pin it to the ground. I got a plus.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got a hit.
You got a yes.
You got a yes.
Okay, this is gonna be. Well, sorry, 8 piercing damage.
Okay, you take it out, one swipe. You come up, just recklessly, bam!
Kept him to the ground.
Yeah, you actually pin your pick a little to the ground. You gotta like spend.
Any more movement?
You spend half a
Anything
second
else?
pulling it back out.
I'm happy there.
Right. I'm going to hide right there. 12. Oh, sorry, 18.
18? Oh, yeah.
Jeez, that was like
Draw
25.
my
I got a 25 to
crossbow.
hit there.
And take a shot at that one.
With advantage because I can't see you.
23.
That's a hit.
I can do math. 6, 12, 13.
That's
plus
piercing?
4, yeah. It's dead.
Yeah. Okay. So it just enters the front and it exits its anus.
Oh,
Nice.
gross.
That poor.
You cut it into digestive tract.
And then I'm just going to move on. To
This
the
one's
further.
more efficient.
Moves very quickly.
Swarms are up.
Swarms are up. All right. Move that swarm. Hold on. Move it 4 squares towards Mia. Doesn't get there?
No.
Yep.
All right. One more square then. It enters your space
As it enters my space, I can make a reaction attack on it
with your staff.
with my staff, and I can also make a free unarmed strike after that on it. So yeah, that's
All as part of your
17, and then it adds, because it lands a 16. So
They both hit.
yeah, they both hit, doing
Oh, wow.
so 9 plus 6, so 15.
So 9 and 6.
9 and 6, yeah, 15 damage.
Like that staff and then foot.
Okay.
Or
so as they
half-
come
or
towards
half
you,
that
you
from
see
bludgeoning.
as they enter the more of the light, you can see it's just a swarm of little red, yellow, or red and orange ants.
Yeah.
And so you just start to whack them with your staff as much as you can, and you can see them just kind of going flying. But you feel very like this is not what I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm only killing half of them, maybe.
Yeah, you're just like, no, this doesn't feel like this is the best way to do this. Somebody get me a book. But yeah, and then they start to swarm up your legs and on your staff as you're swinging it.
Yep.
But they don't start to bite yet.
Okay.
It's your turn. You're still on the swarms.
What's that?
You're on the swarm still.
Swarms are done.
It dashed to get
Dashed.
to me.
dashed?
It moved and dashed. Yeah,
That's
no, I
what
know.
ants.
I know what was that. Move that ant next to Rin.
Oh, sorry, Ren.
It's okay.
Critical!
Yeah, there's your million AC.
Of course.
Why do I only crit against you?
I have nothing to say.
Raise Kalina. Raise Kalina.
What's the symbol? Like, what's the hand symbol for Kalina? Is there one?
Is there one?
There's not a hand symbol. She just has an owl, like an owl face.
It's just this.
It's a heart.
It's safer.
That's not far off the McDonald's.
So you got
those
critically
golden
hit. You
arches.
feel it snag onto your ankle and rip out a piece. 4 damage.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I rolled double 1.
Jeez.
Watch out for the 2d4 damage.
All right, Mia.
I'm not done yet. Hold your horses there, young man.
Nay.
I crave those delicious, succulent golden arches.
Okay, so we'll put another one right there. Actually, sorry, it's coming right out of here. Put one right there. And then another one at the other entrance over there
Okay. Nice.
as it enters your sight.
So the way I usually like to play before the gold is he'll rage when he fights an opponent he's familiar with. Like, it's always good fun to fight against humanoids. He always loves that kind of fight. But when he's fighting things like this, he's just like,
Wow.
they're just bugs.
They're just ants. Mia.
Not something big.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna make those same 2 attacks. So quarterstaff, yeah, that's a 24, and then a free unarmed strike, which is a 13.
13 is a hit. Oh,
Okay.
wait, I guess a swarm. Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay, so
Tell me the
that's-
damages individually.
Okay, the quarterstaff is 9, and then the unarmed strike is 7.
Okay, so you just keep kind of trying to push them off. Your unarmed strike is really just going
Yep.
and just pushing them
Brushing
off
them
and
off.
smacking them with your staff and The staff attack is actually going like this to wave
Just
them off your
shaking them
staff.
off me. Just trying to.
He just has you
Yep.
definitely are killing a bunch of little ants. There seems to be less of them swarming around you, but there's still lots of them. And by little, I mean like, they're this big.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna move away from them. They can attack me, but
Will provoke an opportunity attack.
yep.
Yeah, that's 22.
Okay.
Okay. But they're a little less effective now that you've killed so many of them. So they do 4 damage, 4 piercing damage. So you feel all these little bites all over you as you're kicking them away and moving away from them.
Yep.
Rin.
I will toll the dead on the swarm.
Okay. And that's what kind of save again?
Wisdom save.
That's what does it matter what it is? I rolled a 5.
Okay.
-2, so 3.
3.
3 damage.
3.
You see a few of the ants just all of a sudden stop and go. Just stop as you toll. Oh, is it a bonus action?
Yeah.
Is it a bonus action attack?
No, toll the dead is an action. I do have a bonus action. I have some spells I could cast, but I think I'm gonna hold off for now.
Luca.
It's my go. All right.
Wilfrid the Gold.
Oh, I just kind of keep I guess I'm just gonna go to the nearest ant and just give it a poke, like the one right beside Rin. That one's taking no damage, correct?
That's right.
All right. So I'm gonna recklessly attack that one and try and come in from the side and get him. And we get +7. We got 24.
That's a hit.
And it's gonna be 11 damage, piercing.
Yep. You just come to the next one. So you're just like going from giant ant. You're just like ant. Just one shot at each of them.
Nice.
Anything else? Am I moving more?
That's.
As you pick up your pick, you can see it's like sizzling from all the ant guts. that
but
you
it looks
have on.
fine.
The dwarven runes on the pick read Ant.
Ant Slayer.
Antbane.
Ant-Bane. You
That's
still have
fine.
more movement left over. You only moved one of your 6 squares.
I'm gonna go. I'll go up beside that pillar over here. Yeah, right there.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna go. I guess. Let's see where I go. Alright, we're just gonna move to here. Take a shot at that ant.
With your crossbow.
I hit.
Yep.
It's dead.
Jeez.
I don't think you get
How
that.
do you roll in so many dice?
Sneak attack, range attack.
And what's
He
the
has
second
2d6
die?
now.
Yeah.
There only has to, but there's no
Oh.
one beside it.
That's,
Oh, it's a range attack.
now he's higher level. He also gets it if there's nobody beside him.
No, I've played melee.
Well, then why are you getting the extra?
Any range attack, no?
Not any range attack.
It's
You have to have advantage still, I think.
You have to have advantage, or there has to be someone
Oh.
beside the target. Like back here, you hid.
Well, even with that
Well,
D8,
the
he's dead.
D6
It's still
are
a
the
3, it's
same.
still dead.
Yeah.
why is it? What's the 3 from?
It's just the
Oh, when you
D8.
hit it, you're right. When you
Yeah, the D8 alone kills it.
Yeah, it's
No, it's
dead.
11.
But you didn't need your sneak attack. You rolled
Yeah.
an 8 on the D8
'Cause
plus whatever.
I couldn't have hid over here, right?
Sure.
'Cause you could have seen.
But you can hide, and only certain people cannot see you, as long as you target something that can't see you.
Oh,
Right.
I thought
If it was a
all
bunch
targets
of
had to have no
well,
see
if it was a bunch of humans, they might call out your position, but these are ants, right?
Okay,
They
I'll
don't-
continue moving over there, and then I'll hide them.
Yeah,
love
they're
to
just
see
kind of
tactical
telekinetic.
ants.
Bonus
19.
action. 19. Okay, so yeah, that one back there can see
See me,
you.
but
And the other ones.
swarms will be hidden. Is this thing more 11 hit points?
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, once again, you just straight through it, and it just kind of explodes. These all seem, as much as they're big ants, like they haven't been very hard to squish. Like they're crunching, almost as satisfyingly easy as a small ant would be. So they don't seem to be providing much of a threat to you. Who's next?
Swarm.
Okay, the swarms.
I'm misrolling my D12.
No, they're gonna follow. They're gonna follow Mia. So they go back into her square.
Yep.
Do you get your free
tasty.
attack against them?
No, I use my bonus action to get that.
It's not a bonus action. It's a
It's not.
reaction.
You
It's
get
a reaction
as a
to
reaction.
use
you
Oh,
get
it's a reaction. Right. Yeah, so I do.
Pole arm.
Oh, crit. Yeah, 11 damage.
Okay, you finished them off. As they're swarming towards you, you're just like, ah! Bam, 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 bam! And what's left, there's not enough ants left to be any nuisance to you.
Cool.
Okay, so then we got the ants. So this ant is going to move up 4 squares away from Brother Rin. And then spits.
Critical.
12. Not a critical.
12 does not hit.
Not a critical.
Critical.
The other one's going to move up 4 squares away from Bulford.
There's nothing
Oh,
there.
there's nothing there. It's dead. Okay, no other ants approach.
All right, Mia.
Nice.
It's just this one last ant that you can see. You can still hear noises coming from off, but you hear less of them. Like, you're not sure if they're retreating or if they're stopping, whatever's
Okay,
happening.
I'm gonna run over to here, and as I do it, I'm gonna throw another dart and use a bonus action to add an extra damage if it hits. So that's 14,
It's a hit.
which does
2d4 damage.
Plus
Yep.
your dexterity.
4.
plus 3.
So 7.
7?
That's not terrible.
So
Seven
as you,
piercing damage.
as you kind of jump over and you toss the dart, it goes through and the ant just flips over and dies.
Nice.
Oh well, this one.
Yeah, it's dead. 7 damage killed it.
There's nothing else here.
There isn't.
Rin, you're up.
I just cry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm burned.
Well, if there's nothing else here, I
If
wanna
there's nothing
collect
here,
those
I'm just going to
darts.
stand my ground for a moment and wait and see if anything else
Yeah.
comes.
Fill the gold.
So
And
you're
if
gonna
something does,
dodge
no,
action?
I'm going to ready my Toll the Dead. So if something does come into the light, it's getting the toll.
You can still hear skittering from beyond these entryways.
All right, my turn. I look back and forth. Where's D6? On a 4 up, I'm gonna go towards Matthew. I do. So I run in that direction. My normal move distance.
As you move, you can hear it. There is more sounds coming from that direction.
All right, I'm gonna already in action in case something actually comes out of that tunnel in my threatening zone that's hostile. I'll attack with a pick.
Anything that you think is hostile, you'll attack with the pick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move and then dash to here.
Okay, as you go around that corner, you can't see anything because it's in pitch black.
Oh, that's terrible.
The light doesn't bend around there.
Well,
Do you want to fight item interaction, pull out a torch and light it?
no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. I'll let you know.
I don't want
Okay, So you pull out a torch, and when you light it up, in that little area, you see clusters of eggs. And some of them are translucent, and you can kind of see things moving around
You
inside
just
of
about leave the torch.
it. So you just drop the torch there?
Yeah.
They're not really super flammable or anything, but wherever it lands, it kills the eggs that it touches.
Nice.
But
Alright.
the rest are all still there.
What if you just did a whole kind of like burn?
And as you do that, and you can hear like the splattering a couple eggs, you think, and you don't know if it's your imagination, you hear a shriek coming from back around the corner.
Ooh, here comes the queen. So if I use my item direction to use a torch, can I still draw a weapon?
No.
With an action. I have an action left.
No, that was your free item interaction.
No, I have an
Like
action
as a
left.
standard
As an
action.
can I use pull a weapon?
Yeah, as an action you can.
I'll draw a short sword.
Okay. So you got a short sword and a dagger out right now?
No, short sword and that's it.
Oh, because you had thrown your daggers. Got it. So you got your short sword out, and you've dropped a torch right there. Nice. Skip the swarms and the ants. Mia?
Oh man, I'm gonna do the same as Bullfruitigold. I guess I'll move down to this doorway and do the same thing, just ready in case something
You
comes.
don't have a
within.
torch or anything, right?
I did have a torch. I don't know
still
what
carrying
happened to it. I must have probably dropped it. Yeah.
If you were using, because your staff is at 2 hands,
Yeah.
so you would have had to drop your torch.
Yeah, I would have had to.
Maybe we should go in the same direction.
Yeah, I thought we wanted to maybe hold this room off, but that's a good idea. I don't.
see what you're
You're right.
saying. I see
You're
what
right.
you're
can't see
You're
that way.
right.
It's
I don't
all
want to
dark.
explore there. If I can't see, I'll
And
just
that
come
way, you
up
can't see
over.
that way either.
Well, he's got the lighter.
Bull
right
Fruit-
here.
light
Bullfruitigold.
here.
Bullfruit. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
light.
he's
There's
good.
light in the room, and
Yeah, this room's
other
up. You
people
can see
are
a
there.
little bit
Yeah,
down
I'll
there.
just.
Stick near that.
I'll hang back.
Rin?
Already because I'm readying
Can I
already
get
a
up
dart.
beside Bullfruitigold? Yep, that's good. And I will again ready. I'll
the
ready
Dead?
Toll the Dead. Yeah.
Good.
If we suddenly get rushed by ants.
Okay, I'll move into that room. That is, yep, right there. As my movement.
Well, is there anything here?
Yes. So as you come into this room, you see, with your dark vision, so everything's just in grayscale.
Right.
But you think you can see clusters of eggs
Mm.
as you look in there as well. And sitting on top of one of the eggs is a larger looking ant. Oh, we gotta find a spot for it. Right there.
Now, do I have enough movement to approach that, or is it too far away?
Oh, you've already moved 3 squares, so you can move 3 more.
Well, 3, give me
You
that.
won't be next to it, but
Okay, I'll walk up to it, and then I'll sit down. I'll ready. And if it gets close to me, I'll attack it.
okay.
But I'm just going to twirl.
It looks like it's in some sort of defensive position right now, and it's on top of a cluster of eggs.
I'll twirl my
But
war
it's
pick.
me. I want to grab that torch off the floor and start just putting on all the eggs. Are they burning?
Okay. So as you reach down, you do start to, as you pick up the torch, you notice there's a bunch of ants on the torch, and you quickly shake them off, and you realize that a couple of the eggs there's little ants coming out of them. So you quickly burn before any of them have a chance to coalesce into a large enough swarm to be of. But it'll take your whole turn.
Yep. Is there anything else? That room's done. I burned them all out then.
Yeah, there's nothing else in there.
Okay.
Well, not a quick inspection. It looks as you're burning the eggs, you realize that the eggs are all on top of corpses, like they've been planted
gross.
on top of the corpses. But you've used all your action stuff, so you won't be able to like root through those corpses right now if that's what you wanted to do.
No, let's stay here.
They're all rotting, and the eggs are like planted in them.
But like everything here is definitely dead.
Looks like it.
Okay, I'm a hero. Ants are up. Oh, sorry, swarms up.
Swarms are up. Okay. Well, you see the big giant ant kind of sitting there, and all of a sudden, next to it, like it pokes a couple of the eggs,
Oh, jeez.
and swarms of little ants start to coalesce out of them, and one of the swarms moves on top of you. Now you had your action ready,
Yeah.
so go ahead and make
I'm
an
gonna
attack.
try and attack the swarms as they approach me. I'll attack recklessly. Can I do that as a reaction? Yeah. Huh.
Does it say the first time you make an attack action?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. You can
What does it say? The first time what? Just
first
read.
on. It's only on your turn. Yep.
So yeah, you got a crit, but we can't take that. So just
Yeah.
roll
I'll
again.
just roll.
Roll again.
I was gonna say on a 4-up, it's a crit. I got a hit anyways.
That's a hit.
Okay. So that's D8 now. Boop. 10 damage, piercing.
10 damage piercing.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just kind of like poking them as they come. You don't feel very effective, but you do kill a bunch of the little ants. And then they start to bite and claw their way all over you. Done. 8.
9. Okay,
No,
nah.
8. Well, actually, no, it was a 9. It was plus.
Number
Why is
humor,
we're further
the
Oh, plus 2
best.
is plus 3. It actually is 9. You're right. 9.
How do I know?
All right. That does no damage. And no swarms pop out of the eggs that you
Okay.
just bought, because they were going to, just to FYI.
Mia.
Oh, no. Ants.
Ants.
What's
That was the
ants?
swarm.
That was the swarms.
Swarm.
All right, so this
I mean,
big ant
ants.
kind of rears back, and you can see it just hold it. It tenses up its torso, and all of a sudden, this big glob comes at you.
It's
17.
That's a miss.
Oh, is that Constitution saving you?
Yeah.
What's your AC now?
18
18?
with the shield up and the
Oh,
con.
jeez.
Yeah.
Those raspy berries are awesome,
Raspberries.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's its turn. But
But
those are dead.
actually, it's a good way to count. I'll see if I have more. Oh, I only have one more over here.
I guess that's all there is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whatever. If you find it, stick it in your little
there's a
pile.
big one.
Oh, okay, I'll take the big one. Thank you.
Here's about it.
Thank you for finding that.
Wait,
Another
what's
one
it?
skitters
Great
around
job.
the corner and comes behind you, Balford.
Can I
Whoa.
hit it with my ready Toll the Dead as
Yeah,
it skitters
yeah, sure.
past? So it
Oh, one more
can,
there.
it can make a saving throw.
And this is a wisdom.
Wisdom DC is 15.
I got 17.
Yeah.
So it
Pardon me,
passes.
not 15. That was 14. But
But still, I
doesn't
rolled
matter.
17.
Doesn't matter.
Roll a
That's a
natural
wise
17.
edge.
And then it attacks Balford the Gold. 14. Not
nice
enough to
having
get
high
through your
AC.
raspy berry constitution.
It's weird.
Okay, now it's Mia's
I don't
turn.
know what that's like.
Now it's my turn.
I
Yeah.
never
Oh, I
figured
readied.
it out.
I readied a dart on that thing too.
Oh, sure.
In
Toss
case,
your
so
dart,
I'll
toss
just
your dart.
quickly do that, which is 19 plus, so it hits. Doing 6
Oh, almost.
piercing,
Almost killed it.
which makes me feel like I probably want to run up and try to finish it off.
Yeah, you can see the darts kind of sticking out its back, and it's
Yeah.
limping after that hit.
Yeah. So
I'm going to move up and flank it.
I'm gonna run up and not flank it. I'm gonna stay 5 feet away so I can just do another dart because I don't.
You mean 10 feet away?
Or 10 feet away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. 15.
That's a hit. That's
Okay.
dead. I only had 1 hit point left.
Yeah, and then I would. Okay.
It's fine.
Any
It's
other
dead.
movement?
You have more movement. You have like
more.
more than 4.
Like 2.
She moves 8 squares.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I don't have vision, so I'll just stick around here.
All right,
Play
Ren.
it safe for
All
me.
right, move me in front of Maya there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get in front.
And can I see the swarm?
Yep.
Okay, I will toll the swarm.
Thanks
Make
to
him
your
dead.
light.
Make him dead.
So now light comes flowing in. I failed that save. Light comes flowing into the cavern where you are, and now you can
Nice.
see the color, the red and the orange.
11
Yeah.
necrotic.
Oh, it doesn't kill it, but you see a lot. As you're fighting them off, all of a sudden a lot of them just drop off. Just they lose their pigment and just drop to the ground. As you hear a boom, you hear the bell off in the distance.
All right, now that I'm done worrying about that, I look up at the big ant. This is my turn.
There's still a
still-
swarm of
there's
ants
still
all
one
over you,
ant.
but
I'm gonna, now that I brush off whatever I can. I'll move away and I'll take the opportunity attack.
17.
Oh, look at that.
Saved by the raspberries.
That's the third time.
Don't I get advantage?
I didn't recklessly attack.
Oh, you didn't?
Nope.
No,
I can
if
only
you couldn't.
do it on my turn. So, as I charge
really
up,
wanted to
trying
get hurt?
I try and get this bigger ant. I recklessly attack it. I got a 21.
That's
no,
a hit.
22.
It's a hit.
Nice.
Oh, that's only 6 damage.
6 damage does not kill it.
Stupid ones.
Anything else?
That is it for my turn.
Not raging or anything? Not angry yet?
No, I've been hit. These things are a joke.
Yeah, they are kind
I
of,
know.
aren't they?
Yeah. For now.
Piece of cake.
Don't ever say that to
Go
the
around
DM.
For
here.
now.
Can I see
Your counter's a joke.
the,
Well, this is
way
a
too-
joke.
you can't
This
see
is
that
way
swarm.
too easy.
All right, so we're just gonna
Throw that by a
go
dragon.
dash.
And then the
1,
dragon
2, 3,
showed up.
4. Now you're next to them.
Give him a stab.
Oh, that was a bonus action dash. That's right.
Oh wait, I can still move to here, right?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Stabby stab?
10.
No.
Okay.
No. Close, but no.
I mean,
You just
I
like,
mean,
why am I using the sword against swarms? I should just step on them.
I'll dive head first then. That is swarm.
Swarm?
Might be swarm.
All right, well, now they come at you. So just put it on your same base. 17.
Yep.
I keep rolling 17s exactly.
So I want to hear.
Yeah, there's not very many of them, but so there's kind of just a few that might bite at you. Take 3 piercing damage. No biggie.
Okay, ants.
All right, that huge ant rears up at you, Belfred the Gold, and rolls a natural 1.
Oh.
You're okay.
I'm okay. It's just all part of the momentum, just kind of dodging out of the attack, just ready to give him again next time.
That's
Anything
the only
else?
one that you see right now.
Mia.
Okay, I'm gonna move and I'm gonna just kind of come over here. And with the light, is there anything that I can see down this hallway?
We'll
As
go
I'm coming
8
over there?
squares from you, so. yeah.
Okay, then I'll just keep moving that way.
You can get to it.
Over to it.
Okay,
And-
you can't see it. It's dark.
Yeah, I would just see that, so I'm
But you
gonna.
think you can hear sounds coming from that
I can definitely hear stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess I'll attack it with a quarterstaff, which is a 10.
It's a miss.
Okay.
You're going to punch it for free?
I can't if I don't land that. I don't think. I can? Oh,
You just
okay.
don't get the extra one.
All right.
No, if you
I
take
can.
The third
Oh,
one's a key.
okay. Well, the
Oh, the
unarmed.
key one.
All right. Then the second unarmed strike would be a key one. But yeah, 23
It's a hit.
for that. So that's just a 5.
5 damage. All right, you land. You miss with the quarterstaff, but you can feel it
Punch it.
crunch as you punch in with your hand.
Cool.
Doesn't kill it though.
Nope. But it does raise my AC.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Are you going to key to kill it?
I'm gonna move down right behind Mia with my light, and I'll toll the dead on the
As the
ant.
light spills in. Oh, sorry. There's another big one sitting on top of a clutch of eggs.
Mm.
And you're told
Does it
one
look
that-
bigger than the other ones?
It looks like it looks bigger than the ones you've been fighting. Haven't seen the one that Belfred the Gold is fighting? Has your character seen that one?
I don't. think
Not
so.
really. Not really.
I don't think I got
Yeah,
a
it
look
looks
at
as you see it, you can kind of just see it. It looks bigger.
It looks like it's about 32 mil base.
as opposed to it.
Looks slightly bigger. It's not a large
I'm
creature
gonna toll the one that
that Mia's fighting.
Mia wounded.
I failed.
Failed. So
Just don't roll a 1.
Nice.
4.
Boom! It dies. And thankfully, just like that.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Buffalo to gold.
All right. Well, I'm tangling with this larger ant, so I'll keep recklessly attacking until it dies. That's all I know. That's all I know. We got a 22,
That's a hit.
and it's gonna be 7 damage.
That kills it. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh. Do I
And
get the
you get-
advantage?
Well,
Does it
yeah.
make
It's
sense?
against. This is against.
Oh, 9.
Nope. Okay. So as you bring down the war pick on it, it crushes into it and it just spurts out its innards. And you try to get out of the way in time. Your keen senses don't quite set you off because you've already killed so many of these ants and
Right.
it's never happened. And you take 6 acid damage as it sprays all over you.
Did you do any movements or?
6, you said?
Yes.
Gotcha.
You done?
As you turn around, you can see Nibs is currently fighting off some small ants crawling all over him.
I'll move up to Nibs and pretend like
So you start to help.
as much as I can.
Hey, I'm
With
gonna
my
attack the things that fighting me. I
Nice.
hit them. 16 piercing.
Nice. Now you got them all.
Nice.
So it's like all of a sudden you feel yourself go into like a supernatural speed, and you just manage
Also, I'm
to.
bleeding.
Yeah, you're like,
Just
ow,
dodge
ow,
those
ow,
mushrooms.
ow. Yeah, and some of them didn't actually like do damage to you, but you can see like the itchy rashes and stuff where they
Oh, I
all
got
are
the
biting,
itch.
like little bits of acid.
I'm allergic.
Because as you look at them, each bite,
Who's got the EpiPen?
each of the little bites, you can see that wherever they bit is just swelling up. Nothing dangerous, but just itchy. Like bonus action itch, itch till it bleeds. Hashtag itch till it bleeds. You still have your movement
Oh yeah.
and your bonus action.
Whoa. Wait, no. I'm gonna move over here and start burning the stuff.
Can you see? There's no light in there.
I'm holding a torch.
Oh yeah, you got.
Yeah, he's got his torch. He's got a torch and a short sword. So he's like partially burning them off. And partially
I'll be the hero again.
I forgot about the sacks.
So you're just gonna use, we'll say, use your bonus action and item interactions to start burning the egg hatch. Okay, so those ones are destroyed then.
Alrighty. That means swarms up. And you got no swarms, you got ants.
Oh, we got swarms.
Oh, there'll be swarms.
Yeah.
Swarms?
Oh yeah, it's just the classic.
There will be
think-
swarms.
Just come right on over to me
Yeah, why don't you take your free attack?
as a reaction.
Unless you
Before
don't-
that, do the acid spit attacks? They don't count as a missile, right?
No.
No. Okay. So
It's
yeah.
just
Then yes.
throw
Then
back at
yes.
them.
Well, yeah. I thought maybe I could use my staff to like knock
back
some of it back.
You can
I
catch
don't know.
missiles. You
You can try that.
Yeah.
Then you get it in your eyes.
Ranged attacks, it says, but
Oh, I made it worse.
specifically says missiles. I can also just for free reduce it by 1d10 plus dex
No, they-
plus my level, but
it's
that's
more-
it has to be like an
It's
arrow,
more like
a dart,
it's exploding all
a
around
rock,
the
something
ants.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
So far, there's only been one person around the ants.
Yeah.
I think
So
that's safe.
okay. Yeah. So reaction.
a
Yeah.
hit.
19. I will. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna add anything
already 10 after
but
two.
the free bonus
Oh, wow.
action. So that. Oh wait, no. Wow, what am I doing? That actually the bonus attack would not, but the the quarterstaff would do 4 damage.
I don't know if you can bonus
I'm-
attack off of
yeah,
that,
I
can
don't-
you? Because you're reacting.
Yeah, but then you can add to any attack. Anytime you attack.
When you take the attack action, you gotta take the attack action. Yeah, so when you're doing the reaction for your staff, with your polar mastery,
Yeah.
you're not getting the second attack that polar mastery also gives you. That's only when you take the attack action. You guys have a bonus action to do the hit the other
Okay.
staff. Yeah.
Okay, so no damage.
still hit
with
with
I gotta look at the exact wording, but I was
It'll
pretty sure
do
that I
nothing for your
could.
class because you're on upstrike.
I was wondering about that. I was
Ignore
gonna
that
look
part
it
of
up
that.
afterwards, but okay. All right, so then they start to bite at you. 15.
No.
Nice.
Okay, so they failed to do any damage as you push them off.
What do you see? Are you 16?
Yeah.
And then the big ant right there, you see it kind of flex and it shoots out a big glob at you.
Oh, he's flexing.
18.
Oh jeez, thank goodness. Wasn't me.
Keep getting 18s against everybody but you, Luke. It's only 17s for you. This one smashes into you, and you can feel it just burst across several parts of your body, a bit on your arm, a bit on your chest, burning through some of your clothes and your leg. You take 10 acid damage.
Okay.
How are we for hit points?
I'm at 35.
You haven't been hit yet.
I did. I had nothing.
Mr. Constitution, Mr. Raspy
I was
Berry.
at 41 health.
That's me. Yeah, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna attack the swarm that's on me.
Okay.
So regular attack with the quarterstaff, which
That's
is
a hit.
total 20, and then I will expend a key to get 2 unarmed strikes. One is a 9, one's like a 23. So
The one hit, so on
yeah,
the other one misses.
and that's gonna be 13
I need individual.
bludgeoning,
I need individual.
8 and 5.
8 and 5.
Right, because it gets halved and then rounded down.
Right, so
Yeah.
if they're both odd,
Exactly.
you actually lose more.
Yep. But landing that attack.
Okay, yeah, you're swatting off some ants.
Yep.
They're not all dead, though.
Okay.
Do you want to move at all?
Because they're in my space, do I need to move out of the way for people to get through me?
Technically, yeah.
Okay, then. I
Although,
will.
they're a
They can
medium.
just fill anyone's space,
Yeah, they're
right?
tiny, but the creature is still counted as being medium.
Okay, if I don't have to move, then I don't want
I
to.
think. Hold on one second. Let me read that. Swarms. They can occupy another creature's space and vice versa, and the swarm can move through any opening. The swarm can.
Yeah, so we could move through
If it says and vice versa, then
Yeah, so
and
you can
we're
move through.
already
You'll provoke
moving
an
for each
opportunity
other's.
attack, but
okay.
Yeah, if we leave its reach, it can.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it probably only has one reaction, so if we. someone
Normal
triggers
things
it.
have only one reaction.
That's true, and I do have now 18 AC, which you know. Sure, why not? I mean, I'm low on health, but
12.
I can move all the way down. That doesn't hit, and I can move
You
all
move
the way
into the
down.
darkness there.
Yeah,
It's pretty dark.
I'm gonna see
You don't
where
hear
I
anything,
can
you don't hear anything coming from that direction.
where I can see from Ren still, but yeah.
Okay.
It's you.
Okay, so
It's right in front of you.
yeah, I'm gonna I'll toll on it.
You get him. It's a 10. Well, 8.
2 points of
2 damage.
necrotic.
Woo! All right. An ant dies.
And
And anything else you're gonna do there, Brother Ren?
You moved to it safely, right?
No. Oh yeah, sorry. Take its reaction.
oh, it's taking its reaction. Sure, move me sort of behind the water things there. Yeah, that looks good.
Ball for the gold.
I'm going to move.
You won't get to the swarm. You have to move. You have to dash to get to the swarm.
Okay, 5, 6.
Well, I will then. I'll dash to get into the room. I'll move past the swarm, as if I don't really care about it. Yeah, somewhere around there. That's fine.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Nibs.
Alright, I'm gonna move to here, hide around the corner a little bit.
Hide.
It's 14.
It's enough.
I'm gonna shoot him.
They're not very perceptive, being. And you're also in the dark.
It's
Oh,
15.
15 damage with your shooting. Wow.
15 hits.
No, 15 to hit.
15 to hit is AC.
What? Yeah, it's a hit.
I'm trying to find T8. And this time. 10, 13, 16 piercing.
Wow. Okay, so somehow a crossbow bolt just
Gets
skewers
all of them?
like 7 of them. It goes along, it hits some, and it bounces off the ground, and it takes a few more with it. And I don't know how that was effective, but it was.
Bounces off a rock, comes back
Yeah,
to them
I didn't
See
again.
it coming,
Because they didn't see it coming, that's why. Yeah, that makes sense. But they're not all dead. There's still some swarming there.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. I assumed.
I said it was effective. I didn't say it killed them.
It's effective when it kills them.
Yeah, that's also true.
Swarm, you're up.
All right, the swarm moves into Belford, the gold spot.
Oh, no, I should have readied the
He's,
action.
he's just moving. Oh, no, you dashed.
Yeah.
18!
That's a hit.
What a coincidence. Now, they don't seem to be able to do much biting right now. So they only do 5 piercing damage.
Alrighty.
Now for swarm.
That's it for the swarm.
Ants.
And then the ant reels back and spits at Belford the Gold.
Oh.
Oh, only got 6.
Okay.
So it sails past you and just splats into the wall, hissing and burning the wall. Mia.
Whew. Yeah. Well, I can't get it from where I am, so I'll move up to 20 feet so I can get the range. That's good enough, right? There?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. Throw a dart.
You don't want to go smack it with your staff?
No, I do
All this time
not.
you haven't
That's a
been smacking with your
19. And because of my monastic tradition, I can add an extra d4 to this.
Naturally.
So, yeah, so 10 total.
You got it.
Nice.
And it does shower out acid all around it, and it just lands next to it, and nobody gets hurt.
Ridden.
All you can see is a swarm of insects left, and you don't hear anything else.
And they're on roll, right?
Okay.
I'll toll them.
8, so you got him. How much?
They're wounded?
Yes.
Yeah. Rip.
You
10.
got him.
10
The
necrotic.
rest of the ants just fall off of Belford the Gold.
This
You're
just seems to
swatting
happen
it,
every
it's all-
time. I get swarmed by bugs, they'll just kind of die on their own, and I'm just like, alright, whatever, I'll go kill
It must be
the
your
guy.
natural half-orc musk. They're like, oh no. We were birthed from rotting corpses, but this is too much.
Naturally, that's me. Is that big bug still there, or is he dead now?
Got him.
You got
I'll
it.
tell you now, you've cleared it out. We don't have to draw this out.
Burn the rest of the stacks then.
Yeah, so you go through and you burn. You do find a couple other clusters of eggs as you're going around, and you burn them. And when you do inspect them, you find that there's all sorts of corpses underneath them. Lots of them animals.
Probably humans.
So you're gonna search through
Oh, yeah.
because it's pretty sludgy. At this point, they've kind of rotted together,
Life is pretty sludgy.
and so you're just like you're literally going
Give my money.
you're pulling out. You
Give me money.
You snap a bone. You have to tear back some flesh that's rotted back, and you're looking through it. Oh, you do find some clothing, and you have to kind of peel that off of whatever
Take
it
all
is.
that money, take good smear it up.
You pull one, a little bit
Keeps
of
them
blood spurts on your face, gets in your mouth.
Ding, ding, give my money.
some dead skin cells.
Oh no, that's gross.
I found your one weakness. Roll me a D1. Give me a percentile die there, Steve.
I go around just poking things.
No, like
80.
You have to roll the other one.
full percentile.
He
Thank
said
you.
he said percentile
8
die.
percentile die, yeah.
I came up with my
Yeah, I guess
dividends.
I did, didn't I?
Die. He
Roll
said
me
die.
percentile.
I
Roll
can't find
percentile
it.
dice.
Roll percentile, please.
88.
88.
88.
Gauntlets of overstrength.
I would love those.
Little nibs with ogre
That might
strength.
not do much for you.
They cap out. You cap out or
Just,
something,
It
right?
just gives you 19 strength.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, girdle of hill giant strength.
What?
21, right?
I'll take the gauntlets if they're there.
There's no gauntlets of ogre strength, I'll tell you that much.
Foiled again.
That wouldn't help me at all.
Okay, read through all the bodies. You find a total of about 75 gold pieces worth of money. Just write down
wow.
75 gold pieces. This is like after he spends a good 20, 30 minutes doing this.
Oh,
The
Every time.
ants stick to a noble diet.
These angels are rich.
Well, some of them are like you find them in the carcasses of some of the animals. You find like a little pouch on somebody, but
Found
over
their
time,
gold hoard.
and
While he's searching, could we do a short rest? Just kind of.
it's an hour-long short rest. But if you want to take a short rest here, you
Who's
can.
wounded?
Me, I'm down 15 health.
After looking through a little bit, I'm assuming that you're going to kind of clear out the area.
Yeah.
You do find another exit out of here in the
Nice.
direction that you're supposed to be going.
So
it's
this
not on. It's not on
was
this table. But
maybe
you do
the correct
find
way.
it.
Alright, ding ding, sir, come on.
Okay, sorry. Jeez. Give me another D100.
5.
Yeah, you find a potion of healing.
Come on, I rolled an 88 first.
So
Potion of healing.
Gauntlets of ogre strength.
you don't even want strength.
Okay. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you find a potion of healing.
Alright.
You can write that down. You can write down nothing.
Should
Up
we
to
do
you.
a
You're the one
short
that
rest?
found it, so
Or
nobody
just
else
So-
knows it's there.
Potion of
Do you need a short rest to recharge abilities? Because I can do a prayer of healing that will hit us.
And
It takes
nothing.
10 minutes to cast, but it'll
Yeah.
heal all of us.
Okay.
Nice.
Healing would be great. I still have 2 out of 3 key left, so I'm
What you can
fine.
do as a ritual?
No, prayer of healing is a second level spell. It takes 10 minutes to cast, and I can heal up to 6 creatures, 2d8 plus my wisdom bonus.
Nice.
Just say not combat
Ooh.
heal.
Right.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's not a combat heal, but it'll get us
a
all.
good
Do you want me to do that?
If you're
Instead
wanting,
instead of spending
I'm
your
only
hit
down
dice.
3, but
Yeah, that sounds good.
Everyone needs something, right?
I'm down a fair bit.
So we're not taking a short rest here?
No,
I don't really need it. The short rest.
of course. Everybody gets 10 hit points back.
Sweet.
Still, but I'm 1 away from max. Look at that.
Everybody, I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, there's Nibs.
Oh,
All right.
here.
And
Once again, don't look this way.
that is a
Man.
Unless you wanna ruin the surprise for yourself, like
second
Luke
level
likes to do.
spell slot.
I never like to ruin my own surprise.
Yeah, you came in here looking at what I was setting up yesterday.
Just to, be
yeah,
a
to
jerk.
see what I was setting up
Just
yesterday.
so you know.
What are you
you
setting
know.
Why
up?
you make the little Swedish?
Just so just
What is up?
just to
Vote
be,
is up.
I'm just being, a jerk.
Now, the ant lair sort of looked to be a dead end, so...
No. I said you found another exit.
There is an
Oh.
exit, actually. It
The,
turns
the,
out it
the
was-
setup that I had there didn't show it, but there was another
Fair enough.
tunnel out.
Fair enough.
What it looks like is that when you look on the map, it feels like what used to be a tunnel has now been expanded into a lair.
Fair enough.
And so
They deemed it worthy.
They may have found this area and just started. And as you look around, you can see more of the telltale signs. It looks like the entire thing was burned open with all their, like, slowly with their acid and stuff. It would take-
Were those bigger ones the queens?
Yeah, there's multiple queens.
are you proficient in nature?
That's the thing, right? Come on.
They looked like
I'm
bigger
not.
ants, and they looked like they were protecting some eggs.
They're advisors.
Yeah.
the vizier.
The vizier ants. The vizier ants.
They're the stewards.
So we continue. So we continue on our way.
Yeah,
Yes.
moving on.
So you're not taking a short rest or anything?
No.
No.
10 minutes to cast the spell, and then we're back on our way.
That's all you want to waste here. Okay, and then during that 10 minutes, you can hear the sounds of snapping bones and rooting through stuff, and it's pretty gross.
Yeah, we let
But he
him
comes back with some
Covered in-
covered in goo, but he's
And I
got,
found nothing.
he got some shiny stuff in his hands. And
Sorry,
slips,
guys,
and
there
slips a
was
vial in
nothing.
his pocket. Yeah, good job, good job.
Actually, I don't even. Does anybody need a? Everybody got potions, right?
I have 1 potion of healing.
What do you got?
I don't have any potions of healing,
You don't have any. You'll take one.
but I'm kind of... I have these things called self-heals.
Yeah, but when you run out,
Okay,
Yeah,
fair
just
enough.
hang on to one.
I'll add it to my potion collection.
I'll just run away if I get hurt. Or it'll wake me
I
up.
believe
It's- I've got faith to wake me up.
Faith and Brother Rin.
Yeah.
Okay, so you continue on your way. You travel mostly uneventful. All uneventful.
Nice.
Any events are like, oh, cool, look at that.
Really uneventful.
Yeah, it's really for another couple hours actually. Following the map in a general direction. Give me another survival check.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
All
nice.
right, 19.
Okay, so you feel pretty confident. You're definitely noticing that the map is becoming less and less reliable. Like that ant cavern or lair was only one example of that. But
Okay.
you're definitely having to put two and two together. You're like, nope, that's a dead end. That's incorrect. And then you kind of look around and you find the next way. But you feel like you're making progress. You feel confident in what you're doing. But you're now only using the map half the time to head in the direction that you're supposed to be.
Okay.
But you do, as long as you're heading in the southeast direction and heading downwards, you feel that that's progress, and that seems to be happening. Eventually, you finally, up ahead, you can hear the sound of moving water. And on your map, you feel like you're close to this point where you should be getting up to the descent to the 4th level. And as you come out, you see the cavern ahead of you, just like you're supposed to. And you do see all those crypts lining the walls, and you can see pathways leading up to them and all down there, but the whole thing is actually flooded. And so you can see just the tops of a lot of the crypts. But this
Fighting the Kraken.
this cavern, judging by like the height of the buildings and all of that how high the water's come up, the water's probably coming up about, I don't know, 7 to 9 feet would be your guess.
We're gonna drown.
That's
wow.
pretty significant.
Yeah, and as you look down though, you can see the tops of a lot of the buildings, and there's also some walkways along, but there's no obvious pathway from here to the other side.
And now, just to be clear, this is only if we've reached the 4th layer.
Technically, this would be the 4th level as you go into the water.
But this is not the Black Arms
No.
crypt.
No,
Any wards in this area?
No.
Any canoe?
Any wards?
Yeah.
Okay, so you said wards and canoes. You don't see any canoes.
Ships, yachts,
Yacht.
kayaks.
You roll me a
Correct.
d20. Roll me a d20. No.
I needed a
Throw the
14.
dice even in.
No. I needed a 14.
Is this maybe a good place to take a long rest then? Because we've traveled about a day's worth of travel?
Yeah, it's approaching evening. Where you are right now, you're on a ledge overseeing the whole
Any
thing.
natural light. This is all pure dark.
No natural light, so you can't see very far. This is only with you seeing out 40 feet,
You camp
60
out here.
feet.
I think so. And then we get a rest, and then we head down into the...
I read a story about this
Water?
group called the Fellowship. They camped out next to water once.
What happened?
They didn't do so well.
Yeah, there's like a Watcher or something.
Kraken.
I can't remember what's called the Watcher. Or something.
Yeah, it was the Watcher.
Is it just called the Watcher?
Was
the
he
Watcher.
released?
Yeah.
It was released all over them.
Yeah, release the Kraken.
Well,
They did fine against it though.
what you got in your hand there?
That thing had tentacles, whatever it was.
I saw you look over.
Well, we're going to... let's take a long rest here.
There's the cave crocodiles. Yeah, we'll take a long rest
Yeah.
here. I'm staying far away from the water.
Okay.
Well, we're up on a ledge, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. 15 feet up.
How long are octopus arms?
Depends on the size of the octopus.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be this long.
Anywhere from 5 feet to 16 feet.
At worst, it's just...
So
What, like
you-
the little? What about little baby ones?
But you know, long. Should you take long?
Or is that squid?
I think well,
It's evening
we've
now.
traveled
As
for,
far as you can tell,
we've
it's hard to
traveled
tell
for
time.
a day to get here. We're approximately.
Okay.
I assume we're feeling a little...
A little weary. Peckish.
I'm peckish. I could use a sleep.
Well,
Not
Set up
really.
camp here.
yeah.
Maybe fishing pole.
we might as
Statistically
well.
wise.
You
Okay,
want-
give me the order of your watch.
We don't want to set up camp on top of a
got a
floating
bit
sarcophagus.
I want to watch first.
So.
You want to watch first?
You get it over with and go to sleep.
I go to.
Who's
I
after
lean up
Nebs?
against the wall.
I'll take second.
out like a rock.
After Rin?
I'll take third.
Nice.
And then I wake up Alfred de Gaulle, even though he didn't...
Volunteer. You try sleeping.
I'm already asleep. That's the joke.
Well, you can set up like your bed rolls and maybe a tent or two, start a fire.
Yep.
If you want to start a fire.
I
Your
start a
lights
fire.
are already
I'll
pretty
start
bright.
a fire.
There's no real need for a tent, right? It's not going to rain us.
No, I don't know. I put my
That's what
bedroll
we could-
down. I got the fire going. I love falling asleep. Oh, jeez. Falling asleep
Really,
with
I
fire.
just played through before.
Falling asleep beside a fire.
Okay,
is
well then
amazing.
as you take that long rest, we'll
It
take a
is.
break.
So's drinking beside fire.
If you guys need to go to the bathroom, you can do that. So we'll be right back. We're going to do a bit of chatting with everybody at the break too, so don't leave. We'll be back in just a minute.
Really good.
Okay, we're back. So you're taking a long rest.
No, we've taken one.
Taking one.
Taken.
So
Taken, like the
yeah, because the last thing we did,
tooken.
the last thing we got was
We
done
taked
tooken.
it.
We've got our 4 people on watch. So Nibs, you're on watch first.
Yep.
So what kind of light do you have?
Yeah,
Otherwise
there's
it's pitch
a
black.
fire.
Yeah,
Oh, you have a little fire?
I light a fire before I went to
Okay,
bed.
so you can't really see very
What's in
far.
Rin's pockets?
Jeez.
You don't know. You can't search through them without upsetting
My
them.
pocket?
Fine.
Hey, he wants to look through your
That's what you're going to do on
pockets.
watch is search for people's pockets.
And watch for the Kraken.
And watch for the Kraken. You don't notice a Kraken.
Okay, there's definitely not a Kraken. Goodbye!
Let's take a pause.
No, you don't notice a Kraken.
You don't notice it. It's there, but you don't notice it.
It's the cavern.
The whole cavern is just one big jaw. You don't notice it slowly closing. And so you wake up, Rin.
There's no cave.
Rin, it's fine. It's fine. The whole thing's fine. You do your long rest. Do your stupid long rest.
You couldn't even handle it. It was too
couldn't. I was
intense. It's like it's
Stressful, all right? I couldn't handle the tension.
Wow.
My poor raspberry effect is over.
I think we all should eat a raspberry.
Oh yeah, you took a long rest.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
raspberry is
We
gone.
should all take one.
I
Maybe?
want to do a
No.
long rest as long as possible.
Should we?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
How many do we have?
I'm feeling.
We
I'm
have-
He's
feeling
got 2, and I got 7.
They're gonna go bad.
Yeah, we had lots.
So it might not
Might as
hurt
well
you.
eat them.
Yeah.
What's it do again? Plus
It takes your constitution to 18?
19.
takes it to 19.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Everyone's.
Everyone. If you
It's gonna make all the encounters super
Oh
hard.
man.
it doesn't work amongst. No,
Once
No,
the
I just
effect
thought
wears-
maybe it was like a +2, not a hard set.
No, it brings you to
19.
19. That's what you
Okay,
said,
cool.
right?
Cool. Then I just need to land an
I'm totally
unarmed
taking
strike.
raspberry.
Yeah,
Yeah, same.
Why wouldn't you?
All right,
Yeah.
or I'll take a raspberry.
It was supposed to be
You're
a buff
taking
for the
one of
next
your own.
session or two. It
Yeah.
wasn't meant to be something you
Yeah.
held on to.
It doesn't last for the day?
It lasts until you take a long rest. So you can go days without a long rest
I feel like
and have other problems.
Yeah.
But the raspberry would work.
Oh.
the second I wake
gonna
up,
make
I
this
feel
raspberry
the low of
last.
the lack of a raspberry. I'm like, oh my constitution.
Oh no. Are we gonna get addicted to these raspberry?
Are you kidding me?
He already is.
Yeah, he is.
The effects
He's
of
like
these are
jonesing for some rasp.
So note that because your constitution goes up, that
Yeah.
you look at your level and all those hit points you would have gained
Yes.
for each level goes up as well.
If you happen to be on D&D Beyond,
Yeah, I'm just gonna
It's easy, right? It does
does
it
it
on your own.
automatically.
Like for example, what's your constitution right
I
now?
don't like the
+3, 16.
Oh, you're pretty good. So it'll become a +4. So your maximum hit points goes up by 3.
Oh, so my AC goes up to. Okay, yeah.
That's why I got
see.
18 AC right
Yeah,
now.
if you have an AC based on constitution,
Yeah.
Your
Just based off of
constitution
what-
Oh, yeah,
saving
yeah,
throw
yeah.
goes up.
constitution saving
Right.
throw goes up.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for some of you it's a big jump.
Yeah, no cons for.
What's the
I was
lowest
looking at
constitution we
dex.
have? I know they both have good constitutions. What's
I
your
got like 15 or 16. Mine's
That's pretty good too.
I had
Yeah,
14.
I rolled
Okay,
an
so
eight
yours
years
jumped
ago.
up by 2.
Yeah.
Cool. Another
Yeah.
+2 to your constitution. So for it was like +1, +1, +2, +1 for you. So pretty good. It's nice. Raspy berries. Those are worth a gold piece each.
Points.
Still a gold piece each. Makes it better than a potion. Wow, I was giving you some bonus for rescuing Goliath.
Wow.
Just take it. Wow. You're gonna meet that dwarf down here.
Oh no.
I wonder, like,
And Merrick. And Merrick.
can we just grow our own raspberries?
There's got to be
I
good
don't know.
money
Are
in
you-
I'm
it.
not
you-
gonna bury the
Are you
remaining-
proficient in nature?
Nope.
Yes. Just say yes.
Yes, I am.
No.
If you got soil of Samara and put
Are you
a
promoting
regular
Oh, I still got one
and
handful.
put a regular raspberry in it, would it become a raspberry?
New mission: find regular raspberry.
That sounds just as hard.
Turns out those are ultra rare.
The raspberry.
Okay, so you continue on your way. How?
We throw the dancing monkey fruits into the water.
No, those are mine.
There is no seeable path. That's what you're talking.
You could
I don't
you
think
could
I swim.
swimming
I
easy.
don't think I swim.
Yeah, I would.
There's definitely
heavy
like
armor.
roofs. There's some roofs of the crypts, but they're not close enough together that you can just jump from one to the next.
I wade.
There's-
Why don't we just wade into the water?
Nope.
It's 7 feet deep.
Oh, you swim. You not swim.
I'm climbing on his back.
I have
Heavy armor. And
I have scale
hanging
mail
on
and a
that strap.
shield.
That's fair. I have nothing on. I have a shit.
He's like, what's wrong, guys?
Can't you swim?
I'm more of an
Okay,
anchor
there's-
than a swimmer.
Can we like rip off some shutters on some of the buildings? And make
It's hard
a-
to see what the buildings are made of because they're
You can see
underwater.
them
They're
Yeah,
underwater.
you can go under there.
Sure, I'm not saying
Go
you
ahead and
can't.
go down and
Scavenge
find
for some floating
maybe
wood.
Oh,
some
the
wood.
bane of every adventurer. Water.
Or climbing. It's water.
Why don't
and
you just
climbing.
take off your armor and just leave it behind? Seems reasonable.
He walks
Actually, I don't
around
think
with
it
a book
does.
across his chest.
Well, you can keep your shield on your back.
It seems possible.
Oh, I don't want to go here. I think we've got as far as we can go, gentlemen.
Well,
We back up.
we wanted to help.
Let's go. Let's get the tower. The Harinburg Tower.
The Harinburg Tower.
As you're looking around, you do see little bits of wood floating, but nothing big enough to make a raft out of.
Not big enough for me.
But there's no, you're not that much smaller than everybody else.
How much metal's on your shield? Can I borrow it?
It's like saying how much metal's on your
I'm gonna use
anvil.
it as a. What do you call it?
It's all metal. Is it like a kite shield where you can kind of like sit on
Oh,
it?
it's
Yeah,
like a wooden
it's
one?
a kite shield.
Man,
I love how
This
much
is the worst.
anxiety.
I don't want to swim. What are you
just-
gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're the one
Swim
wearing all
in
the armor.
dark
I don't
water.
know. I don't know what I'm
I'm
going
pretty
to do.
good.
I'm just gonna wade into the water.
I'm hanging on his back.
See, there
What
is a
about
pathway
athletic?
down into the water?
What about athletics checks? Like, could anyone make a decent athletics check? My athletics check is only going to be a +2.
Wait, what?
I'm going to drown,
Can Luke,
even if I
Fair to
don't
Gold-
have armor on.
For Fair to Gold, do you mind if I hang on your back?
I don't care.
I can kick.
To get across.
jetpack.
I get +6 for that.
I look at the
You said
map.
the-
There's got to be an alternative.
Yeah,
I
what
start
was
looking at the map.
Where do you have
Give me, give me a survival check.
I'm ankle deep in water.
20.
20. Okay, so as you look at the map, you do see an alternative route.
Nice.
Wait.
It does cause a bit of backtracking.
It's the cavern of fire.
It'll probably cost you a few hours of traveling, but
Beholder layer. What is that?
you don't. It doesn't say beholder. It's just a circle
see
with a
that
bunch
map.
of lines coming off of it.
There be dragons.
So it would you think that you could figure a way through that would get you around this area, but it would cost you a few hours of traveling.
What do you say?
I don't want to get wet.
Honestly, I don't care.
Are you
I
already
don't-
wading into the water?
I'm like ankle deep in the water before he
It's
says,
really,
wait.
it's really cold.
All right.
I
But-
suppose it's possible the entire level's flooded.
It's true. I'm saying I don't see anything suspicious about this area, though. It seems perfectly fine.
Yeah, your
the
dark
orc
vision, you
thinks
can see up
it's
60
Yeah,
feet.
I just see it's flooded, well, water.
You don't
greatest enemy of both fruit of the gold. It's not water.
you don't notice the ripples.
Is there any small... you don't... The ripples.
Feel that warm water go down your back?
Wait, I noticed ripples.
I said you don't notice.
Oh,
the
okay,
ripples.
then
I'm gonna cast light on maybe a small stone,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna throw it as far out into the cavern as I can.
Okay. So you do. You huck this.
And do I just see like water?
It goes out. Well, the cavern is supposed to be really long, like a couple hundred feet long. And if this goes out and it just dump into the water, and then it kind of it doesn't go very far, so you can kind of see the light, but it's no longer lighting up anything. But when you threw it, yeah, it's just more of the same. So it's exactly the way the map says. It's this big long cavern. It's just flooded.
I'm sure
Simple.
it's just a
So
normal
So this
cavern
is just
of
a
water.
cavern on the way to our destination.
Yeah.
So we could find dry land on the other side.
Yeah, probably.
If you want to take another path, I'm okay either way. As long as we get to where we're trying to go, doesn't matter to me. We're not in a hurry.
We'll have to die sometime.
So you want to go through the water, is what you're saying?
Do you want to take the detour?
I don't care. I'm okay with either one.
I don't know how I'm going to get my armor across. Like, I'm going to drag it across the bottom while I try to dog battle.
Maybe someone could. Jeez, it would be like. What kind of armor are you wearing right now?
Scale mail.
Jeez, it's like a Roman legionary.
So when you did throw the rock, one thing you notice is because there's the pathways along the side, is that you do see that there are pathways, but a lot of them have rotted out.
We're swimming from like a little patch of beach and building to building.
No, right now it's just building to building, but up the sides, there's levels that go up both sides that have more crypts, and there are pathways along that, but they're not complete.
Seems like monsters coming out of this.
Is there like handholds? You can on this
Sure,
side.
lots of handholds.
Is there lots of handles?
Sure.
Okay.
Approximately
So
how
climb
far
or
apart?
swim?
When I am the second party member to die, you'll remember that I thought this was a bad idea.
I'm with this. I don't see anything wrong with water, but I can understand why.
It's the things that live in water that I'm more worried about.
Okay, you
How
know
long
what?
do you hold your breath for?
He's like, all right. I dive into the water.
I was ready for this.
You're diving?
I
like
just-
head first?
Well, I mean, I'm already in. You know, I kind of just like kind of
Oh,
go.
yeah, okay.
Right. I submerge.
It hits you pretty hard how cold it is, but other
That's
than
the
that,
best way to do it, though.
Yeah, of course. You're just like, it gets your loincloth wet, and boom! And you just keep going, and then you go. And you're swimming in the water.
Yep.
And it's cold, but other than that,
Is it? Oh, so how murky? Open my eyes. How murky is it?
you're underwater.
Yes.
You can't see very far, but it's not because it's murky.
Like as that, if I wasn't like in a natural lake almost, I can see it as far as that kind of thing.
yeah, except you have your dark vision, but it's going to be limited to
Right.
half that because you're underwater.
Do I see?
So you see him disappear under the water, and the ripples kind of go out, and you're just kind of swimming around. You come up to one of the buildings in the crypts, and
I swim.
You're just swimming underwater.
Oh, okay. I can see the ground, right?
Yeah.
It's only a few feet. Yeah, so I'm swimming.
Like
I
you
see
can,
the
if you
How
touch,
is it?
If you touch the ground, you can stick
hear
your
you.
hand out of the water.
Maybe I can.
Well, when you come above water.
Oh, I swim for as long as my constitution says I can hold my breath.
You know I'm on your back, right?
That's I mean you can like go.
Are you on
wherever
his
want.
back? Oh, you're doing like the submarine game? Yeah. God, he'd be a submarine.
You can hold on as long
I'll
as
kick
you
him with
want.
the legs.
So you're both together with this. So let's see the two
Oh,
of
I
you.
think I got a sushi right now.
How long can one with 9 teeth? I guess we both have 9
Yeah,
teeth
it's
on.
true.
We can both hold our breath as equally.
I know there's rules exactly for it, but I don't really
I
care.
want
You
a
can
spell
hold it
to
for about
make this
30
easier,
seconds.
but I just don't have one.
Do you have haste?
Did you change up your spells that
That's
you?
Moses.
So you go about 30
Let
seconds
my
underwater, and then
people
and you're
go.
just kind of going through what looks like to be the pathways, and then you surface, and you've gone about 20, 30 feet. It's freezing cold, but
Yeah.
other than that,
You know, I'm waiting now, and I'm just like, no bodies, no fish, nothing.
well,
Yeah, it's
there's like pieces of wood, maybe a few bones here or there because they were crypts, right? So it's
fine. Okay,
that's filled
yeah.
up.
So nothing
Nothing rotting currently. No movement of
There's
anything.
two zombies
that you
under.
can
I'm
notice.
going, just wait, more will come.
I'm keeping in the water to. Is it like deathly freezing, or is it
No,
like
no.
you kind of get used to it?
Okay,
kind of
I'm going to put my shield on my back.
Okay.
Right, it's like my glowing light mace sort of at my side.
Yeah.
And-
We're gonna try to
Yeah, beacon of light in the water, eh?
What do you want me to do?
I'm not nothing. I'm not.
Not only do you want me to cross a water flooded room, do it in the dark.
It's like the poor old guy swimming through the water. He's just like he goes down. He has to kick up a little bit. I don't even know if you can kick up. Like I don't know. I don't
So
know
what
how
are you swimming?
No, I'm going to try to use the handholds to sort of just move along the edge of the wall. I'm like that kid that
Oh, so you're not
can't
playing in the water.
swim,
you're
but is
on the edge
being
of the
forced into the pool. And I just like, oh, this is bad.
it's cold too.
All right, so you're not in the water at all.
Just
So
a dry
you're just going
liquid.
along the edge.
Oh, I don't have to go in the water yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. That there's kind of the pathways that
Well,
go
I'm
up
trying
and down.
to follow those as much as possible.
Okay. All right. So you start to go along those. What are you doing?
I'll kind of go with him. I wanted to know approximately how far, like the obvious kind of ledges and
It's hard to tell. You
safer
can't see very
areas
far
are.
beyond his light.
Okay, cool.
There's some of them that'll just be easy to walk along, and then the closest you can see, the worst jump you're gonna have to make is like 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll go that way. I'll take the path
Yes.
or along the side gingerly.
Yeah.
I'm not going gingerly. I'm obviously uncomfortable.
So is it more like a rectangular kind of tunnel?
Well, it's like yeah,
oval
long.
thing.
You guys
I'm
just,
going right up the
you
center,
guys just
essentially.
keep swimming.
Yeah. So
Well-
you're just gonna keep swimming.
How about we
I
stop at like odd building to building and leave a burning torch on?
Well, what I'm gonna do is I see what they're doing. Like, okay, why? I shrug. I wait
You're not
through
gonna
the
be able to
water.
light torches while you're swimming.
Oh, I know. We get on the buildings.
I'm gonna
Wait for
climb
them
up.
to dry off and then try to light them.
It's
You're
magical.
getting soaked. They're not
Is there-
magic torches,
They're
man.
magic.
At any point, as I follow them, are there any crypts or anything poking up through the water that are close enough to jump from 2 and 2?
No, they're all too far apart. But like you can stop and rest at each of them. You just hold on to them.
Yeah.
So you're not having any difficulty swimming at
Yeah.
this point.
I'll follow these two.
So you're gonna stay kind of close to them. Okay, so you guys go along. You get to a point though where you have to do a 10-foot jump.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, if you do a long jump, if you can move at least 10 feet, which you can jump a number of your feet up to your strength score.
Oh, okay. Well, it's landing that I'm not sure I can
Yeah,
do.
that's the hard
I
part.
could jump 18 feet.
Yeah.
Apparently,
If you take a run.
after a run.
Well,
I'm gonna.
I'm
What is
gonna.
it? What's
It's
jump?
that's like a world
I'm
record.
going to like shake out the hands and take a run and try to jump it.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Oh no!
Jeez, I must have thunder thighs. I'm like
He's all fine.
I'm like a walking pair of thighs.
18.
18. All right, so you're just kind of like, huh, 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 and you jump, and you like clear no problem, and you land with a bit of a grunt, but you stay on your feet. It wasn't that hard. It's only 10 feet.
Nice.
Like 10 feet's not that far.
Like a superhero.
And then go ahead and you make your acrobatics check.
If you fall in the
22.
And as you land, you're like, oh, that wasn't so hard. All of a sudden you hear like,
Do I hear anything?
and Mia just kind of lands and does like a roll and hops back up.
I feel kind
Show off.
I kind of feel silly in the water now that they're keeping dry, but you know, the water, the lower half of my body, and every time my head gets cold, I go under and kind of warm up again.
Yeah.
I'm kind of picturing that scene from Aladdin where they're doing that pole jump from roof to roof. He like crashes across, and then she just
Just
no
like,
problem.
Like, yeah, I know.
Like no.
So you
sound
continue
or-
along the way. You're able to find handholds and pull yourself without much difficulty. You continue swimming from crypt
just
to crypt.
slowly just moving as they
And you
kind
just,
of
yeah, you're capable. Well, they can move a little faster than you because they're walking.
Every so often we make sure that they're still down there.
Yeah, you see them.
They're not.
How much higher are they than us now?
Like 15, 20 feet. Not that high off the ground.
Okay.
Sometimes they go a little higher.
That's
Sometimes they go a little
That's
lower.
a good drop in water, though.
You come to, and then you come to a part where you have to jump 15 feet.
I can't make that.
You don't have a strength of 15?
I have strength 14.
Mine's 12.
I changed my mind. It's a
12.
14-foot jump.
No, it's 15-foot jump.
Ooh. So is that physically impossible for them to do then, or?
Unless you have some capability to increase your strength.
Oh, jeez. Put on the gauntlets of ogre strength, and I can jump.
Now, as you examine the wall, there are some possible handholds you could climb it, but it doesn't look like the
It'd
easiest.
be
to climb.
athletics to climb.
Of course. Do you have any climbing gear? Either of you have.
I can
rope.
I can double my jump as a bonus action with a key.
Well, if you spend a key, you could get across easy enough.
Get
then.
24 then.
Yeah, by all means. Go ahead.
Jeez.
See you.
Are you gonna do
She's
that?
like, wait, watch. Easy.
No.
Watch it. Do as I do.
Yeah. Could I take some of his armor with him and make it easy? Like help him basically by bringing some of his stuff with me?
You can help him by helping toss him.
Toss.
How far can you throw?
I'm not proud. If you can help me by tossing me, I'll.
So you kind of like
Okay,
roll
I will help him.
because it looks like you could almost
don't
make
help.
it. You're like, yeah. Judging by how far you jumped before, you're like, I think I can make that.
I will help him by tossing him if he will
Let me
have me. And then
Okay,
I'll-
so this is not
and
going to
then
be a
I'll-
help action. I want you to make a strength test first.
A strength test.
You got this.
Nope. 4.
Maybe not.
All right, give me an
That
acrobatics
was a
check.
nice 4.
So I'm really reaching,
Yeah.
and I make the jump.
Into the water.
Nope, 9.
Sploosh.
You don't even make it halfway. It's the awkwardness of somebody trying to throw you. You realize partway
What?
through the jump how dumb an idea that was.
This is harder than normal
This is
jumping.
actually harder than regular jumping. And you just fall straight down and sploosh into the water, and you sink immediately.
Oh no!
I wait a couple of seconds to see if he'll float. Oh my!
Bubbles.
My eyes open wide. It's just. All right, I go under.
I'm gonna. Am I near the wall? Can I sort of reach for the wall and try to pull myself up with the wall
You could try. Give me an athletics check with disadvantage.
with disadvantage?
Oh, man.
Don't do me any favors.
Don't just drown.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
6.
How long do you wait before you go and...
Like a realistic 3 seconds.
So you're just like, hey, he's fine. Blop, blop. Nope, he's not.
No.
So
What, are you with him on his
Yeah,
back the
hanging
whole
on that
time?
little strap.
Well, 'cause
Got a little handle right
I
there.
know, I see it. I see it.
I have a rope and a grappling hook that I can just toss down into the water as
The
well.
grappling hook made of metal. You're going to toss
Exactly,
it down
so
to the
it'll
water.
sink and
I'll dive.
I want lifeguarding training, all right? Give the guy a break.
I can throw it
It's like
so
usually you throw
far
flotation
and then
devices.
Take a hook.
lower it.
Take a hook right under the rib.
No.
Oh, but up I'm going. I'm going up.
Hold up
It
by
gets
your
caught in the
wrist.
scale.
I can throw it to the water and then lower it the rest of the way so the rope's not just like floating.
You don't
there.
just conk him on the head.
Exactly.
All right, so you start lowering the rope. You go over there, and you duck under the water, and you see him just kind of floundering. He's way too heavy to be swimming. And you grab onto him, and give me a strength check with disadvantage.
Can I help? I can take it with a
Ooh, natural 1.
Natural one. So you're just like
Come
trying to
on.
lift him up, and so this takes you some time. But then the rope lowers down, and so I'm gonna let you do it one more time before he starts having some trouble.
With
With disadvantage?
Disadvantage?
with no change this time, because now you have.
I'm
him.
giving advantage from helping.
Okay, so I got an 18. Oh,
Okay,
19.
so you grab the
19.
rope and you hold on to it, and between Mia pulling up and you grabbing onto him, you manage to yank him to the nearest roof of the crypt.
Up,
And you
go.
come out, and as soon as you come out, you're like gasping for air. And now you're just lying half of your body out of the water.
Yep. I'm done.
But more importantly, how far does the cavern do we make
The
it?
adventure ends here on this roof.
Nice.
You're like 3/4 of the way through the cavern now,
We
as
live
far as
here
you can
now.
tell.
Listen, your armor is ironic. It will kill you.
Well, can I make it to any ledges? I'm looking around.
So,
They're all up too high.
yeah.
Oh,
I could just can I drag him behind me as we slowly wade through the
Yeah,
water?
you could try to drag him as you swim.
slowly wave.
That didn't
You
work
can
well a
swim too,
minute
you know.
ago when you tried to drag me off the
Yeah,
bottom.
but you were all like dead weight on the bottom. Maybe you can like help. I don't know.
Yeah, you were kind of like you were doing one of those doing more harm than
Here's
good.
a question:
kind of
if I
flailing.
took my armor off and bundled it in my pack, could
It would weigh the same amount.
It would weigh the same amount, but it wouldn't be as awkward on
Yeah,
it.
it
It would be
wouldn't be-
easier to swim.
Yeah, you could drag it behind
Yeah.
you or put on your.
I was actually thinking maybe you would.
Oh, I could. I guess I could bundle it up. You take my
Yeah.
pack. I take your pack.
So you're gonna take the 10 minutes it takes to take off your. Is it medium or heavy armor?
Medium.
So what does that take? 5 minutes then?
I don't know. Enough that I would drown
takes a
if I
few
tried
minutes.
to do it underwater.
It takes a few minutes. Let's just put it that way.
So you're up
I think
against
it might be a minute to take it off and 5 minutes to put it on when it's. But
Well,
either way, it takes.
I'm going
it
to
takes
do
time.
that.
So you just kind of pull yourself on. You're
Grumbling
freezing
like
cold.
all the way. That's
Just frame it.
water and cold and this armor is gonna
All right, so you doff your
rust.
armor. You doff your armor of Kalina,
Boil it later.
and you get it all packed up, and you put it in the pack, and you're freezing cold at this point, feeling a little miserable.
Well,
I'll swap packs with you. Just say I imagine it's hard to carry 2 backpacks.
sure.
So swap it up. Should be able to easily burden yours. I don't have a whole lot in mine. So swap her up.
I'm going to say a prayer to Kalina before I re-enter the water.
And then just wade yourself back
Oh,
in.
my dear Lady of the River, I do not wish to drown to meet you.
This is not how I want it to end. I will see you down under. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Is there a nearby crypt that I feel like, oh yeah, I could swim to that crypt?
You're trying to give yourself baby steps here?
Yeah, like if I
You can
could
talk yourself up to one of the nearby
just get
ones.
to that,
There's one that's like 6 feet away. You could just jump across. So you managed to jump across to one of them easily enough.
But
the
does
next
it look
one-
like the roof will hold me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they're all like stonework and
Don't
metal
do it,
work.
go right through the roof.
So
Saving.
I'm in the water again.
all right, and so then the next one though is a good 20 feet away. So you got to swim the 20 feet.
Okay.
How much does this armor weigh me down as I swim, or is it nothing really?
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Because you just kind of swim a little bit, drag it, swim, drag.
I don't think it would encumber you. So
Yeah, it doesn't encumber you at all.
Is
And you continue just kind of dancing
Just
your way along
hopping.
the side.
Is it strength times 5 you can carry?
And after another probably 20 to 25 minutes of hard labor, not for you or you, but just for you.
Seems pretty easy.
Even
Yeah.
with the armor off, for some reason, you're just not a natural swimmer.
And you're just ledge to ledge?
And
Yeah.
as you look up, anytime you look up, you see Mia just gracefully leaping from ledge to ledge, just out of sight. And eventually you get to the other side, and it does raise up a little bit over here. And you do find a ledge where you can pull yourselves up and get onto dry ground.
All right, up I go. Ooh. One very swift.
There was
easy
no
pull.
cracking that you
I
woke
was
up.
sleeping.
That you woke up. So you pull yourself out the other end, freezing cold, except for Mia.
You want to? Well, my instinct says turn the fire cool off or warm up.
Each of you that were in the water, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
With your raspy berry Constitution.
Oh yeah.
10.
I got a 7.
20.
10? Okay, you gain a level of exhaustion from all of that.
Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
pretty easy
I
for me.
feel bad about
That's
that.
pretty easy for me.
One level's okay. It's just skill checks that you're at disadvantage.
Yeah, ability. You have disadvantage on ability checks right now,
Yeah. The problem is if I enter a frenzied rage, it adds that exhaustion.
which just halves your speed at that point.
Yeah.
Still not great.
Yeah, you got to do a long rest to get rid of that.
Where's a good? Is there any good spot to track exhaustion on here? No.
Okay, I'm gonna redo
You're gonna
my
don your armor.
armor.
Okay.
As long as it doesn't, like the next room is full of water again.
Well, you don't know. You haven't looked yet. It's not.
I'll put my armor on.
Okay, so you put your bare armor back on.
I start a fire. Just as you're doing that, maybe we take a little bit.
You're just trying to. You basically spend some time.
You can
drying
probably
off.
get a fire going before I can get my armor on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you spend some time drying yourselves off and warming back up, but it's not long before you're on your way again.
Very displeased.
Yeah. But other than the inconvenience, there didn't seem to be any inherent danger. Although you didn't search the crypts. I'm really surprised by that.
It was cold. Wasn't gonna do it.
Yeah, I wasn't focused on that at all, actually.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to say if there was or wasn't anything in there, but
I apologize for my ineptitude.
I feel a little worn.
okay. So you continue on your way. It's okay. It's still early morning. You've just had a long night's sleep. You're fine. It's only been like an hour since that.
Jeez, I can't get rid of it. It's a long rest.
Just a little
No
polar
frenzy.
dip in the
No
morning.
frenzy berserking more than once, probably.
Okay.
Okay. So you continue on your way. At this point, you're noticing there's a lot more crypts and tombs as you're heading through all of this. And you also do notice a lot of it's flooded. But for the most part, you're able to stay no more than knee-deep in water. So there's areas where the tunnel slopes down a bit, and there's water there, and you have to kind of wade your way through it. And so it's kind of your feet are always constantly soaked.
That's awful.
So it's not a very good feeling.
It is awful.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling, actually.
Yeah, the squish, squish, squish. There's always some water. No matter how many times you stop and you wring out your socks and dry out your shoes, you turn the corner and you're like, frick. And you got to do it all again. And as you're going through and holding up your light and your torches, you do start to notice markings on these crypts. A lot of them you don't recognize.
Okay.
Every once in a while, though, you do hit one that, when you look at the map, is a bit of a landmark. And so you do feel like you're going in the right direction. And it's just everything's quiet and dark until you come around a corner and down a long hallway you can see a light at the end of it. So it's out of your view, meaning like it's out of your lighting, but you can see the light down there. Yeah, and it looks like some sort of fire, like some sort of, it's a fire or a torch light or something.
Down at the end of the tunnel.
And you currently have your torch and your lights on.
Yep.
I don't think that's a good sign.
Probably not.
Can we tell what color it is? Just normal,
Yeah, it's like
normal fire?
From here,
Okay.
if you had to guess, it's a couple hundred feet away.
The sentinels don't come this far down, right?
Sentinels do not come this far down.
Okay.
Which means we're probably looking at,
Malia's hut.
yeah.
All right, let's go in.
You're dead staring them down, this whole time.
Yeah. My screen got flipped.
Oh.
Go in.
I was wondering why.
We'll approach.
With your lights on?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not doing it in the dark.
Okay. Colin, do you want to flip the screen for poor Steve?
They could just
I didn't do it intentionally.
I didn't. Sorry.
they could be just as blind as us past their light.
Yeah.
Except that you can see their light, so it
And
means
they-
they can see your light.
Yeah.
So as much as
We're on equal
your light
footing.
goes like
Plus
this,
we're walking
so
around
it's
in
darkness
water,
between.
so
Sure.
ankle deep water is going to be noisy.
Loud too, yeah.
Well, right now that's not water. It's
Oh, there is?
relatively
Okay.
dry.
Can we not
We got
go
squishy
in
feet, though.
quietly and without light on?
Well, I mean, if you want, you can go forward.
We won't be able to see where you're walking.
Oh, wow. Oh. Well, hold on.
Wait.
Say we see light in the distance. It's all dark.
Yeah, that light
there.
doesn't reach here.
It's far away. You can see
If you were in total blackness and somebody was 200 feet away and they had a torch, you could see them, but they couldn't see you, and you wouldn't be able to see around yourself.
Right, but I know which way I'm walking.
Yes, you
I
know
it's
you know the
clear because I
direction.
can see the light.
You know the direction.
I'm not going to walk into a wall.
No, you would not walk into.
But
a
you
wall.
could stumble over something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm just pointing out that
Okay.
you wouldn't be able to see where you're walking. You'd know the direction, of course.
I'll put on my shield. Well, I'll strap on my shield and pull out my pick.
Okay.
I'll be on guard.
I don't know if this is a sword or crossbow type of attack. Can I call on his back and hold my crossbow?
No.
All right, then it's a sword time.
I think it's
Sword
a check for traps.
I'm like your mount. You're like
You're gonna check for
You're
traps.
my You're my howdah.
Yeah, I'd like to
Good
keep
little
an eye
howdah on
out
my
for
back.
traps.
Keep an eye out for traps. Okay.
Before,
You will keep an eye out for traps.
Yeah.
Before we get close, I'm going to cast False Life on myself.
Okay. That
Lasts,
gives you some temporary hit points.
lasts for an hour.
How many do you have to roll for how many hit points?
D4 plus 4.
The
Yay.
D4s are garbage, man. I hate
Don't get that
D4s.
spell.
I like False Life.
What's not to get?
Oh, it's a healing word, right? Which is the same thing, only after the fact for bonus action.
Yeah, but that's on top. Like he starts with more.
Yeah,
hit
but
points.
it's yeah.
Yeah, just more different ways to do things.
So I got 5 temporary hit points for an hour.
Okay, so you feel the power go through you and bolster you as you head closer.
You want to scout ahead again?
The only one that can see in the dark.
I got no problem. I'm not sure.
You could, like, just so
Wait.
you know, even if
Like,
you did
I'm
turn
willing
off
to
your
give it a
lights, you would
shot.
still be able to walk. You just, if there was a hole in the floor, you wouldn't necessarily notice it.
Oh, that'd be horrible.
How
Actually.
far ahead is this light, sorry?
At this point, you've been walking, so it's like 150 feet away.
Well, I say we keep going, and then when we're 50 feet away, I'll go check ahead if
Okay.
no one else wants to, because I don't. Sure, I'll be the
Well,
scout
by the
guy.
time we get that close, they'll probably.
I'm a-
And you'll be able to see pretty
No,
clearly.
you gotta be quiet.
I know. I've.
You know what?
I'm
Is
good
there
for-
crypts and things we can hide behind as we
Yeah.
move up?
Yeah, there's
we'll,
offshoots.
We'll just keep trying to sort of not have a direct line of sight.
Yeah. Yeah, with your light, you can duck behind a side and come out a little further in.
Yep.
It's not too hard to find.
We're just
other
not
ways.
blatantly walking right at it, but I understand they're going to see the light, so.
That's the hard thing, right? Even if you pass your stealth check, the lights are not hidden. You'd have to put up the lights before I'd even let you try to roll for stealth. Okay, so you continue forward. Once you get closer, you do notice that there's actually 2 lights. That there's 2 torches that are one on either side of a huge double door.
Nope.
And there's markings above the double door, but you don't recognize them. So it looks like the entrance to another crypt, but this one looks much more prosperous, much more expensive.
Can we move up and check out the torches? Are they like ever-burning torches? Are they?
Okay, at this point you can approach the doors. There's no guards outside the door or anything. No, they're regular torches.
So someone's lit them recently.
Yeah, they last hours, but so you don't know exactly when. But when you look at them, they don't look like they're about to burn out, and they don't look totally fresh. So there's somebody must be around. You don't notice anything magical about these torches. Is all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
It's big brown doors, big wood, like thick wooden doors with the iron bands on them.
The symbol above the door, it's not our...
It doesn't match your black arm. It's another family crest, but you don't recognize it.
How close do you think we are to the place we gotta be?
At this point,
Let me check
it's
the
hard
map.
to tell. This is basically the point where your map tells you search around here, but around here could be...
Here's the thing, though. If someone is down here defiling crypts and raising dead and things like that, then
We kill them.
They're in. It doesn't matter whose family crypt they're in right now. We should deal with them.
Well, I mean, isn't it likely that this is the people we've been fighting and chasing all along?
I'm thinking so.
I think the easiest course of action is kick open the door, run in, kill everything.
That
we see.
is always the easiest course of action.
I think we should check the door first.
Well, it's door. It's a door. It's
All right.
clearly a door.
Okay, you kick it down.
That's an through.
All right. I walk up. I'm just gonna. I'll kick open the door.
Oh.
It's too late.
The monk's like that. Oh.
So you go to kick the door?
Did you want to say like one thing before my foot connects with the door?
I was like walking up to it with my hands behind my back, like I was about to look at it, and then you just kind of run past me.
Boom!
Give you a strength check.
Come on, stop rolling one.
You are exhausted.
Oh.
23.
You are exhausted
Oh, that's right.
with disadvantage.
19 is the high, so I got a 9.
So as you're looking up, you hear a bam! And the door doesn't budge, and it kind of hurts you a little
Just
bit.
bounce off your shoulder.
You just kind of
Oh,
crack
I know
into
we're
it.
here now.
But you do hear the doo, 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 down the hallways as it echoes.
Fool of a talk.
It's okay. I couldn't swim.
It's okay.
We're here to support
hate
one another.
exhaustion.
Yeah, you're just tired. You realize as it hits, you're like, oh, I'm feeling tired.
It's a sturdy door.
Who's the next strongest? Me?
Yeah.
I'll try.
Wait, okay. You need to kick the door
They
too.
might think it's a monster if we keep doing it.
Can I just see if the door is open?
I just do them going,
Reach
rawr!
up to the handle. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like, and it opens.
Yeah, okay, good go finger. That gets everybody once.
It swings outwards.
You gotta kick it open.
So you basically have to like unlatch it. There's a big metal,
Okay,
like big iron
then
latch.
before I do that, can I pull the torch on that side down,
Okay,
and then I sort of open it and just toss the torch in?
sure. So
methane room.
as you're opening it, you notice that it's lit inside.
Oh, well, I'll toss the torch in anyway.
And so you toss the torch in.
We hear anything?
It doesn't explode.
Is there anything in there?
Well,
So it's just a room full of gasoline.
boom!
Oh, the hair.
Oh,
the
you
oil.
found out how to fix the encounter really easily. Congratulations. 1,000 experience for everybody.
Nice. The little
And
nip.
so, no, as you pull it open, you see it's a hallway leading to another set of double doors. So what it
Well, they
looks
got
like
me
is
on that.
this is like an entryway, and you can see that there's more torches along that are lit, but there's also some like reliefs that have objects on them. You can
They
see like
might not have heard you then.
as you look at the reliefs, you can see like there's like an urn on one of them. There's a skull on another one. There's a candlestick on one of them.
I know there's
And
going
there's
to
a
be
little box in one of the
stuff
rooms.
in here. Okay.
Things.
All I ask is
Oh,
that you try to be a
etc..
little respectful of the people's final resting place.
My sword's away. All right, good to go.
Just be a little
Oh,
respectful.
100%. Respect.
Just a little.
Yep.
Small step.
Pre-opening up my bag.
Just thank them or
Little-
something.
A little embarrassed, but I walk in with everyone else, and
Yeah.
As you enter this entryway, one thing that you notice with the next set of doors is they don't look like they were there before. They look like they've been installed since. They don't match the rest of it. In fact, and they look like sturdy wooden doors again, except the difference here is that in one of them there appears to be a slit about this big, but that is blocked.
no.
I'm going to close the one that we just came through behind us.
All right, so you just pull it shut. It's pretty heavy, but
Yeah.
So you all are on this entryway. It's about 20 feet deep. 30
Any
feet.
corpses nearby?
Well, there's the four things I described. There's the skull, there's the urn, there's the
The
candlestick.
skull isn't yellow, is it?
It's not. It just looks like a human skull that's been sitting there for some time. And then there's a little ornate
Is there any
box.
significance to these? Like, is this iconography of some type?
They look like, it looks like reliquary, like family heirlooms.
Okay, fair
or,
enough.
you know, maybe that was their uncle, or who knows.
Like,
Like one of them, like there's an urn, so it definitely is containing. You would assume that it's containing the remains.
Or poke a little box with a dagger. Just give it a little poke.
It's about this big. It's not a mimic. Boop. All right, so you just poke it. It just kind of
There's
moves a little
latch,
bit.
and look, open the latch.
Okay, and you open it up. Okay, when you open it up, inside there's this scarlet cloth, and nestled in it there's this big giant gem.
Oh, that's mine.
Okay, so you reach for it. So you touch it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so as you reach for it and touch it, you pick it up.
Yep.
Wow.
And I put it in my pocket.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, so write down gem that's worth 100 gold pieces.
That's great.
you all thought something was going to happen. You all thought something was going to happen.
Did you not think something was going to
And
happen?
that's the
How
I
big
thought
is
something
this
was gonna
red
happen.
I
silk
also
thing?
thought something was.
It's the lining of the box.
Oh, okay.
Like you'd have to rip it out of the box. Like it's part of the box. Like the
How
box
many
is
gems are in that urn?
in the urn.
Yeah.
Well,
There's no.
so, you,
It's an urn.
so it's an urn. So you look inside of it. All you see is ash.
Uh,
So you're gonna dump out the ash.
What did we just talk about?
My goodness.
I thought we had a moment.
I'm not cursing. I'm doing it respectfully.
Okay, as you dump it out, you do hear a little ding.
Oh my goodness.
There was a ring inside of it.
Shame on me.
Yeah.
And as you pick up the ring, you feel that there's something special to it.
Clearly,
And as you look at it, you can see there's all sorts of carvings on it. You're not quite sure what it is.
clearly you don't
There's-
know anything about grave robbing.
Yeah, as you look at
Imagine that.
as,
Well,
you,
I've been doing this
as you
for
look at it closely, you can see that there's these squiggles like this. Like, you're not sure what the patterns mean, but it definitely
Different
it's an
action.
ornate ring, and it's a little dusty. As you rub off the human ash that you're assuming,
My pocket.
you put that in your pocket. Okay.
How's
Human
that
ash is
skull
the
look?
same as any other ash.
The skull just looks like a regular skull.
Crunch!
Are you strong enough to crush a human skull?
I gotta believe the point of a blade would do it.
It's
maybe.
not very hard. It's a pretty old skull. It
Oh, I
just,
guess
it
if
just
it's old.
crushes.
After that long, yeah.
So the rest of you are just standing here watching Nibs do this. Is this what's happening right now? What are the rest of you doing while he's defiling this?
Well, I walked up
Rolling
to the
my
door.
eyes.
I was curious what was in the box too, but whatever. Okay, big gem, cool. Goes to the urn. I tilt my head. Oh, ring, sure. And at this point, just the next logical step is to crack the skull open. I laugh as he does it. Does he do it successfully?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's brittle. It's old. And there's nothing inside of the skull.
Nice. I enjoy
Oh.
I enjoy the violence of it all.
I'm keeping them bones probably special. Just the shards of bone. All right, that candle is the
The candlestick. It's
yeah.
not lit. There's no
It's,
candles on it.
It's
Yeah.
like a charm aroma
looks like-
candle.
Yeah,
It's got jewelry
No,
inside.
like
it.
the thing that's holding the candle is it made of gold.
It's a candlestick, like a 3-pronged candlestick. If it used to have
Candelabra.
candles in it, then it's
Okay, so I'm gonna take all the candles out.
there's no candles in it.
Oh, it's just
a-
candelabra.
Yeah.
What's it made of?
Silver it looks like.
Nice.
Where's mine now?
All right. So you can.
Is it tarnished?
I'm going to go to
Silver?
the doors.
It is
Yeah,
tarnished.
I wanna
It's tarnished silver,
investigate
but
that.
it's silver. Okay, you're at the door. As he's
What do you
looking this
think that's
hallway.
worth?
I just try to
50
listen
gold
to see if I can hear what's on the other side.
Give me a perception check.
Ooh, excuse
No,
me.
I didn't get higher than my passive.
I was
so-
He
gonna.
didn't even see me taking my.
You
loot.
do
the
hear.
same thing.
You can hear as you guys are listening, and you're listening at the door. You do hear voices, almost like there's a commotion going on. Like what you think you hear is somebody yelling at somebody else, and you're not quite sure what it is. Though you can't make it anything more than that.
Voices.
Just on the other side? Like,
Does
it's,
this
no.
door happen to be gem encrusted?
No, it's not gem encrusted.
should we open?
Yeah, might as well.
Didn't you say there was like a crack that was like that had been
it's like-
covered somehow?
Poke
It looks like there's a slit.
A
that is
slit.
covered.
Like
Oh,
the classic,
okay.
Like a mail
you can't-
slot,
What's the
right?
password?
Oh, like.
yeah, like that kind of thing.
Oh, I'm sure I
Oh,
could
so
use.
slides.
Yeah.
I'm sure we
Can
could
you
use
slide
like a
it?
dagger or
You
something
can't.
to.
If you try. Okay, first off, there's people in your way. You don't just get to teleport in front of everybody.
You're looting
can.
stuff.
You're,
while we're
you're
doing
currently
this.
looting as they check at the door.
Legs.
As you loot, they are at this door.
Try that.
Sliding it open with like a. Yeah, I'm gonna use like one of my little darts and just kind of wedge it in and try to get the slot open.
It doesn't budge.
Of course.
Oh
Is the door open?
no! As you rattle it, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Is
budge.
there a lock mechanism on this side, like that he could pick?
Yeah.
We have to wait for Nibs.
Oh, I want to get the door.
Nibs.
Yeah,
Nibs. Come here.
If you're
There's
done,
a gem in that lock.
If you're done
he looks over at you
despoiling
as he's
the-
looking at this candlestick.
Do I hear the people?
Well, once you approach the door, you would.
All right, I know what to do. I know what to do.
So you knock on the door.
He called me. Figured.
So you just slam on the door.
Yeah.
Whose side are you on?
The voices stop.
Come here.
and then you hear a yell.
Stupid.
And then you think you can hear something approaching, footsteps approaching, heavy footsteps approaching. And then you hear
See if you can throw a dart.
chunk, and it opens up, and through it you see what appears to be, I don't know. At a quick glance, you think it's a half orc, maybe. Looking
I
through,
just assume it's a half orc.
and based on just this
Okay.
much of the face, right? Like the color of the skin. Well, it's got like rough golden skin, and it looks through. And it's like,
Hey, what do you want? Who are you? What are you doing down here?
I got an idea.
no, I have questions. Who are you? What are you doing down here?
I am Bolfrid the Gold.
The gold.
Yes. We were told to meet Zachariah.
Who the heck is Zachariah?
I tried.
You don't be. You shouldn't be here. Go away.
All right. I don't like that. I kick
You
the
hear.
door. I try and kick
You
the
hear.
door.
That's the tone of the
The lock already.
Are you picking the lock?
Listen to the conversation.
Are you listening to the conversation as you pick the lock, or just listening to the
Nobody
conversation?
asked me to pick a lock.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
And then you
Oh,
hear.
did you?
So there's a
and
gem inside it.
No, you have to like
Dear
say no.
Nibs, could you pick the lock?
All right. Wait, is it even locked?
it is.
I didn't know I was looting. All right, I'll try to pick it.
You have thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check with advantage then, because you have thieves' tools.
Yay.
13.
To be fair, it's your first time using them.
Yeah.
You're just like.
How's this work again?
You actually
My
watch
thieves'
him
tools are two
spend
daggers.
about a minute while this little grunting is going on in the background, just looking at his thieves' tools, like trying to. He's organizing them. He's like,
Oh, man, with these.
he looks a little confused as he looks at certain parts of them,
Take your time.
and then you hear footsteps coming back. Chick, 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 chick. So you can come in. You gotta put your weapons away.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Right. Did you put your weapons away?
Yep.
Do you
Yeah.
guys actually put your weapons away?
Well, mine's just a walking stick.
Surely
Harmless
wouldn't.
walking stick.
Yeah, surely wouldn't.
What about everybody else?
That's a 3-pronged
Oh,
club.
man, it is
Shaver
walking
candelabra.
stick.
And he shuts it. Do you put? You hear a bunch of as he unlocks the door. Do you stow your
What's
weapons?
the game here? Are we?
I don't know, we're mean friends.
Do you stow your weapons or do you keep them out?
Why are you saying everybody's
I'm like-
evil? Or
Well, mine is light, so I'm just like.
Your mace?
Yeah.
You're holding your
Make
mace.
it
Your
really
mace of
bright
light?
like it's a torch.
Well, I got my battle axe on my back. I got my shield.
Wait, he opened the
Morphic.
door?
Not yet. You can
Oh.
hear him. You can hear him unlocking
Wrap
unlock
some
mechanisms.
cloth around your
You
gotta
got
just rush
I think I want to just get him right in the nose.
Wait, this,
and then you hear.
I was waiting for
this
the
is like
pick
his
to go
brother or
through the
something.
slot.
And, you hear, and the door starts to open. Are you attacking him?
Yes.
Okay, roll initiative.
Right in the nose.
Roll initiative.
Yep.
Imagine that. Someone else in the party creating this.
psychopath?
All right, make some space and don't look over here.
Don't look.
I know. I like
Okay,
this.
what do you got?
I would
Four.
have refu- I was gonna refuse to put my weapons away. I got like 8 on
17.
me.
What do you got?
Love is.
7.
Let me take this away. Oh, look. Nice.
No more.
Get out of the way.
I mean,
He screamed.
You got a 17.
It's gonna adjust this slightly though, because
You got
7.
yeah.
What'd you get?
4. I rolled a 1.
Bolfrid the
on my chair.
Okay.
why? So you can see this better.
Yeah.
I can move this If it's
If you could move it.
well, how much further?
Forward.
Like
Almost.
okay, let's make it a little harder for
Almost
me. But
We'll help.
Okay, we'll
I'll
help.
deal with that.
On this sword?
No, leave that there.
Oh.
Look, there's stairs and everything.
Oh, he's blocking the door over there? The door
I
over
don't
there?
need these.
I love this stuff.
This is the door that you're at right now. So put your guys where you think they are.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Mia.
Yeah, obviously you're up front.
Yeah, I'm up front. I'm immediately. Well, I'm taking like a preemptive strike kind of
How
thing.
close are you to the door?
Well, it's not a surprise.
Well, I'm
attack.
close. I
You're-
was
you're
with
going
Mia
for an
at
attack.
the
You
door.
roll initiative.
But you, I would have.
Everybody
I would
I was with
assume-
Maya at the door, but I would have
But I
to make
readied
room
it
for
for
you.
when he opened
Yeah,
the
I would
door.
assume we'd be at the door right now.
I'll let you take your strike. Down.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to use this guy for the half-orc model. So he's right
He-Man.
here. This door is open. I'm just going to take it off. There we are. You don't see anything further than that. Well, that's not true. Everything's very well lit.
Great.
People trying to make a life down here. We'll kill them.
How dare you ask me to put my weapon away?
Well, yeah, I got like 8. I got 4 javelins, 2 hand axes, a battle axe or great axe, and the mithril, or not the mithril, but the pick.
This is all you can see. There's just a couple. That's pretty.
Just
near
a
what they
few
look like,
well-armored
actually.
big guys.
Do we see any like? Oh, they're wearing the same type of clothing the cultists were.
No.
Oh, that's too
No,
bad.
they're just people in the basement.
Release the murder hobos.
Even Nibs is like, come on.
Are they?
All right, I'll kill him.
If you
Is everybody rolling initiative?
Yep, we're good.
All right, work it out.
We already did.
Oh goodness, you're fast.
What do you mean? That took us forever.
Took a little bit.
Did it really?
Well, yeah, we
This
just,
is the
we
yeah.
set this
These
up.
are we now
Oh,
we're
this part,
actual
yeah.
murder hobos.
It happens.
These guys are down in the 4th level. It's like so dangerous here.
And this is an old crypt.
And nothing we've encountered since those paladins or whatever from the church has been good.
Can I have the?
So they're guilty by simply being here.
By association.
I agree.
You associate them with the dark.
I don't know. Those the relics were left alone.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm the evil one here.
The relics.
As far as I
Oh,
see,
we're all bad guys. I get it.
as far as I see, maybe this is their family crypt, and you just came in and started defiling it, kicking down the doors.
No,
No, that can't be it.
that's not what happened.
That's not my internal monologue.
I didn't see it that way at all.
Not my head cannon.
Sorry, give me a second.
I think we either ring of water walking or ring of free action. If it's water walking, you're not getting it.
If it's water walking, I deserve it.
I know you do. That's why you're not getting it.
You don't want me to drown.
I know, but that's why you're not getting it.
I get water walking in a couple levels anyway. I think it's like level 6 or 7.
think
I
I'm
can
good.
run on water and
I'm
walls.
going to
And,
donate this to the Church of Kalina
nice.
or Samara.
Here for all your drowning clerics.
They can go deeper
I
into
have
the
a perfect
catacombs.
model for
Purge further.
what you're about to
Which
see.
are we looking for?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you when you need to
I'm
know.
going to see it in 2 seconds. So we
Not
find-
yet. Okay. So tell me the. I just need to know the initiative numbers. So Ren, what did you get?
17.
Then Nibs,
I got 16.
Wilfred to gold.
7.
Nice. And Mia.
4.
Now we'll say you had ready the attack.
Yes.
So go ahead, make your attack. No advantage or anything though.
Yep.
1 boop to the face.
20 total.
20. Okay, you bop him.
Boop.
On the nose.
Yep. Which is 4 damage, but I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Totally worth it.
Yeah, but I can include a strike as a bonus action, an unarmed strike, so that's gonna be another 5.
Did they hit him with the unarmed?
Oh, if it hits, yeah, it does. 19.
So how much damage in total?
9.
That's not terrible.
No.
It
You're
could have been
fighting
worse.
That unarmed.
9 damage in total?
Yep.
That's 10. All right. So you come around that corner, or he opens the door and immediately is greeted by your quarterstaff. Just
Right in
bam!
in the
Thump!
nose.
And he kind of just falls back a little bit.
You say oops.
No.
Oops.
And the rest of you still had your weapons out? Or had you stowed them?
Well, my mace was out at like
So
a
you still had
torch.
your mace? You're like, yeah, it's a torch, I swear.
Or-
I still have my.
And you-
I put mine away.
All right, so you're... Nibs is the only respectful person.
Like, what's wrong with you people? We just robbed them. These were talking about a little respect.
Oh, okay, so we'll start the round now.
You take their gold or you take their lives. You don't do both.
Rin,
Your gold
you're up.
or your life.
Yeah, I'm really torn here.
Gold and your life.
He looks.
bad.
It is a big half orc. It's a huge, burly half orc.
And he has a weapon.
Yeah, well, not pulled.
Oh, but he could.
Yeah, he totally does.
Stop him.
No, he's got a what looks like a big sword on his belt, but he does not have it out. And he seems like a couple daggers too. But other than that, he wasn't armed when he got smacked in the face. He seems more surprised than hurt, though.
Grapple him.
I'm going to ready an action so that if he does, I'm going to ready a Toll the Dead on him, so that on his turn, if he doesn't do anything but surrender, he's.
Are you going to yell at him to surrender?
I will. Can I do that?
Of course.
Okay.
You can talk.
So, I tell him to lay down his arms, step away from the door, and yeah.
All right, so he's still a little surprised. So it's not his turn yet. Nibs.
And I'll ready if.
Yeah, you got to read the toll.
Yeah, I draw a short sword and shove it into his gut.
Oh, what? Look at you making us feel guilty. You're making us feel guilty, and then it's
You
like,
just hit the half orc with a stick. I'm right there. I'm like, I gotta kill him before he kills me. Wow. 16. 18.
That's a hit.
I can't see. Is Maya beside you? So you can get. Oh boy.
He moved through my space.
15. Piercing.
Gut.
Right into his gut, eh?
So you just come up and you slice. He actually mostly. You actually get his leg mostly. You just like you pierce right through one of his legs, and you just like, oh! And you like looks confused, but that confusion then turns to a look of rage.
I know that one. I ain't done yet.
But you're not done yet.
No, okay.
What are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna use a bonus action to disengage.
You move back. She's like, ha! And then you run back.
Yeah.
Back between the legs.
Oh no, he's not dead.
Buffering.
He's not dead.
He's not dead.
That's a lot of health.
Yeah, he looks hurt, but at the same time, once again, he looks more angry than hurt.
I hope they're all that tough.
More angry than hurt.
More angry than hurt.
After
If you
23
could,
damage.
if you could give an objective number to the angriness that he has
We have
compared
to
to
kill
the
the
hurt that he
witnesses
has,
now.
higher anger than hurt. But friend of gold, you got the same initiative as somebody.
It's up to
You roll 11 higher, and you can go first. D20.
I got a 10, so.
Nope. All right. So with a roar, he pulls out his sword and immediately hacks at Mia.
Okay, I Toll the Dead on him then.
He's not giving up. He failed it. Rolled a 7.
12 damage.
12 necrotic damage.
Yeah, guys, you never get. I got a minute for a second.
He actually looks pretty bad now. He looks like he's just aged a couple of years. He's just like.
We're not supposed to kill these ones.
You can
Yeah, we are.
see him kind of like a bit of he's bare chested.
Give me the cards. Where's the things?
What's what?
The initiative things.
Oh, I'll give you 2. Just give me a second. I'm not there. Oh yeah. Opus Bright half orc for that guy. So put him after Belfry the Gold.
It's like.
Yeah. So as you told the dead, you can see him just kind of shrink back a bit and grunt, and he looks pretty injured at this point. And so then he brings down his sword onto Mia. 19.
Yep.
Shrug like a. Psh, you
Yeah.
ain't touching this. Or was that a hit?
No,
That was a hit.
Wait,
Yeah.
my AC didn't go up from that berry, right?
No.
Well, yeah.
That's right.
Does your Constitution
No.
make your? Is
No,
it,
No, his wisdom does.
well, yeah, because
Oh, wisdom.
Do we have
for
wisdom
you,
berries?
Yeah, wisdom berries.
I feel like this group.
Those are the
slowly
bluey. Those are the
lacks
bluey
some
berries.
wisdom.
Those are the bluey berries.
Wisey berries?
The bluey berries.
The bluey berries?
Yeah.
So it is at 18 from the unarmed strike, but just not enough.
Yeah.
I
No,
think you
no.
mean the strawberry?
Straw Brewery.
It does 8 damage with the
Okay.
sword, and then immediately swings it back at you again. Oh, that one only 11,
Okay.
so it does not do any damage. He does reach for his dagger, but he doesn't quite pull it out yet. He's only able to draw his one weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's just in a rage. Like he's quite angry.
Alright, Miserable Boy, you're up.
Oh, I'm up now? Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just, after that, attack, and then turn it into a second unarmed strike as well. Or not turn it into a second, just one unarmed strike, so. Well, that was a crit fail. On the quarterstaff.
That's okay.
No? Okay. And it's a 17 on the
Okay,
unarmed strike.
on the unarmed strike. So as you fumble forward, his hit you pretty hard, and so as you try to fumble back with your attack, you swing wild with it. And as you go in for the punch, you think that you're about to land, but he actually uses the side of his sword to back your hand away.
Knock me.
And you can feel yourself get parried by the sword that he had out.
Wow, so that's 17 didn't even land.
Yeah, the 17 did not land, but it feels like it's because of the parrying that the 17 did not land.
It's a reaction ability.
That's cool.
Okay.
Not everybody has it.
Anything else you're gonna do?
He's got some martial prowess.
Yes, he does. These
Wow,
people
and it's
are
just a one-man
serious.
hallway here, right? Okay, my AC's up again at 18, so I'm gonna stay. I'll hold the position for now.
Okay. Rin. Oh, let's go to any more guys.
The other ones, they kind of look down the hallway, and so it actually is their
They
turn.
can't believe it's happening.
I know.
I'm just gonna call them thugs, for lack of a better word.
See, they're bad.
Stereotyping.
We're all kind of thugs here.
This is how you perceive them.
Yeah.
Thug life.
This is how you perceive them. They look like thugs.
You all got
They
shades
just-
on.
right now, you're trying to
They go
shape
after
the
me.
world around you to make you
So-
feel okay about what you
yeah.
just did.
Wait, where'd they go?
Which means they also go
The bottom.
or the top at the same.
Nope, they're at bottom.
From the top to the bottom, from the bottom to the top.
You see the one kind of glance back over its shoulder in the direction that you can't see, and the other one doesn't move. It kind of looks back, it shrugs its shoulders, and you hear some words, but you can't really make them out because right now all you hear is the grunting and smashing of all these different weapons, and Balfridigal is distracted by a little halfling running between his legs and casting spells and all of that. But the person doesn't run forward immediately. Okay, so back to Rin.
So the half orc's still up.
Yeah, he looks
I
hurt.
didn't do anything to him that time.
Looks.
He looks hurt, and he looks really angry.
I will toll him again. Because that's how
That's what you
creative
do.
I am.
I failed it.
1. That went from
It
12
all balances out.
to 1.
Averages across the.
Anything else you're gonna do?
No. No, that's my action, so pretty happy with where I am. I can't see me, but are you happy with where I am?
You're directly behind me. You're relatively safe.
Okay. I just keep pushing her
I mean,
forward.
you're in front of me. So you're in a good spot.
Who's next?
It's me. I'm gonna drop that sword, pull up my crossbow, take a hide action behind my good buddy Balfridigal there.
Oh,
I-
I didn't do
Oh, I rolled an 8.
8 total?
Yeah.
I missed.
He notices you.
Okay, well, let's take a shot at him then with my
okay.
crossbow.
Normal.
10.
So that's a miss.
Okay.
And it's not high enough to hit anybody in between, so. Nobody's AC is 10 or less right now, right?
Nope. Over here.
Alright, so you try to hide, and he just kind of looks over at you, and you're like, "Whoa!" And you shoot the bolt, and it just crashes into the ceiling next to him. And that's it?
That's it.
Okay. So then from around the corner, casually walks.
I don't think it's casual.
Now, this is models imperfect. It's a tiefling female.
Uh-oh.
Stops right there. Actually, let me check where it's going to stop. Give me a
I
second.
haven't killed the first one yet.
Yeah, we're good right there.
Spellcaster or something.
Walks over next to the guard or whatever it happens to be, and shouts down the hallway, "Zug, what is going on?" And it's just you can see she's standing there totally calmly, like totally unfazed by the fact that there's 4 people beaten on who she called Zug. And you see one thing you do notice is that she does start an incantation, but she does not cast it. She starts it.
You got a card.
Huh?
You got a card for her?
I do. She's at initiative 15, so after Nibs. So I'm just going to write
It's up to you to talk her down.
she.
I missed my last. I forgot to do something on my last turn.
What do you
That's
mean?
fine.
What, rage?
No, it was just because it was between me and the Zug guy or the thugs, and we did him. And I didn't do my turn, but I didn't really have.
Oh, we
any,
didn't do your
Oh,
turn.
I didn't have any plan for my turn though either.
Oh, yeah, we just skipped your turn. Oh, that's right, because
It was roll 11 or higher. and I go,
yes, that's
yeah.
right. He goes first. So the half-orc's actually above Balfridigal. That's what
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
So switch Balfridigal to half-orc. If you want to take your turn right now, you can.
Is there any? I can't see from here. Is there even any room for me to get up there?
There is
There
now,
is.
because Nibs ducked behind.
Okay,
Which
well.
would happen first?
Well, I'll move up beside Mia, I suppose.
Yeah, you can take. We'll retroactively take your turn.
Okay. What I would have done is moved up beside Mia. Jeez, I don't even know. I always hate the murder hoboing, but at this point they're attacking us now. Maybe attack them first. Well, I'm not gonna rage, but I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna recklessly attack and tell him to calm down.
Yeah, calm down with his
Calm down. Ah, jeez. I got a 15.
A 15. That's a hit.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Rolled a 6.
Boop. That's 8 piercing damage, though. You know, trying to make it.
Okay. So that's before all this happens. So,
Right.
Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm just telling him to calm down, smack him in the side or whatever.
Simmer down as we
Yeah,
stab.
so she comes around the corner and she yells, "Zug, what is happening?" And then she kind of narrows her eyes and you can see her kind of hold something in her hand. You see some white, blue swirling coming around her hand, and then she just kind of glares over in your general direction.
It's the half-orc's turn.
Now would be half-orc turn, yeah.
Yeah.
That would
now-
be his turn.
Okay, so now, yeah, because she went.
Yep, that's right.
He swings at you again. He hasn't quite. You see him slow down. He'll do his first attack. He won't do his second attack. The first attack misses, but he kind of just steps back for a second, and
Oh, he's
as
giving us the opening.
he glances back,
How far?
not enough to do an opportunity attack. Actually, you know what? Yeah, he steps back 5 feet. Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
All right. That's 21.
It's a hit.
Okay.
The monk. Restrain the monk.
8.
Bloodthirsty.
She is. She,
8
she
damage.
does have a little bit of an
Did you want to
anger
take
issue.
an opportunity attack? Feel free to go.
No, after I told him to calm down, I struck at him and he backed off, so
Okay.
I'm good.
So as he backs off and you lash out, you see the tiefling's eyes light up, and then she unleashes this huge blast of cold down the hallway that envelops all of you, and it's just ridiculously cold. Everybody, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
17. Y'all got like
Just
plus
hold on
4.
to it. Just hold on to it.
No, you-
I need some
Clutch!
dice.
Clutch!
I need some dice. I'll just roll these.
How many
dice.
d6s is this?
If it's a cone of cold, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
I think it's 20. Oh yeah. 20. Yeah, he's got to make the save too. Okay. Who got 14 or higher?
Oh, jeez.
I was in front.
You deserve it. You take 22 cold damage.
The rest take
The rest
11.
of you take 11.
Okay.
That's a. Are you?
That's
you're-
just enough to put
Yeah,
me at
he's
0
KO'd.
now.
You're
Right
Oh,
at
good.
0.
She listened. She's part of the team. Someone restrained the monk for us.
So this huge blast of cold comes down. You can see the half orc just like oof, it smashes into him, but he doesn't look too good. And Maya just drops to the ground, or Mia just drops to the ground, and the rest of you can you feel it just
Frozen
blast
solid.
over you. You're not frozen solid. Only if it kills you, there's a freezing
I
solid.
see.
Creature killed by the spell becomes a frozen statue.
Is she ready to action or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she had
That's
ready.
what she did in case
Yeah.
something attacked.
Yeah.
Cone of Cold is such a cool spell.
All right, lie down, Mia, right there.
Happily.
So that
Happily,
just
I'm
ripped
sorry.
right through you all, and you can all feel this freezing coldness.
I can't.
It's fine. Just lie her down the best you
There
can.
you go.
So Wilfried the Gold. Now
You're
it's
up.
your turn. What are you gonna
Part-time diplomat.
do?
Well, I didn't want to enter a rage because at that point it's very kind of like unstoppable fighting. But jeez, I just got hit by a cone of cold, but he backed off.
You do what you gotta do.
It's freezing cold.
What's he gonna do?
You don't know if that would necessarily. I could give you if you're looking for a role playing reason not to go into a rage.
Right.
That's freezing cold.
Yeah.
You're not hurt because you took slashing or piercing. You're hurt because you're frozen. You're like ah, it's cold. It wouldn't necessarily make you angry. It would make you cold.
Yeah. So
You can just feel it rip right through your constitution.
arms up in the air, like ready to attack. And I see like none of them look overly aggressive, like charging at me in this like real time. So I'm like, who are you? We're not here to kill you.
That's what you yell.
Yeah.
Okay, Mia, give me a death saving throw.
Jeez.
Oh, I was taken down to exactly 0,
Yeah.
right?
Still
Okay.
that's-
Yeah, just making sure.
Is that a 1?
No, it's an 8.
Okay, so you failed your first death
Yep.
saving throw. So first, you can go
Yep.
ahead and mark off.
Yeah,
And at
I
this-
got it. I got it.
You got it.
I got it.
Thugs.
And at this point, I look over. She's like, not moving. I'm like, oh, geez.
The other one moves up next to the tiefling, but they both kind of stand there. They both ready crossbows though,
Ooh,
and you can see them actually like cock them up and hold them in place,
put my
pointing
shield
down the hallway at you guys.
my face.
Back to Rin.
You are
So, I'm sorry, did the half-orc back off? Is
Yeah.
that-
Yeah.
That's why.
And Mia smacked it when it wasn't looking.
I told him to calm down, and he backed off after I gave him a claw.
He swung at Mia one more time, but you could kind of see that he was like, it was more like a, "Arr," and he grunted and started to move back.
So-
Mia then went for a gut shot.
They look like they're giving us an opportunity to not fight here.
Yes,
right?
it looks clear that they could have shot and they didn't.
I'm going to
And
just...
it also looked clear that she could have cast that spell faster than she did, but didn't.
I'm just going to... I'm going to heal our friend here. I'm not casting a spell against you, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on...
Okay. And you get the maximum, right?
Yeah,
Level 1?
Well, yeah, level 1.
So what are you giving her, 11 or 12?
12.
All right, you're getting 12 hit points. You
Great.
come back. You waken up.
But I also leave my hand on her. I'm like, don't move.
Okay.
Got it. I'm gonna go pick up my short sword and say goodbye.
So you run back out into the hallway?
I just run.
Oh, they don't shoot at you. Okay, so it comes back to her, and she looks calmly at you guys again, and and she just yells out. So are all of you? Will any of you on your turns become like make attacks? That's the question.
No, I've met my match.
I'm gonna keep a defensive stance, like shield up, like for the crossbow bolts.
You just gotta.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, my shield
You're not
is-
disarming yourselves.
No, but I'm certainly not attacking.
Okay.
And I'll definitely yell over. I'm definitely not giving up any of my weapons, though.
And then she just looks down the hallway. She's like, "Well, that's interesting. Zug, why did you attack them when they came in?" "I did not attack them. They attacked me. The little girl, she attacked me first."
She's a little impetuous, I suppose. I liked it though.
"Oh, never mind. You might actually work just fine. Come on in." And with that, she turns her back and she walks back into the room out of your sight.
What are you doing in here?
What about the crossbows? They get lowered.
Yeah, they lower their crossbows.
As they lower the crossbow, I lower my shield. I'm watching. If they lower,
And at this point, don't worry about the miniatures.
okay.
And the Zug, who's now, he's bruised, slashed, he's like clutching his leg as he's going back. He turns, anytime he looks at it, he's glaring.
He's taken over 50 points of
Actually, I
damage.
slapped
He's
him on the back.
stronger
I'm like,
than
that
any
was
of us.
impressive.
And you follow him, and he's just like,
Yeah.
"Don't push it, half orc." And
Wait, the full work?
no, he's half orc.
You never go full orc.
Yeah, he's definitely hurt. You can see he's holding. He's like staunching a wound that's currently bleeding, and you can see that the coldness has frozen all his chest hairs to his body, and he walks back. And you're
Zug
following.
not getting hit by that cone of cold or
He did.
whatever. Oh,
He did.
He did.
He did.
He took a pretty big hit.
He took-
Wow! He
he's
almost died.
He's taken like over 50.
He almost died.
If I'm my math
So
right.
now's the time to take him then.
Yeah, you could kill him right now, quite easily.
No.
His back is to you. I'll even give you advantage on the attack.
I'll keep.
Come on, he ran away. He's out of range.
Yeah.
I'll keep going about how that was a good fight. I enjoyed that a little bit.
Murderer.
Come on. You gotta have a little fun there.
He doesn't look very happy. So do we all follow him back except for Nibs? What do the two of you do? You're getting up. You're just like,
Yeah, I'm keeping
"Oh."
I'm keeping my eyes to the floor out of shame.
What's the half-orc's name again?
Zug.
I'm like, Zug, I'll cast a... Did anyone else get hurt?
Oh, yeah, I took.
Yeah,
I'm at
everybody-
30.
I can...
I don't need your help. I'll be fine.
Where are you? Wait, I asked him where he's from. Where are you from, Zug?
Oh, you want to have conversation now?
Scott Rudin.
I'm just kind of curious. I'm not half orc. I don't see half orcs all that
No,
much.
just shut it.
Okay.
And he just walks back into the room.
I
As you
shrug.
enter the room, you notice a few things. There is definitely a throne. Now, the terrain doesn't quite do
We're best
everything
friends now.
justice.
So the throne isn't covered in skulls like this one.
It is actually.
Oh.
Yeah, it is actually. This throne is covered in skulls, and you notice that there's more relic. There's in this room in particular. It's not. It looks like some sort of. You know what I mean? It looks like a throne room of sorts, like it's been repurposed into that. There are tables on the sides, And in the room, there's more of these thug-looking guys, like the just bare-chested, strong. Most of them are human though. The one only half orc is Zug. But you also notice flanking the throne are a couple skeletons standing there.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
just standing there with each of them has a shield and
That's a problem.
a long sword. And her back is to you as she walks up to the throne. And then she turns around and she sits back on the throne, just kind of lazily, as you come in. And she's like, "You sure know how to put on a show. Is that how you enter anybody's home?"
Well, I guess.
Yes.
A little suspicious down here, you got to admit.
Well, sure. I'm just as suspicious as you.
You shouldn't ask us to... Well, yeah, don't ask us to put our weapons away.
Right, because when you go into somebody's house, you should be fully armed without any consequences.
Down here, maybe.
One thing you notice as you're going, you do notice these hallways, and as you look down the one hallway, you see a skeleton just walk by. Like, out of sight. Like, from out of sight to out of sight.
Oh, what was that?
And she kind of looks over at you, Brother Rim, glances at your armor, and she's like, "Oh, you're awfully far from home." She seems very casual.
Nor am I comfortable in the domain of a necromancer.
Ha!
Necromancer.
Kalina. Oh, it's so ignorant. The dead should remain dead. You only have one life to live. Why? Do you even ask your goddess why she would have that rule? Have you ever thought about what her motivations might be to have this rule in place? Why not permit those to have a second life? Those that earn it, those that deserve it. Why should they be done after just one life?
To live again cheapens the first.
Perhaps. Or perhaps the first was already cheap as it was, and it's time to have a second one.
She's got to go.
What about second chances? How come you wanted to heal your friend?
Am I
Why
close
not?
to-
Why not let?
Is Nim's in the room? Is he close
No,
enough?
you're
Okay.
back there.
This
Are
is all
you,
making a lot of sense to me.
My-
are you creeping in? Or are you going to stay back in the hallway?
Is the door closed?
No.
Well, I'm getting close, but not. I don't want to be seen.
So you're just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth check. So you're kind of staying out of the way.
12.
Okay. Nobody seems to notice you yet.
Okay, do I hear any of this?
Yeah, you can kind of hear this
Okay,
going down the hallway.
this is important.
It's like, yeah, what if your second life is better than your first? What if you make nothing of the first? Should they not be permitted a second chance?
That's
Really? What if somebody's life is cut short when they were young?
That's true.
Yeah, what if they die when they're born? Is that really it? Is that the end of everything? Oh, the
There's
justice.
no
the
room for a mortal to question an immortal.
Oh,
He's right.
that is true. That is true.
Anagram is also right.
Yeah.
Kalina's choices are beyond your understanding, which...
Oh, I think they're probably more beyond your understanding. But that's neither here nor there. You see, you've come at an opportune time. At this point, you hear a big growl behind you.
Oh, I turn
And
around.
you turn around. As you turn around, you can look up, and you can see that there's a second level with a banister, and there's stairs leading up to it. And looking, kind of curiously looking over the hallway down at you, is this enormous creature, and it's got these two huge horns, and its mouth just full of teeth, and its hands are currently resting on the banister, and you can see that they have these
They look
long
like paws or
claws.
they hands?
Like long claws, and it's just like, and it looks down at you, and you realize it's been there the whole time, and just this is the first time it's made a noise, and it's just sitting there. Nobody seems to care that it's right there, and it's just looking down.
I've definitely never seen that before.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything you've noticed. At a closer inspection, you do see stitches along parts of it.
I go up to Zug. As you guys are having your philosophical argument, I will ask Zug.
You can see right now he's at one of the tables grabbing bandages and bandaging up his
There's
wounds.
no philosophical argument. There's a right and a wrong conversation here.
I ask Zug, what is that? I'm curious. Out of curiosity.
That breed, the master's pet.
His name is
No, that'd be the pet.
Pet.
I don't know what she calls it.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
So what are you doing here?
Good enough for me.
Oh, I don't think that needs to bother you. This is my home.
What?
But I have a proposal for you. It so happens that Zug here is having troubles with a little infestation that we want dealt with. Apparently, some upstart person is trying to cause trouble down in this level of the catacombs. No doubt you are aware of it, which maybe would explain your presence here. Although why the two of you choose to have a... Where's the third one that was with you? And at that, one of the thugs looks down the hallway. Right there!
Flip him off.
12 wasn't high enough. And so one of them just clearly points at you. He's like, skulking in the corners, you can come out. I won't hurt you.
No, I'm good.
Perhaps. I'll be more generous than your friend here, that is for sure.
Well, the Bryn?
Are
do you
you
mean, my
there?
friend?
Did you come in?
Sure. I'm in.
So you just walk in.
Well, they saw me. What did I do?
Well, the four of you were fighting kind of overtly in the hallway when she looked around the corner and blasted you all. So she knew you were around at least. And she's like, well, I happen to have an infestation problem that Zug here seems to be a little too inept to deal with. There's a lot of them, all right? And they've got boars. Just why would they bring boars all the way down here? And she's like, whatever. So regardless of our religious differences, if you're willing to do some work for us, we probably can help each other with your current cause. I assume you're down here to stop the current infestation of cultists, if I'm right?
You have nothing to do with these cultists?
Oh, come on. That is far beneath my station. I have been down here much longer than they have. In my home. This is my home. Did you not know that? Did you not see the symbol outside? She holds up and you can see a ring on her hand, and that matches a symbol that's on the top of the door. It's like, you are literally in my home. This is my family. Well, except for Zug, but Zug's adopted. And I guess my guards... Well, it doesn't matter. These are my family, she motions to the skeletons that are standing next to her. And if you're willing to do something for us, we can make each other's journeys a lot easier.
Like actual family? Like these are your predecessors?
Well, some are predecessors, some are...
That's cool.
They're not.
Post-decessors.
They're abominations.
Ancestors.
Well, we can agree to disagree there. Or we can disagree that you're really wrong and have a very narrow vision of what life actually even means. For example, you never answered my question. Why did you heal your friend back there? Why not leave her in Kalina's grasp? In Kalina's arms? Why not let her just finish her life?
Hey, look at me like that.
They're speaking true here.
I walk up, I give him the nudge.
Sid, can you answer that question? Oh, holy cleric of Kalina who believes only one life, and yet you extend it at all costs.
I think he's brought me back like 3 times.
Right. Why would he do that if you only have one life to live and it's all in Kalina's hands? And what happens when that life is over?
Kalina
Should you not embrace?
If Kalina wanted my friend, she could have taken her.
But you denied her that choice.
Taking.
Did you not? By invoking the very name that does not want to have another life, you granted more life. What is the difference? So she had not yet fully died according to your definitions. Where's that line drawn? How do you tell when it's too far and Kalina has taken them?
You know where the line is drawn, Witch.
You see, I have learned that line is much blurrier than you might happen to be. And though you even try to use insulting words to me, it doesn't bother me. I've seen far beyond into eternity than you could ever grasp in your puny little mortal one-life mind. So, the rest of you, though, maybe your brother friend here has some trouble. But are you interested in a proposition that will make your way?
Him, he's simple-minded.
That'll make your way a lot easier. If you can just clear up one little problem for me in the meantime, I can promise you some very powerful help in your final journey towards.
How about gold?
We won't
sure, I
ally.
can give you gold.
We won't ally with the undead.
Oh, you don't have to ally with me. You just perform a function that would actually be helping the city of Harinburg, anyways.
That's what we're all about, helping people.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I thought.
You sound a
Noble
little-
halfling.
You sound a little cryptic.
Oh, you want me to make clear? Oh, it's actually quite clear. About half a mile from here, there is a kobold camp. That kobold camp is in my way. I would like it destroyed.
In your way of what?
Every last one of them. You don't have to worry about those details. All I will tell you is that if you complete this for me and come back, I will gift you some items that will help you along your way.
Deal.
You've already found one item of interest in here, I understand. I can sense it in your pocket.
No, you don't.
And, I thought you were a noble halfling.
I am.
Then why would you lie to me?
I'm not lying.
Give me a deception roll.
There we go.
There is a game.
22.
22? She looks confused. She's like, oh. Okay. My senses sometimes can be wrong.
You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
I apologize.
understand.
I apologize.
Not a problem.
So, do we have any interest here?
Yep.
I've already seen your capabilities. If you're able to take on Zug, then obviously you can handle it yourselves.
100% handle this for you.
So you're saying, you know where the cultists are located?
Well, yes.
And you're not affiliated
So
with
do
them.
we.
Oh, now you insult me, young woman. I of course am not. Do I look like I have the garb of Delgor? Oh, if there's a god you don't want to follow, Kalina might be, but Delgor is.
You know of Delgor?
Of course. You mean you've come all this way and you do not know of Delgor?
We'll see. Yeah.
Stop letting her mess with your mind.
No, I like this woman.
You hate the undead,
And
but the
one-
enemy of our enemy.
Right.
No.
He's our enemy, I think. or
But we
something.
don't
classic-
need her.
This is a proverb.
We clear the kobolds so that she can go and desecrate more graves.
We'll definitely do this for you.
Well, wait. And you say the kobolds are on the way to where we're trying to go?
No, they're not in your way.
Okay, let me tell you.
You could probably find a way around them.
Kobolds are a good, fun fight.
Yeah.
I love fighting kobolds.
Plus they're evil and we're all noble and stuff, and we're moving from
There used to be near our village.
evil,
There was a
good.
kobold camp.
Surely we can be
Best
beyond
hunt of my
those,
life.
those things. Life, death, all these things are constructs of
This scar,
society and
this
of
scar
the
right here,
mortal mind.
kobold crossbow. Never forget that. It was a good shot.
If you want a sack of gold in it, I'll throw in a sack of gold. Those things have very little value down here anyways.
Well,
Okay.
I apologize, but these items do interest me a little bit. Why don't we see them?
See what?
These items you promised.
Oh, well, they're not any particular items that I already have. I can create them for you according to your needs.
How long will that take?
Well,
That's
Oh, not very long at all. I have all the resources I need right where we are.
Okay. Yeah, we're
well,
definitely
that
doing
makes
this.
me a little suspicious, but like,
I can, well, if it helps as well, I can, in top of that, if you want some gold, I could
Yep.
also give you some potions that we have here.
Why would you take yes for an answer?
I am taking yes. I just see the glare right behind you. When I
mind
look
me.
at your eyes, I feel the
I told
glare
you he's a simple
of your
thing.
self-righteous brother.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
well, I'm not a greedy individual, and I like Brother Rin,
Right.
so I tend to go to
Golden
his
potions.
side.
If you take
Items.
if you take this up with her, Kalina doesn't help.
I think it hasn't been much help anyway.
No heals, Nibs. Nothing.
Nibs on the hills. I'm a paladin.
No blessings.
We'll take care of these kobolds.
Gosh. I just like killing kobolds. I just want to fight kobolds.
We
I
don't need to for what
just-
we're sent here for.
can we do it after? Can we do it
Why don't
after?
we just put
The
you
only
vote then?
reason we're even having this conversation with her is because her magic outguns what we have. Because if it didn't outgun what we had, we'd run her over
And take her
and do
things.
away with her minions and take the items she has anyway.
Right, but because we
That
can't.
is very true.
But-
Those are true words. Would you like to try?
But because we can't, we just do the thing and then we get the.
I
we
will.
get the
I
stuff.
will even let you take the first strike. I will sit back, order my minions to put their crossbows on the floors, and then we can go.
That's an arrogance much higher than my arrogance. I
If,
like it.
if you defeat me,
We should put this to a vote. Killing
no
kobolds?
then you can have all the riches
Kobold killing?
in my family's tomb here.
How is this a time-sensitive task?
Well,
Yes.
yes, but I don't understand. Do you mean you want to go and fight what you're looking to fight without my help, and then come back so that I can help you fight the fight that you're looking to fight?
These people, they're not. Can I join your group?
See now,
That hurts, Nibs.
I almost
I'm not gonna lie to you.
there's obviously a conflict of interest here. I would like to go with Brother Rin, finish the task I already started, because I like to kind of finish one thing at a time. I don't like to put it off to the side, and then I can follow my own personal quest that I'm trying to accomplish. Maybe you can help me with that. I doubt it, but I could always ask. And then Brother Rin can go and be with his temple, and then I could come back, work with Zug, and we can go kill some kobolds.
Well, that all sounds fine, but it doesn't really help you in your immediate quest.
No, but I don't think we can do anything about that.
Well, it's up to you. I will let you walk out of here just fine. Zug might be a little upset at me, but
She's
I can
giving
handle
us
it.
a clean shot at her.
Yeah. And a clean slate if we
I'm-
want to walk away without her help.
I will attack the first one of my people to attack her.
Oh boy. I just managed to turn a party.
I can't help her.
Things.
I can't imagine
Would
the Church
you
of Kalina.
would you accept her
Things.
knowledge of where they are, like pinpoint their location, or would you not trust what she says?
It's just a quick cobalt cave.
If it makes you feel any better about it all, you would be furthering your cause much more than you'd be furthering mine.
Yes.
Kalina wants those cultists taken care of. You would be able to take care of them much
Everybody
easier.
gets what they want, especially Nibs.
Yeah, and you would be killing kobolds. Like
My only concern is
the
fact that
kobolds
she
are
could-
actually, they've been infesting more and more under Harinburg.
she
You'd
could
be doing two good
pinpoint.
things for your city in exchange for helping me.
This is like
Said the devil.
I know, right? I don't
I'm just,
trust her.
I'm just trying to
obviously.
appeal to your self-righteousness to help you realize that you can do this and still please Kalina. Kalina, of course, won't be so happy that I get something out of it, but you'll get two things out of it where I only get one thing out
That
of it.
adds up.
The problem is there hasn't really been any hurdles. It's not like we really need help, but it would expedite what we're trying to do.
If only you knew the things that Kalina has done in the past to further her own goals, you'd realize this is not really even beyond her.
Lies.
Oh, if you could see back in the days when the gods were young, still figuring out their own moral philosophies. It wasn't so obvious then what they would want. Only now have they become more immutable.
Is she telling the truth?
Do you want to do an insight
Yeah,
check?
I'm
Yes.
curious.
Go ahead. Do an
She's
insight
like,
check.
now I'm like, wow, how old is she?
I passed it at 16, right?
Oh, geez, I got a 1.
I'm
Whatever.
right?
Wow, she must be ancient. She is ancient. She is the
14.
land.
You believe her.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if saying you believe her is perfectly accurate.
Do you just automatically not
you,
believe her?
you don't
You can
detect
believe her
any-
because she believes
you don't detect
that
any deception.
perspective she's giving you.
This is true.
You don't detect any deception. Let's just put it that way.
Like we got some.
Lady, we're going to do it. He's not going to be happy, but we're going to do it.
I don't.
I can't give you Kalina's help on this.
Well, it'll be pretty hard if you don't all do it together. Zug and
Oh, he'll come, no worries.
Zug and his minions haven't been able to handle them.
There might be a greater. good in this,
wasn't
so
many
There might be a greater good in this, but it's.
Yeah, whatever, Zug. Glad that you here
I
anyways.
don't really trust her. I just like the idea of killing kobolds. That piques me. But I want to finish this task first. But
I like killing necromancers.
I like a good fight. I like a good fight. But I also like. What is? Oh, I can't think of the term.
If we hadn't found her, we would be on our way.
That's what I'm saying. There's no hurdles in our way. We don't even need her
Yet
help.
some greater power put her right in our path.
Nibs,
Yes.
you don't even know greater power.
I think I do.
I'm talking in a general sense.
Perhaps the
here.
greater
No.
power is Delgor. Who knows?
Why don't you? You know what? Why don't you tell us a little bit about Delgor? Because honestly, we know nothing about him.
Yeah.
There's no writing. No writings on. You got to admit, there's no writings on Delgor. What do we know? What do you know about Delgor?
Well, what do you want to know? There's much that you could learn about Delgor.
How old? Like how old is this worship of Delgor? How long ago did he?
Well, we
What is
know
the?
he's
You ever heard of the
old.
Blessed
We know
of
it's old.
Delgor?
Yeah, that's true. When did why are they worshiping Delgor? When did he phase out of common knowledge? If he was ever part of common knowledge.
What's his end goal?
Oh, well, just like all gods, he's boring. He has a very simple end goal, and that is what he believes in, which is disease. Delgor is the god of disease. One of them. There's more than one, of course, but he's a very ancient one. Doesn't seem to get it, though. Much like Kalina. Doesn't seem to get that this very simple task that he's trying to accomplish stops him from accomplishing his own task. If the world was diseased, he'd have everybody dead, and there'd be nobody left to disease.
No one to worship him.
Right. And it's just the people who worship him become diseased and they die. Except for those who are the most hardy, they become the blessed. But even then, they leave a life of not even undeath. You can call them a zombie, but it's more that their brain has rotted away to the disease that Delgor gives them. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's not life. It's not death. It's neither. It's not even an undeath, per se. It's just a horrible, brain-dead existence. And that's his goal, is to spread it. But like all the other maniac gods out there, they don't really see that if they ever succeeded in their goal, that they would actually end everything and not be able to succeed at it anymore. But thankfully, he doesn't have a lot of followers. But apparently, now that I see this, I've been down here for a long time, so I haven't kept up.
Does Delgor have a holy symbol?
It's usually a sickly yellow skull
Yeah.
as his holy symbol. He's worse than the hoity-toity lawful good gods who pretend to know what's good. He doesn't even pretend to know what's wrong. He just does his thing and destroys his own ability to do his thing if he ever succeeded. So, but it's not much more to know about. There's his history of what he's done in the past, but it all is the same. It's the same boring thing. Causes diseases, big diseases, gets defeated by the good who stop his diseases, and then they go on to live their pitiful lives and then end those lives, and then some of those believe they shouldn't even be able to extend those lives that they work so hard to defend. It's just, none of it really makes any sense if you think about it that long. But yeah, Delgor is really not that complicated. One-dimensional god, just like the rest of them.
This has got one-dimensional followers.
Yeah, we want disease, but we'll die. But then we'll be blessed. So what? What does that get them? Right? Right? Where do the followers of Kalina get them? Dead. And then they stay dead. All right, good for you. You accomplished your goal. So why not go around and just kill everybody and make sure they all stay dead?
No sense.
But whatever. Most of the gods don't make any sense.
Yeah, the philosophical stuff's rough. I don't know.
Nibs, Bulfriedegald, I put it to you that if the Church of Kalina found we had worked with a necromancer or anyone that was a supporter of the undead, whether or not they were affiliated with Delgor, it'd be a problem. Like, we may not even get paid. They would take issue with us. Yeah, but that's one of our main goals. We want to help the city, but we also want to get paid. And Brother Rin here is not going to allow any of this to go by without then informing the Church of Kalina.
You just say not aloud?
Can't you imagine the...
So, no.
She's amused by the conversation.
So I'm saying that we should probably, if we care about Brother Rin and the task we've been set at all, go along with his knowledge of the Church of Kalina and maybe not work with these people. If they're giving us an out.
I don't remember the Church of Kalina. They in fact rejected me.
Yeah, I like the irony of a necromancer helping in the quest of Kalina here. I enjoy that, but at the same time, I'm okay just to keep on the path, the beaten path.
I gotta respect a man who will sabotage his own goals out of spite.
Boring, but predictable. Like all other god followers out there.
I just wanted a classic couple like
I like you, lady.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
She's willing to help us because she's a selfish person. It's the same reason she clings on to second lives and third lives, because she's a selfish person. She needs to fulfill her own goals and not look at the broader picture.
Yeah.
As the person who's friends with the person who fills their pockets at every moment.
In truth,
others that start the fights.
What do you say?
She's probably terrified to die.
Probably.
Kill all his falls out.
The finality of it.
Would you like to leave then?
I'm not helping her. I hate to be the...
She pulls out a little vial, and she just, as you're talking, she casually sprinkles a little bit of oil. She rubs on her hand. She says, "If you took nothing, then this won't bother you at all. Put it all back.
No.
Give me a wisdom saving throw."
No. I passed.
All right, you all of a sudden feel this huge urge to put everything back.
What?
And then,
20.
and then you don't. But you can choose to resist it.
I think we're done here.
And then she kind of sits back and says,
I'm done here.
"Perhaps you're more truthful than you look."
Well,
but you do kind of like take like half a step back and then stop yourself.
Oh, buddy Larson's here now. He'll come back. We'll help him later, I guess.
Send us to fight the kobolds. I mean, it's self-serving for her.
Is this?
Of course it is. I don't hide that.
She claims that it helps the broader picture. It doesn't. It helps.
Do you know how hard it is for me to pass up on a good kobold hunt? Do you know how hard that
This is ridiculous. We're attacking the kobolds.
But
Well, I'll tell you what. Don't take my job. If you happen to kill the kobolds, I may happen to leave some stuff outside the door. Just saying.
okay, that's fair.
so-
if we come across those kobolds, we kill them.
If there's
though.
ever a kobold uprising in Harinburg, we'll know who to thank. Kalina. Holy, holy Kalina.
The great hypocrite.
But don't worry. Anything that the kobolds kill, they get to stay dead. It's wonderful.
I sigh. I put my weapons down. Guess we're not fighting kobolds. And I leave. I leave. If you leave, I leave.
Now, you seem like the open type.
Oh, yes.
If you make it back to the surface alive, despite your friend, the god you want to serve is Beol.
No.
That
Figured.
is the most interesting of them all. Look him up when you get back up there.
Beol.
I don't know, I think they have a little temple or shrine to him in
the
Harinburg
library.
last I saw.
It's the library god. Can you even read?
What?
A library?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense, I guess. It's been a while since I was at the service.
I want to take a shot at her.
No.
You're welcome to.
No.
Hands wide open.
Why? I mean, why don't you? If you want it so bad. You can't bring yourself to do it.
He's a coward. He's a coward.
There's a
hypocrite.
giant unidentified creature on a level above us. I don't know.
Just calmly watching.
I think it's okay we part ways. I mean,
I'm fine with parting with her.
I'm sorry we couldn't help you.
I'd
Me
love
too.
to bring her
It's
in
a
the
shame.
boat, but I'm not sure that we're strong enough to do that.
And just in case you change your minds, she gives you the verbal directions to where to go.
to the
Kobold-
cultists.
Yeah, to the kobold lair.
Oh, the
Not
kobold
to
lair.
the cultists.
She won't help us with the cultists at all.
No,
Not
Maybe
until
like
the
a-
kobolds
that
are
was-
dead.
Not the
that,
kobold
that wasn't. That's part of the deal that you have to kill the kobolds for her to tell you where they
It's
are.
like a back way out of this place.
Do we leave?
Yeah, you can leave.
I'm gonna leave.
lair. I leave. Sorry, everyone. We leave. Unless you stay. But
You don't have to say sorry. That's,
I want to join this cult or whatever.
you don't
it
have to
is.
like stumble on every side quest and say yes to it, right?
I just love Kobold Hunt's a classic adventure. It's one of my favorites.
I know. Out of character, I feel really bad for having to be like a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
I know.
But I feel like
It's fine. It's fine.
Narratively, it makes way more sense for us to be like,
Sorry. Yeah. I mean, this is way too suspicious. Way too cryptic. Way too.
No, we
I just-
do
I
the
just love-
job. We collect the payment and we rat on her to the church.
I love the good
Like,
old
this is-
fashioned.
It's so simple.
I'm hoping it's like pots and pans kobolds. Just like
Like if she can't handle a room full of kobolds, I don't think she can handle the entire church of Kalina. Give the Sentinel's direction right to this place. You're short-sighted.
But for all we know, when we kill the kobolds, we open up a gap for her to get something that she wants or
it's like
needs.
tomorrow's problem.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Can you imagine if we go to the kobold?
Are you all
cave and
leaving as
actually-
you mutter this to each
Yes.
other? Okay, so you have this conversation on your way out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Zug's kind of following you, just grunting along. He's got all the bandages all over himself, where you cut him up and beat him up.
Can you imagine if the kobold
And
had
he's
like an
like-
actual dragon with
He,
him?
just, he walks out to the second set of doors, and as soon as you leave, he just slams them behind you. And then you come back and you hear the next door slam as well. He's just grumbling the whole way.
Turns out, yeah,
Sorry,
apparently
not
have
sorry.
boars.
Yeah, so you're outside now, the doors, out in the hallway.
Yeah, that was a lot more.
That was more.
That was not as epic as I think. It was pretty somber. It was pretty nice in there.
We almost got murdered.
Well,
Well, hold on.
I was.
We almost got self-defensed.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cast Prayer of Healing on us once we're outside.
So you're just going to find a little place to rest.
Oh, to
spend
heal
10
up after
minutes.
that
Well, it
cold.
just takes
cold.
10 minutes to cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We walked far enough away. We kind of grumble.
Grumble.
I'm over it at this point. I'm fine.
I think we maybe could have taken her.
Sorry.
No.
I really think that.
I don't think we could have.
What was up here?
There was two other guys that probably would have been about the same as
It's the
What's
beast
his
that
name?
kind of had.
I know he
That
was
the
kind of
beast
making me
was
sick.
really like,
was sitting up
oh yeah.
Yeah, no, we couldn't have taken her.
What is that?
There was her who
know
just
what it is?
like
Well, it's a
shrugged.
death
I gotta
claw.
figure
Yeah,
that's
miniature
more
is a death
powerful
claw.
than
Oh, okay.
Zug.
And
You
then
see,
he knows
you
how
see,
he's
death
going.
claw.
you saw
All the-
stitches all over it.
Yeah.
An abomination of some sort. That's cool.
That's what you saw when you looked up there. And it was just like casually looking down and just breathing heavy.
I don't like being that character that like causes the party not to be able to
I'll
pursue what they want.
Don't worry,
I feel
I'll
really-
guide us to the kobolds.
It's
Whoops.
That's part of not being murder hobos all the time, though.
I guess. I guess.
as opposed to just like
Just killing everything.
I have no problem with
constantly.
I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing.
yeah.
Okay.
Spend
Everybody
10 minutes.
heals.
Oh, nice.
12 plus
Back to full.
4, 16 hit points each.
Nice.
Should bring everybody back to full.
Yep.
Is that a level 2 spell?
Level
Yep.
2.
Yeah.
So you're out of level 2s now?
We were long rested.
No, I think I have another one.
Well, because you cast that one already.
Well,
but then you took a long
we
rest.
took the long rest.
Then we
yeah.
took the long rest.
That's right. Yeah, there you go.
You should have one more level 2.
So I've cast, I've cast 2 level 1s, my False Life and my Cure Wounds, and then
how long was that conversation?
As long as it
seemed like an
half an
eternity.
hour, not even 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
That was pretty real
It was
time.
about an hour.
It lasted about an hour. You had
It
a short
was.
rest.
No, it was about an hour.
Oh, we actually took it out of game an hour.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna continue on our way.
Yeah.
Well, it is 4:30ish,
Moving down.
so we're going to stop there.
Oh, I feel really bad.
Don't feel bad.
That's fine.
That was great. I enjoyed that.
We had the awesome goal.
That was fun.
We
Plus we
took-
met
you
some new
ruined-
people.
you
Nibs
ruined
was
nothing.
getting some respect for it, but
You ruined
he
nothing.
sees how
Let me just put it
hypocritical
that
you
way.
are.
I like the philosophical part of all that.
I hope everyone who wasn't happy about our lack of role playing has been
Well,
made
tell me
happy
how
now.
that's role-playing.
Well, I suppose either way, I get a good fight in the end. I just want to crack some skulls. But a kobold skull is so much sweeter to crack than a
I
human skull.
know. And then if they have a little dragon with them.
I know they worship like the little dragon,
Oh, it would have been awesome, but
the actual.
We could have killed a
plastic
baby
gun.
dragon.
do you know
Yeah,
do you know how like in the back of my mind I'd be like, you're
Classic,
supposed to be fighting undead, now you're working with the undead.
Yeah, I'm gonna lead down the
It's
hall,
yeah.
the thing,
It was a moral hurdle.
and
Yes.
I'll walk us right in.
I'm all about like finishing a task.
I'm gonna pickpocket his map.
I think you'd notice because he's using it to guide you.
I'm not about to like stop one task.
Where
I just
okay,
want
where
the
do we go
Gonna
now?
burn the map.
At this point, the map's not as useful. You're at that point now where you're just searching around.
Yeah. We're exploring the fourth
But we know
level.
the direction.
How much EXP do we get for banging up some ants?
A bunch of ants.
How far away are you from level 4?
Oh jeez.
A lot.
1400.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I'm going to be honest. I have a point where I'm going to turn you to level 4.
Okay, but it's
So would you like me to tell experience so you have a feeling of how close you are?
Sure.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
well,
yes.
Each of you take 400 experience then.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So we're up to 1700.
All right. We're just going to jump back on chat for a few minutes.
Cool.
But before we do that, thank you so much for watching today. And of course, a reminder once again that we have our big giveaway coming up this coming Thursday, so that's 2 days from today. Thursday, January 17th, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going till about 3 p.m. We're going to be doing several giveaways throughout the whole thing, so it's not just one point, it's a giveaway. If you are able to attend live, then you can enter by being in the chat. So make sure you're on twitch.tv/MiniWarGaming. Follow us there. I would suggest to follow us right there right now and turn on the notifications to get emailed when we go live, just in case you forget. And if you're not able to make it, the other ways to enter is to be a Twitch subscriber or a Vault member, because we're going to be choosing 2 random Twitch subscribers, 1 random bronze member, and 2 random silver members to also get the Start Collecting box sets of your choice of either Warhammer 40k or Age of Sigmar. Is there one for There's not one for Lord of the Rings, is there?
No.
Okay. If there was, I would say that one too. So feel free to do that. That's all that's there, and I'll be posting in Facebook and Instagram and stuff to remind everybody too. So, thank you so much for joining us today, though, and thank you guys. That was great. I had a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was cool.
Even if you just squish some ants and pick the fight, bop on the face because he asked me to put my weapon away.
I don't like to give up my weapons.
That was good.
It was a good call.
Everyone, there were
In
skeletons in the
retrospect,
room.
Brother
like,
Ring's quite
yeah.
satisfied with Zug being beaten.
Yeah. Kind of wish he didn't have more than 50 health, but man.
I assumed he was raged.
He had
Yeah.
1 hit point left after that.
Really?
Hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't raged.
Was my math
Oh,
right though? He took like 51 or something like
64,
that?
actually.
64? Wow, I missed an entire attack.
I took 64. Well, you may not have been.
I assumed he failed or succeeded on the save.
He did. That kept him alive. He would have died otherwise.
Yeah.
Not that would have really been much of a hurdle for her. But
I'm kind of predicting what level she probably was. She probably. I don't think we.
well, all you
had
see,
that.
you only saw her cast.
It would have been crazy.
You saw her cast 2 spells. You saw her cast Cone. What's it called?
Cone of Cold.
Cone of Cold.
the other one?
And Suggestion was one that she cast.
So when she was like, take your best shot.
Yeah.
Well,
I
can
assume
tell you
like she
after.
throws up a shield up or whatever. Yeah.
I can tell you after.
Well, you can tell right now. What do you think?
I was going to hit her with silence.
You're gonna hit her with silence.
Ooh.
You had
yeah.
silence. Would be interesting.
That would probably make it a lot easier.
I'm not gonna tell you whether that would work.
Can
or
you
not.
silence that?
No, but I was gonna silence
See,
her.
that's the thing.
Is there like a
If
save
those
against
two
silence?
other guys had
There's no
been
save
similar to
against silence?
him, I think it would have been a problem. Because we wouldn't have been able to deal out another, like, 130 damage.
Yeah, but she said I'll let
Plus
my
the
guards stay
skeletons.
back, and you take your best
You
shot.
take your first shot.
And I just
First
thought,
shot,
I just
and then
thought,
they just did.
I just thought like I'd throw silence on her. You'd rage, and we'd just hit her with everything we have. And she's a caster.
Yeah,
she
one
might not
shot
have
him,
many
though.
hit points.
That's one shot, though. One,
might not
you
have
cast
any-
silence, and then then they roll initiative.
yeah, but she can't. But my point is, all she can do is cast.
He could have just said like silence has no effect on her, then we're
Oh,
done.
I'm not going to make up crap
Oh.
just to stop you from doing it.
Yeah. Silence is
No,
strong.
there's a set of
Silence is
rules that
real
she
strong.
follows.
Like
and
she
I
could
would
move
follow
out of the
those
silenced
rules.
area, but it's a pretty small room, so I
Right.
could blanket a fair amount with it. But
No, I would not just make up. Like, she has a set of rules I would follow.
Sure.
I'm not going to answer the question of whether you could take her or not.
Because we can't.
I
because if he
Like,
says
we
yes,
can't-
we turn around and go back in.
We take her, the two guards, one life, one hit point Zug. and
We've already.
that.
I think it would have been interesting.
I'm happy with the outcome. I would have been happy with either, honestly. I don't care either way.
Yeah.
Both of them make
Why
sense
does
to
my
me.
chat keep freezing?
Did we do our outro already?
Yeah, we did.
I feel like both make sense to
What,
me.
we didn't? Oh. Happy role playing!